Hiding in George's office. Which one are you? Jordy, Mel?
We're on.
We are here in the wee ice cave where we're ice fishing.
It looks like the SCTV, the
Yeah.
ice.
Oh yeah, hey. Is that the Strange Brew? Those guys?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Mackenzie Brothers. That's it. Where is the camera? If I want to look, it's that. Is that?
Probably the top.
Is it that
It's
one?
over there.
Is it that one?
It's over there.
The left
that
icon.
one. Hey everybody, welcome to... We're not even recording this for the podcast
Oh, record.
yet.
Just hit record.
Well, wow. Well, now we're recording.
Act like Joseph Gordon-Levitt and hit record. He has a company.
He has a
called
thing
Hit
called
Record.
It Record. I can't see the comments because our beer is in the way. Welcome at Funt Cook. It's their first day on Periscope.
Yeah. And this is the gentleman who's waiting until 2 in the morning.
The
for
gentleman, Funt Cook. Can you guys hear us?
Thank you for staying up. That's awesome. Hey, Dan. Dan Brio.
Oh, they were saying it to me. I was like, we've been together for several hours at this point. Now I get it.
What up?
Can everyone hear us? Someone just say, yes, we can hear you. Because we're obviously speaking into the mics, but we're using a, what have you? We have an iPad out.
Oh, I see.
For the actual...
Does this need to be pressed?
That looks like a bad thing.
I don't know what
There
I
we
did.
go.
I won't touch that again.
Are we actually saving the video this time so we can put it up on YouTube?
Did not check.
Are we... Thank you, Foundation Afro and AP Funty.
I don't want to stop the video and restart, though. Do we?
Don't know, because now we have people here. We don't have a little counter that says how many people are on, though, right?
You narcissist. Who cares?
No, I'm just saying if we disconnect to know, like, that everyone got back. And I'm a narcissist. I want us to have hundreds and hundreds of viewers.
You figure it out.
Guys, we're going to strip later, so tell your friends.
Let me,
I'm
just doing I'm telling everybody we're on.
It's cold. It's just cold, period.
I
here
really
in
can't
New York.
stay. It's cold in the wee cave.
It's cold in the wee cave. Jack is his apartment. There's a giant window right to our right, and it's basically just open, and it's 18 degrees outside, I think. So we're a little chilly, just like Flea.
What's our Twitter password?
Not chili peppers. What's our Twitter? I'm not gonna tell you what our Twitter password is.
It's okay.
Is this mine? This is mine. Okay. We're gonna get started. You guys have no idea what episode. We already watched the episode.
I told somebody on Facebook. I shouldn't.
You just texted Jeff. This is the episode we're watching.
Don't
Good.
jerk at the store.
Now the world knows.
I was gonna do it, but it's like, we're gonna tweet when we're on. We're gonna tweet an hour before we're on. How many tweets can I do?
What are we gonna tweet?
I gotta tell them
3 things. We just watched Treehouse of Horror 29, which is the most recent Treehouse of Horror, aired in October 2018 from season 30, our first season 30 episode.
Way too many numbers going on here. We have 8 viewers, Dan.
Good. Thank you. So we watched Treehouse of Horror 29. We have a lot to say about it. We have not. You guys haven't heard the podcast in a dog's age. 7 years.
That's not a dog's age.
Isn't it?
If it's a year old.
Yeah, that's right. Welcome, Victoria OX5. Is that my daughter?
Is that your baby? Baby's first
I want to see
Periscope.
Daddy! Daddy! Why aren't you here? Why are you with Jack?
Is this the baby? That's the baby voice?
Yeah, that's how my daughter talks. I don't know if you do that. Daddy! Please come home. Anyway, I don't know. We'll get started. I don't know what Jack's doing. I don't know why we haven't started the show yet.
You don't know what I'm doing. I'm telling people, I'm posting on the social so people can come listen.
How'd these people get here?
I don't know.
How'd you guys get here? Let us know.
It automatically tweets.
Right in.
It automatically posts on the Twitter nobody follows.
Right into our P.O. box which I have not checked in 6 months.
No.
Because
Somebody said cookies.
Because I got a P.O. box and I was like, let's do a year-long thing. Surely I'll be here for a while. It was right by my old office, and then I lost my job, and then I haven't checked it ever since.
Oh, that's okay to...
I don't know. For these people, sure.
All right, because I left it in one of the podcasts.
Oh, wow.
You asked me if it was okay, and I said it was.
Because it's a nice job.
I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice job.
No, that was it. Yeah. Because I said something like, don't...
They don't know what that is. That hasn't come out
We
yet.
recorded it in July.
Yeah.
madness. Okay, I have it.
All right, while Jack's doing that, if anyone wants to ask questions, I don't know, what should we do to kill time? I'm just talking about things you guys don't even have any idea of what it is. Maybe that's fun. Probably not,
How
though.
do I get the URL?
If you have any questions, now's the time. I'm here with... My name is Dan. We haven't started the show yet, but we'll go through all of this. Jeff is to my right. Jack is to my extreme right.
Trump! I love Trump! And I'm extreme!
Nice. Yeah, no, we haven't recorded... we haven't released...
In
an
a
episode
dog's age!
since July. July was the last episode, I think, that came out. We recorded a bunch in September, but they have not yet been released. How was your Christmas? Christmas was fine. Do you watch The Real Jim's? He does great Simpsons videos on YouTube. No. The only thing I watch on YouTube is Red Letter Media.
You don't watch it on redlettermedia.com?
No, I've been working my way through all the best of the worst, which has taken a long time, but man, this is a good show.
Yeah, I know. I fell off a while ago.
It's one to watch. They just put out a new episode yesterday.
I think I'm posting it on Facebook. I can't tell. Not now.
I don't consume a lot of, like, Simpsons-related media. I get enough of that with this podcast that we never do.
Since we don't cover the show, since we don't do new episodes anymore, do you find yourself tempted to watch new episodes?
Never. Never in my life am I tempted to watch a new episode of The Simpsons. And there's all these rumors that, like, Disney, once they get control of Fox, is going to cancel it because it's not worth anything. Like,
it's worth more for them to just.
It's worth more for them to end
episodes.
It's actually really interesting. A lot of the syndication. Well, maybe interesting is too extreme a word. It's interesting to me, but a lot of the syndication deals for The Simpsons
Oh
were
my
signed.
God! What is this? A TED Talk?
I'll tell you guys. We're signed in the.
Let me tell you about syndication.
Syndication deals
may
are
surprise
actually very interesting. No, they were signed like very early on in the show's run, and they're until the show ends. So they can't resell the syndication rights until the show is actually over, and that's why it'd be worth so much more money if they actually cancel the show. And also, no one wants to watch the past 20 years of the show, like in reruns. And
Unless
things.
they're prepping
Unless
for...
they're weirdos.
No, unless they're prepping for our show.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true.
Oh, you know what you could be doing while you're vamping here is pouring our shots. It's Bourbon, please, 5!
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Nip slip.
They
didn't see that.
Yeah, we didn't do... We didn't do a podcast.
That's from... They don't know that yet. They don't know that reference.
Wait, did we actually do that already? I don't even know that
No, we
reference.
do, we didn't start a Wayne's World. This will be funny in a couple of weeks.
Booyah! Double Batman! That came out on Patreon, at least. No, well, we'll get into this once we actually start the recording of what we're doing here as a result of not having podcasts.
Should we start? Let's start. Do you guys want us to start? Yeah, because this guy's got to go to sleep at
No
some
one's
point.
saying anything. It's just people keep leaving and coming back. I assume they're like, be more funny. Maybe if we refresh.
Stupid thing. I feel like Boris and GoldenEye.
How many times in September episodes do you reference the 2-month break? A lot.
Well, that's...
No? I'm pretty sure we were like, hey, sorry that we took a couple of weeks off, guys.
Oh, because the September... Oh, I see, because there was a break between those... There was a shorter break between those.
Yeah, no, we recorded those in September. We're like, we'll put these out in a couple of weeks. And then 4 months passed. I have a child who's walking, almost talking.
I tried, guys. I tried to get him to the wee cave.
It's very difficult. I canceled this exact recording several times.
Several times this was going to be a Christmas episode.
It was.
And then the St. Patrick's Day episode. Now it's Mayoween. Happy Mayoween, everybody.
Yeah, I already said we're doing a Treehouse. So we're doing a Mayoween / Bourbon, please. Which will explain
both
all
5th
of those
editions,
things.
both the 5th annual.
I
I thought it would have been funny if it was Bourbon Please 5, Mayoween 4, but it's in
Yeah.
fact Groofik's 5th birthday.
Okay.
It's Mayoween 5.
Perfect's 5th birthday.
Yeah, that's
Look at that.
90%
Well, it will come.
Keep hoping. Hang on to a dream.
We're waiting for the 90s to become
Yeah.
retro and cool.
We're waiting for 90s nostalgia to come back. By the way, actually, really quick sidebar. So Dan and I are doing this 90s trivia thing now, and I asked a question. I was like, what kids show is the premise: a bunch of kids find a haunted house filled with monsters who turn them into like comic book superheroes.
Yeah.
And it's Big Bad Beetleborgs. Nobody knew it, and not only that, no one believed that it was a real thing.
What?
Yeah.
And they're going to a 90s trivia.
Most of them are just in the bar being drunk.
What's happening?
90s trivia, it's work in progress. It's not like Simpsons.
Yeah, I've thought about doing 90s trivia and stuff and what I would do for 90s trivia, and I realize all of the questions I would ask, I would know.
Yeah, no,
You would know.
It's really hard to
And
ask,
no one
like,
else would know.
General knowledge 90s
Yeah.
trivia questions.
No one else would know.
Yeah, especially when most of the people are there. It's just like, oh, you're doing trivia? Yeah, I don't know. Sylvester Stallone is in the bar.
I don't know, get me something to drink.
There ain't nothing on earth gonna save you, Rock!
That's brisk, baby.
You guys all got that we were talking about that 90s brisk claymation Rocky commercial, right?
Nobody got that question right either.
No, they
90s
didn't.
trivia.
No,
You acted
they did
out
not.
the whole thing.
I did. It was-
Anyway, this was your episode of 90s Percentile for 2019.
Yesterday, no!
In another decade. Oh god! Don't forget we're live on Periscope, so there's also and they see Simpsons and they
Yeah.
see podcasts.
Oh,
So there's
yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of, like new people who just join and they go,
Right.
"This should be interesting."
This should be interesting. Gentlemen having a podcast about the Simpsons.
Who's that Unabomber in the middle on his phone?
I enjoy that Talking Simpsons show. I wonder if these guys are any good.
And then they all left.
And then they left.
Oh.
Ooh, Jack, looking studly.
Depression makes you lose a lot of weight.
It's you know what it is? It's your sleep mask regimen.
So we're recording. This is our second Bourbon Please from the Wee Cave. We had to say goodbye to Bay Ridge Wee Studios,
Yes,
unfortunately.
that's true.
And we had to say goodbye to Studio D, which
That's
we
true.
recorded an
My old
episode of.
apartment, yeah.
So anyway, we're in the Wee Cave. You can't see, but the ceiling is very, very low. And it is very cold in here. The insulation is terrible. I don't have very good heat. It's 20 degrees out right now, so it's
It's a little chilly.
49, 50 degrees in here. So anyway, what I do is I sleep with gloves on because I have poor circulation, and I sleep in my parka, and I sleep with lots of blankets and the space heater on and a heating pad, and then here's my sleep mask.
Jack actually sleeps in this. I've heard of a sleep mask, but it looks like you're gonna. It looks like you're a dream thief. You're gonna rob someone's dreams.
I'm just waiting for the day where I get up, because I get up 3 times a night, 3 times an hour to go pee.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the night where I go up and my roommate is just coming out of the bathroom, and I'm just like, I feel like I've been delocated.
Yeah, you. Jack, are you actually homeless?
No, this is a
Someone
home.
You
I'm
sleep,
heatless.
you've announced that you sleep on park benches.
I can't wait.
Fingerless gloves for rifling through the recyclables.
I've gradually become a hobo before your very eyes.
Unbelievable.
I'm red from Back to the Future. I want to take the mask
Wow.
off now, but I don't want them to see I'm crying.
What would your life be like if you robbed the Quickie
I'd
Mart?
have more money. I can afford heat.
All right, speaking of The Simpsons, we should probably
Let's
get
start it up.
Um,
Also, the dry air and the cold is
Yeah, I
keep
got the
blowing my
sniffles,
nose,
man,
so this is a great time to do the visual. I'm glad you think my skinned nose is making me a stud.
God.
I'll give you a little coffee.
Yeah, yeah.
That'll be Bourbon, please. I'm just a troll.
All right, let's start the show. I don't remember how to start the show, so I wouldn't be surprised if you just started the episode when we just started recording.
Probably. I've done a lot less editing than I used to. The
Yeah,
episodes.
that's fine.
I always wanted to keep it under an hour.
Yeah.
That lasted 3
Did not
episodes.
last, yeah.
Then the goal was to keep it under an hour 10. That lasted a few episodes.
Yeah.
Then an hour 20. That
We averaged between 110 and
I
120.
tried, and I cut out a lot. And then the last 20 episodes, they just go. They're as long as they are.
Yeah. Well, people like us.
No, and it's not
Hey, it's
that
Elliot. Hi, Elliot.
Hey, Elliot. I don't.
He's in an episode that hasn't been released yet.
Elliot asked me how I was doing this morning, or it was maybe yesterday, and I went to text him. Oh no, I think it was last night, maybe. I don't know, whatever.
The days all blur together.
I went
Jack.
to text him that I was like a picture of me in my ski mask, because I was going to bed. Elliot doesn't know this, so I went to go send you a picture of a selfie of me in bed to show you me sleeping in bed with a ski mask, and I accidentally sent it to somebody else.
Oh God!
Who was just
terrifying.
randomly texting me, who's like an acquaintance, not a friend.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, that's awkward. And they're like, well, hope things pick up, man.
It's funny. You gotta laugh.
Yeah,
it's funny
I recognize a lot of these Periscope
Yeah, I'm recognizing
names.
a lot of these names. So thanks everyone for joining us, because I don't know where you are. Some of you it's the middle of the night. Some of you it's the morning. Some of you it's whatever time it is where you are.
Yeah, I want to drink, so let's
all
start
right,
it up.
Let's do it. Let's get started right now.
Me.
Hey everybody! Hey everybody! Hey
I'm
everybody!
I'm so cold. I'm so sad.
I am a ghoul.
I am a ghoul.
Syphilis.
Money, please.
All right, here we go.
Midday night.
Elliot's
I can wait.
No, there's an Australian in here, so I don't know if they
I
know
thought
him.
it was
By the
midday.
way, for you guys seeing Elliot J. O'Neill commenting here, that's the host of the Simpsons Index.
Yeah.
One of the two great Australian Simpsons podcasts.
Is that one of those Simpsons podcasts that puts out an episode every week?
Yeah, I don't know.
second week?
That's one of those fancy podcasts that actually put out episodes.
It's not one of those ones who have a Patreon, but they don't actually put anything
They
out.
put screenshots of their text out.
They put it.
Oh, Dan, you know that about that, Jeff? We have text episode ever now because we don't have any context.
Next episode ever.
So
is
when we're shitting on the
fantastic.
toilet, we text each other and then send them screenshots and call it a podcast.
And it's mostly about Star Trek.
It's mostly about Star Trek and Star Wars. It's called Text Episode Ever.
It's on your Facebook feeds. Okay.
It's
Let's do it.
Gab Freezer says we're like the Simpsons Index. No, Simpsons Index is like this, but regular.
Yeah, that's good. We
I
are
thought that was
irregular.
about text,
They actually talk about
text
The
episode
Simpsons.
ever.
Yeah, and indexes. Okay.
I thought he was talking about text episode ever.
Oh,
Let's get this going, boys.
all right, let's do it. I want to
Let's
drink.
do it.
I want to do a shot.
Let's do it. I got
Jack's
Gremlins
definitely more
2
regular than
sticker
I
on
am.
my computer now.
I'm unleaded. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. Okay.
And that's not true. I'm doing this wheatgrass juice that has lead in it. So
It has lead in it? I don't think you're supposed to drink lead.
no, I mean it's not on purpose, but
You have accidental
I don't think
lead
that
wheatgrass
matters.
juice?
The lead doesn't care.
You know what? You know what, Jack? You do you.
there's a risk of
Oh,
heavy metals
no.
in the wheatgrass.
Hey, everybody! No, that's not it. All right, here we go.
Oh, Alexa, turn off. Alexa, turn off the heat.
We are activating.
Sorry,
everyone's-
it's getting
everyone's
very
alerts.
cold in here.
Oh no! Wait, turn off the heat. Why?
It's gonna look like a David Fincher movie in here.
No.
Just all breath.
We're all gonna be Jack Nicholson. That's who from the end of The
How's this?
Shining.
I can't tell from the. How do we look? Are we blue or
Da-ba-dee-da-ba-da.
do we,
Jeff and I were both right there.
Somebody let me know how the color temperature is if we need to make it warmer or cooler. But we'll start the show. But
It looks better on the television.
It looks better on the TV
iPad.
than on the iPad. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming the way we have an iPad out that's actually filming us, but we're also on the TV. I'm motioning, even though no one can see it other than the three of us.
I see. Now I get it.
That's where the setup
Oh.
was. The iPad.
This
and the
means
TV.
iPad. This means
This
TV.
means TV.
I'm learning their language.
All right, let's get into this because we have a lot to talk about this episode.
Funcock, it's bright because it's 2 a.m. and you should probably be in bed.
We actually don't have a lot to talk
We're
about
not
with the
gonna turn it
episode.
down.
It's just going to be this, but like in the show. Right now, it's just pre-show banter.
And we're not even drunk yet.
We're not even drunk yet. I've had half a quarter of a beer.
Where's my beer? Well, we'll get to it.
Your
Let's just
beers?
start the show.
Your
Let's start
beers
the
over
show.
here. They're great. They're good.
All right. Thanks for the random Donald Trump. Let's start the show. Oh, everybody's saying it's bright. Alexa,
A little bright, if anything.
turn the
Okay.
brightness down 15%.
We've never been
on the
accused of
lights.
being too bright.
All right.
Okay, that was good.
Should write that.
Mood lighting. We are going to make out. Did you say I should be a writer for The Simpsons?
That's the biggest insult you can
Yeah,
give.
really? God! Which season? Season 5 or 25?
35.
What?
You son of a bitch.
Don't you say that about my daddy!
I hope. I don't know how, but I hope that your daughter, Vomitina, somehow actually, when she starts talking, has that exact accent. And it's all your fault.
Yeah.
Self-fulfilling accent.
I do actually do an impression of my daughter just to Janelle, but it's not.
It's not that?
No, it's not that.
Oh, yeah, no, I bet it wasn't.
No, but I'll start doing that.
Do you
now.
do it when you're fucking?
Yep. Absolutely. That's disgusting.
God.
This is where it came from.
So now you have to do
Let
it.
me back in!
Being a father's wonderful.
It's very cold in here. We have to
Is Jack
establish
a hobo with his nose? We've established that yes, he
You
is.
don't blame that on.
I have
We're
very,
in some sort of
I have very,
some sort of
very
homocade.
poor circulation.
We're going to actually start the episode now. I just have to compose myself so we can actually say the intro here.
They made an episode out of this?
I made a podcast out of that? All right, here we go. Hey everybody, welcome to Worst Episode Ever, a podcast for people who love The Simpsons, by people who love The Simpsons, about how much we hate The Simpsons. And as always, as we are every single week, we are here trying to find which is the worst episode ever. And as always, my name is Dan.
And as always, it hasn't changed in the last 6 months since our last recording. My name is Jack.
His name is Jack. And in the studio we have Geoff.
How are
Welcome,
you?
Jeff. Jeff has been here. This is our fifth bourbon, please. Our fifth.
Yeah, so
This is our fifth, and Jeff has been there for everyone.
he certainly
That's
has.
5 years.
That's 5 years, man.
4 years, technically.
Oh, that's true.
The way it works. There's no year. There's no year.
There's no year zero.
I know.
So technically, your party would be 1 year late.
The
Although it is
first four.
February
The
already.
first four bourbon,
Well-
please, is we're drunk in New Year's.
Yes, so we should back up a little bit
So
because
four
the
months.
chronology has gotten messed up. So we, in July, we put out an episode, and then we took a 6+ month hiatus.
The plan was to do a 12-episode season of 12 straight episodes.
That's correct.
Because we don't want to release we don't want to release them as we do them, and then you don't know when they're going to come. We want to give you at least some burst of episodes. We wanted to do 12. Turned out to be 6.
Turned out to be 6.
Now we're trying to get another
We're
6
trying
out.
to bank
this
another
is the
6.
5th of 6. When we record one more, we will release a season of 6 episodes.
Right.
Game of Thrones does it.
Just like Game of Thrones, baby.
Why can't we can't?
Technically, if you're listening to this as a podcast and not as a Periscope, we're also Periscoping.
Larry David does it with Curb Your
That's
Enthusiasm.
true. He does whatever he wants.
Yeah, he doesn't just release one episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm when he has the free time. He goes, you know
Yeah.
what? I can do 10.
Yeah.
Let's do 10, and then he'll wait 3 years and he'll do another 10.
Yeah, no, and if you're listening to this as a podcast, this is episode 5, so it's almost over already.
Do you see this, by the way? Somebody's engagement is on the line here. If we have to.
Yeah, that's
we
unfortunate.
have to be talented enough. I hope she likes inside
Good
jokes.
luck.
That's what she
I
doesn't
hope
get.
she likes Freet. Hello, happy Freet year.
Oh my, and then she has left him. She's
That's
thrown
it.
the ring at his face.
Freet, you ruined another relationship.
That's what he does. It's like that show with Cupid with Jeremy Piven, but the opposite.
And Jeremy Piven. What are we doing here? Okay, guys, let's get our heads back in the game.
Backtrack. Bourbon Please 5. This is our 5th annual drunken episode. Usually
Yes.
it's a New Year's.
Usually a New Year's. We missed New Year's. We
This
slept
is-
right through it.
Yeah. So then it was going to be our St. Patrick's Day episode.
Right.
Blew that.
Blew that
deadline.
So it is a Mayoween episode now.
this will
so we
come
are,
out in May.
We're duplexing it, baby. It's a Bourbon Please / Mayoween.
Both the 5th annual
Both the
version.
5th
What is
installments.
Mayoween? This guy's fiance doesn't know what Mayoween is. She's like, Mayo,
Mayoween?
I've heard of Halloween.
I've heard of
I've
mayo
heard
on
of
a
mayonnaise.
sandwich.
Yes.
What's Mayoween?
Mayoween is because
Do tell.
Mayoween is because we do so many episodes of this show.
Well-
we have to do more than one Treehouse of Horror a year.
Yes.
So we do one in October, and we do one
And we
6
do one in
months
May.
earlier in May.
Yeah.
Although coincidentally, Mayoween 4 was like 3 episodes
So it's like
ago.
very recent in the chronology of episodes. But yeah, that's what we're doing here. We have already watched the episode, which is Treehouse of Horror 29 from season 30.
This
Originally
is the most
aired.
recent episode we've covered.
The most recent episode we've covered originally aired October 21st, 2018. I was going to ask Jack, have you seen this one? But I know that you didn't.
Nope.
We all just watched it for the first
First time. Last
uh,
time, probably, hopefully.
100% the last time. But we
There
just
is
watched
no
it.
hell.
And if there is, I'm going to watch it an infinite more
So
times.
you would like a bad episodes of The Simpsons, eh?
You don't like Geriatric Park?
Robot though?
Yeah, so I don't know. What are we doing? Are we going to take a fake break?
Nobody on Patreon supported this.
No, we just did this because it was Mayoween and we wanted to do a really recent
We've got
episode.
the previous 4 or whatever episodes that'll come out before this in the lineup.
Yeah.
Most of them are Patreon, I believe. A couple of them.
They're all We Leets Patreon
couple of
episodes.
them, not all of them.
Not all of them?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
no,
one
no,
with
right,
Elliot.
yes. We did one with Elliot that you've already heard if you are listening to this not live.
Oh, right.
But some people are listening to this live. We should say we're periscoping this episode. You may be watching it on YouTube and seeing my beautiful, beautiful face. Hello. Yeah, I guess we'll take a break.
Well, we're going to do our annual shot of bourbon.
Of course.
Bourbon.
How could I
Bourbon,
forget?
please.
Bourbon, please. And
Bourbon,
you're
please.
indicating like I should go get it.
The finger thing means
The
the money.
thing means the getting it. I wasn't going to get it, but I will get it.
And you can follow us if you're new to this and you're not just this guy's fiance. If you're actually just
If you're not just this guy's fiance.
we are Worst Episode Ever. You can find us on Twitter at Worst Episode Pod or We Studios Pod. This is our 28th, 29th episode.
Yeah, something like that.
6, 7, 8,
In
9.
5 years.
This might be 130. We cover bad episodes of The Simpsons, and for 30% of the show, we talk about it.
Yeah.
And for 10% of the show, Dan does voices. And
hello, it's me, Free. You've heard me already, but here I am again. 2019, baby. I say baby now. It's a new freak, baby.
Oh, my goodness gracious. And thank you to our fans.
I like that we don't have shot glasses. We just have these.
Oh, so the traditionally
So
we
we
use
don't
the Simpson shot glasses, but then I have to wash them.
right,
When my
that's
hands
fair.
get wet, they freeze overnight.
Yeah, that's fair.
So this is just easier.
What are we drinking here?
This is
This is Red Breast.
Red Breast.
Red Breast single pot still Irish whiskey.
It's not bourbon.
All right, it's not bourbon, but it is whiskey. I like it.
So this is to our fans.
Yeah.
Especially the fact that you guys have sticking with us over 2 hiatuses.
Yeah. No. While now, when this episode's coming out, have been back from the hiatus for a while. But while we're recording it, it's still very fresh.
Right. True.
And we've had lots of people. Frufic.
It's me, Frufic. Also, I don't know if we're going to be able to save this video, but if we do, there's a good chance I will not be recording the comments. So
Yes, right.
A lot of people will not understand. And if you're listening to this on audio, you will not understand.
We're reading the comments on the Periscope.
If you're not watching,
I know that name.
yeah,
I know
if
who
you're
that
not
is.
if you're not watching this video, ever, we just want to let you know that there are thousands of listeners, thousands of viewers watching.
100 million viewers are watching right now.
Oh my God, Tom Hanks is here. He's
Oh,
coming
my
in.
God.
He says you're better than me. I love you.
Wow! Here are my Oscars.
And then he signed it Hanks with an X for some reason.
What a guy.
That's how he did. That's what.
And then he took a picture of just one glove and posted it on Instagram. He does that. That's a thing Tom Hanks likes.
Weird Russian accent.
We were saying something and I totally got silent. Oh, thank you to the fans. Thank you to the fans keeping the Reddit alive. Still doing some fan art. We got some fan art during the break.
Love the fan
we got
art.
some awesome stuff.
There was a Twitter.
man.
Somebody on Twitter, one of the Simpsons Twitters, did "What's your favorite Simpsons podcast?"
Yeah.
and a lot of you came out.
We slaughtered them.
We did all right. We did okay.
For considering that we hadn't put out episodes in a long, long time.
Considering you could barely call us a podcast.
And those two lovely ladies, they put out episodes, I think, once a week.
More like a past cast.
I've never listened to it. I don't listen to any of
Simpsons
their
Index.
podcasts.
They have great guests such as B.
Yeah.
Coming up soon.
All right.
When you listen to this, what is this?
What?
We're talking in future tense or past
I don't
tense?
know.
Future past
We're just tense. I'm just tense. I'm so
fucking
cold.
tense. I'm tense.
All right, so let's take our shots here. Did I
Cheers.
pour, like,
Cheers
way
to you
too
guys.
much?
I don't know.
Did I pour a lot?
I don't know. I'm gonna smoke weed.
Well,
I think it's a little.
It's gonna be an interesting one. All right, cheers, boys.
Ooh, strong.
Woo! Woo!
You're gonna make me lose my mind.
He just got released out of prison.
Oh,
DMX.
good for him. Was he
Yeah.
paroled or was did he do the full?
It wasn't good behavior, I'll tell you that much. No, I have no idea. I
You
just
guys
saw...
gonna drink more?
No, not of this. I'm gonna switch to beer.
Let's cup these out. I don't want it near the expensive equipment.
Yeah, good call.
And then I would like a beer, please.
I will get you your beer, Jack.
And also, to make this a fun bourbon, please, where we get inebriated. To get inebriated faster, I will hypothetically also smoke from this vape pen of tobacco.
Don't put that on the internet.
I said hypothetically.
Yeah.
Hypothetically.
Hi.
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 Hey.
Hi. All right, let's take a break. We're taking a fake break, right? Like we always do.
Outsider Outpost Alex wants you to know if you. He says your daughter wants to know.
Yeah.
Why I'm singing DMX.
My daughter's asleep.
He doesn't know
That my daughter's here in studio.
Yeah.
Hey, Uncle Jack, you can sing DMX whenever you want, baby! I also say baby!
Oh my god.
And I am a baby!
That's why I say it. That's why I say Jack. You got that right, Jack.
You got that right.
What if at the end of everything you said, you
I
had to
just say
say
Jack.
your name or a thing that you are?
Let's see how long we can do that.
Let's do it, podcast host!
I like this game. Homeless and cold.
We're going to take a break and fake watch the episode. We already watched it, but we always take a break at this point, so we're just going to do it. So we'll be right back talking about fucking Just Bar 29. That's what it is.
We're going to talk about fucking Treehouse.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to fuck that
You
episode.
got to slide right in. That's the break.
And we're back.
Oh, we're really back?
Oh, do you want to take a
I
break
don't
and
know.
just
I
have
thought-
them watch it? Let's just sit here in silence.
Okay. How we doing so far? What did
How am I doing? How am I doing?
He is a pee-pee fan.
Oh, Jeff's got to go to the bathroom, so we'll take a quick break.
Pee-pee
What is your fiance? What does she think so far? Is she just like, what are you wasting your time? Why are we up this late?
She's already throwing stuff out the window.
Yeah, no, she's gone. She's long gone.
Reprieve. I'm kicking.
Yeah. I don't know if you. I hope that at least some of you. Oh, pee-pee time. We got some pee-pee time. Was pee-pee time even on the show? I don't even remember.
I think it was the last
If
Bourbon
you're
place.
trying to dip out of frame, you're not doing it. Pee-pee time. Pee-pee time was just like something that we said when we had to go to the bathroom, and then we just kept saying it on the podcast.
It's a fun thing to say.
It's a very pee-pee time. It's very fun. My girlfriend misheard and thought you were doing an engagement message for him. Well,
Oh no! Did she think that this was a proposal?
happy marriage.
Happy marriage, baby. Happy marriage, baby. I say baby now. In the tune of birthday.
Just birthday. Just not even happy birthday. It's just birthday now. I was in trouble the second I said happy like that. I was like singing something. I don't know.
You can't say happy without just singing happy birthday.
Anytime you say that word, you legally must sing all of H birthday. I don't want to say
Everybody
H word.
made such a big deal when the happy birthday rights went public domain, but
Yeah,
they
that's
didn't
right.
realize the caveat.
They didn't realize the witch's curse.
Oh, you want the rights to the happy birthday song?
You
do
can have all the birthdays you'd like forever.
What was the name of that lawyer? It was Ucifer.
Was that Al Pacino in Devil's Advocate?
Al Ucifer.
Al Ucifer.
We should have known. In retrospect, it was obvious.
All the clues were there.
The name was the
The
clue.
name, it was El Lucifer. Oh, goodness. All right, we're waiting for Jeff to get back before we get into the Simpsons episode, but hopefully, I have a feeling all of this is just going to stay in the actual podcast episode. 'Cause
Probably.
Jack doesn't want to edit the show anymore, and I don't blame him. Because it is a beast.
Like the split.
Like Split, which was in this episode. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, I smelled that outside.
What'd you say, Jeff?
Is this
I
mine?
said I could smell that outside.
Oh.
This?
Yeah, that's yours.
Literally was 2 seconds ago. Could be him. He doesn't know.
What? I missed all of that. You can have all the birthday parties you like. That's what parents say after vaccinating their children. That's true. I hate anti-vaxxers.
Yeah,
Just hate them.
yeah, I hate him too.
Just
Can we
hate
get
him.
this out of the way?
Just hate those anti-vaxxers.
You will when your baby gets measles.
Yeah, no, well, she's getting her fucking vaccines. In fact, she's getting a couple.
So help me out here. Give me a little science lesson, a
Let me
little
drop some
sci-fi.
science on you.
So it's herd mentality or not mentality, or herd whatever. With the more people that get the vaccine, the less likely a disease is to spread.
That's correct.
But if you get the vaccine, you can't get sick, right?
Correct. and you can't infect others.
So then, what's the big deal? Let the kids die.
Well, yes, but also, excuse me, if you haven't been vaccinated yet, you're
you're
not
more-
born vaccinated.
But just get vaccinated.
Well,
Get vaxxed, Jack!
young children, you have to wait until a certain age.
You just got vaxxed!
Oh, shit.
We need more aggressive vaccine.
We need
That's
more
what we need.
just on the street, just "Arr!"
Oh, see, some people can't
Some people
get
can't
vaccinated.
get
And
vaccinated.
now,
There you go.
And now the not anti-vaxxers. All right,
Yeah,
that
there you
makes
go.
sense.
There you go.
Groovefix says the vaccines are full of nanites to track you. Don't forget to wear a helmet.
Don't forget it. Are we back from the break? Was there ever a break, or is all of this staying in?
So, that was Treehouse of Horror 2015.
Wow.
Nope.
Nope.
XXIX, Jack. 29. Baby.
Carry the V.
Carry the V. Yeah, no, Treehouse of Horror.
Wait, give
29.
me a clean one.
Okay.
God.
I honestly don't think you're going to cut any of this. I think this is all in the episode. We are 35 minutes deep, by the way.
Look at that battery life, huh?
Look at that battery
Look at
life.
that battery life. Otolotito solo. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, Golo da fina gita stuki.
That's where else are you gonna get this? What other Simpsons podcast?
I was gonna say Return of the Jedi.
Well, yeah, obviously. Who else has Salacious Crumb stop by on occasion? Every single episode, usually multiple times.
There's a new Star Wars cartoon, Resistance, on Disney XD. It's,
that's Star?
Yeah, it's a kid's show. It's not as good as Rebels
As Rebels?
and Clone Wars, but there is one episode where they're like in a cave full of the Salacious Crumb species.
Oh,
and
God.
It's fucking amazing. He like steals
Nice.
like their communicator or something. He's like, I was like, I'm on board.
What was the name of the CGI singer that they put into Return of the
Al
Jedi?
Ucifer.
No, what was it? It was not Cy Snoodles. That's just the band leader in the.
No,
in
Science
Mos
Noodles
Eisley.
is the kissing. Isn't the kissing monster, right? The one with the tube with the lipstick. It's like a antelope.
I'm talking about the
the
one
one in
that
the
they
cantina,
CGI'd
but
into
I
Return of the Jedi, and there's like a dance number now.
Isn't it the one from the cantina? She's
Yeah, no, yeah.
She's got the
I agree with
Yes,
yeah.
that is Cy Snoodles. I have to.
Yeah,
Guys,
she
I
started-
will not do this podcast until I know the CGI monster that sings in Return of the
It's
Jedi.
Cy Noodles, and
No.
she stars in
I don't
her
think it's-
own
I don't
Clone
think it's
Wars
Cy
episode
Snoodles.
where she breaks out one of the huts is like her boyfriend or girlfriend or something.
Oh, right.
Me and my sister grew up calling her the kissing monster because
Wait,
she has a
then-
long snout with lipstick.
A trunk.
What is?
Trunk.
Then what is the name? I don't know, man. All right, I'm on the wiki page for.
We're stopping.
Return
We're
of the Jedi.
stopping the episode
You're
cold
goddamn right we
to look
are.
up the.
Fantastic.
Where's the
You ever
special
see the
edition?
scene of Jabba the Hutt from the original New Hope?
the tail
but,
snap, yeah.
but the actual footage.
Oh, yeah,
before-
yeah, I
and
have.
There was a human that played Jabba the Hutt. It was just like a big fat guy. He kind of looked like the Rancor, the big fat guy
Yeah.
with no shirt on who cries when the Rancor dies. Who's in? I'm reading the books right now by Chuck Wendig, and he gets his own chapter. That guy, he's like a badass, like mercenary.
Max
Yeah, it looks
Rebo
like it.
was a name I was
Is
trying
that's
to
the
think
that's
of.
the one that looks like a Area 51
Yeah.
alien.
But wait, Cy
Right?
Snoodles.
We'll get there, Gap Freezer. Tell your fiance to hold on.
It says Cy Snoodles was a marionette operated by Rose and Quinn. Am I thinking of A New Hope?
Wait, they're fake? Well,
Don't
Slice
you know-
Noodles is in the cantina, but there's an extra in the special edition. They added it into the Jabba Palace.
You know what? Never mind.
Wait, is this an episode of Text Episode Ever?
Solo was a terrible movie.
I have to rewatch it. I
No,
have a
you don't.
feeling.
It's bad.
I have a feeling I'll like it more on the second go around.
It's NG for not good.
You should call yourself Solo. By yourself, huh?
You're all alone, huh? Is your name Solo? It should be Solo.
Hey, I see you got a hand, but no D.
His dick got cut off?
There was a deleted scene. It was in the original.
It was in
by what is it? Not Neville Dean. The directors.
It's Neville David. Oh,
It's the Brian Seltzer. No, that's
Brian Setzer Orchestra. No, Chris Miller. Lord and Miller.
Lord Miller. Jesus fucking
Is
Christ.
Solo worse than Rogue One?
Rogue
Yes,
One
it
has grown on me. I like Rogue One.
I
now.
haven't seen Rogue One
I got a
yet.
beard. I'm a stud. Rogue One's good. I'm cold.
Wow. I don't even know you anymore, Jack. Let's talk about The Simpsons now, huh?
Let's.
Don't you want to talk about The Simpsons? Do you want to play some stickball?
Slightly.
By the way, you didn't see Aquaman?
No, I want to.
I also want to see it. I just want to see if he fights dock workers. You Aquaman, huh? You think you're better than us?
You're better than us down on the waterfront.
Down on the waterfront, you know that we run the union.
Aquaman, I don't think that's union, Aquaman.
You better join the union or you'll escape, Aquaman.
Aquaman, it's 40 hours a week, no overtime.
I don't remember where we started doing
remember
the dock workers. I think it's an episode that was released, though. A dock worker is Aquaman's greatest
Yeah,
nemesis.
exactly, yeah. Because he's
It's
from
not
the same-
Ocean Master. It's
first line
not
of
Black
defense.
Manta.
No. Black Manta's union, we're actually on
He's
his
in the
side.
union.
You gotta work Martin Luther King Day, you're gonna get that overtime. Oh wait, Black Manta, that's not a thing, that was just a coincidence.
Hey, man.
That was not a race joke.
Between you and your god.
There is none, so it's between me and nothing.
Worst episode ever is back.
We're back, baby, there is no God, Jack. there is an El Ucifer.
There is an El Lucifer.
And there is a Jihad. I don't believe in God, but I believe in like a guy in a tuxedo with a beard named Jihad, who does something nice and he goes, "Oh, did I?" and then disappears. Jihad.
There you go. Put that in your next script for Jack's movie.
My writing career is not going well. CBS did not accept my spec script, Friends with Jihad. It was about a guy who links in Jihad.
Do you know Jihad?
Jihad looked at your profile.
It's just like, I don't know Jihad.
And then he gets LinkedIn updates from Jihad, and he uses it to...
it's Jihad's work anniversary. Say hello.
CBS said, we're not interested. And then 6 weeks later, this Friends show comes out.
I don't know. What is God... Yeah, what has God friended me about? It sounds like the
He
worst
just sends
show.
dick pics. It's horrible. he just says, like, for the first, 2 minutes of the conversation, it's like, God's like, hey, blessed are the meek. It's like, oh, I like this guy. And then suddenly there's a dick pic.
It's just unwarranted dick pics from Jihad.
Just a Jihad dick pic.
Don't watch it.
How very Jihad.
Jihad dick pic.
Oh, God. Jihad dick pic.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not in a great place.
You look great, though, Jack.
I'm a stud.
You look like a stud.
Got no teeth.
You're turning into He-Man.
My teeth rotted out.
Got no teeth. I'm Jack.
You got that, Jack?
Giddy up, Jackie boy. Giggity-goo.
Hey, Quagmire?
Yeah. He Mrs. Quagmire now. It's 2019, baby. Everything's different. It's all changed on you.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
DiCaprio's back.
No, what's he doing now?
He's a vampire or something.
I'm doing
in real life.
Tarantino. Durr.
Yeah.
Once upon a time in Durr.
I would see Once Upon a Time in Durr. Okay, let's rein it back in, guys. Let's get our heads back in the game here.
That was sober worst episode ever. Now let's get drunk.
Now let's get loaded.
We're back.
What are we drinking? We're drinking Stone Delicious IPA.
Yeah,
It
we're
is
not,
delicious.
if we were a
Pretty
real
good.
show, we'd have to cover up the logos, but nobody's watching. So.
No one cares.
Nobody cares.
We're not sponsored in any way.
It's
We literally
backwards.
went to the
Datsun.
bodega.
Datsun over
I
here.
got Datsun. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Jurassic Park. We're going to talk about Geriatric Park in a
Somebody
little
wants us to rein it out, not rein it in.
bit. All right. I'll read since that's raining it out.
If it's raining out.
We're
by
not
the
going
way,
to top G.I.
if you want a sneak preview of the last
No more
4
already.
episodes of Worst Episode Ever, we don't even do bits anymore. We just do whatever comes into our head, and it's usually just a lyric to a song, but different. We'll just do whoa, Bibbin on a bear, and then that, and then we think that's quality entertainment.
That's it. Yeah, that's why we took such a long break so we could recharge.
Yeah.
Come back
The season
with that.
premiere is literally just us barking and saying, "We didn't start the Wayne's World," which doesn't make sense.
Wow.
I remember doing that. I have no idea what it
No,
meant.
you don't. I've edited the show. I just refuse to release it. I have standards.
It's borderline unreleasable.
It's literally lower than my teeth standards.
Oh boy.
And my heat standards, and my teeth standards, and my bead standards.
Let's get into the episode. I think the time has come.
Is it episode?
Let's talk about.
The time
Treehouse
has
of Horror
come,
29.
the Dan has said, to talk of many things. Of shoes and sips, and Simpsons wax,
And whiskey.
of whiskey and kings.
There you go.
And why the sea is boiling hot, and whether Freet has wings.
I do.
Jack.
I'm an angel, Jack.
Baby.
Baby. I'm an angel, baby. All right, let's talk about the terrible episode we
Let's
watched.
talk about that.
So, Treehouse of Horror 29 opens up with one of these like fourth segment things that they do now.
Right, but it's also they're doing old school through the cemetery.
They did with funny gravestones.
First time they've done that in a while, I think.
Yeah.
They're gravestones.
I thought you had. Look, they're gravestones. I thought there was going to be more.
I meant they weren't that funny.
Oh, I see.
They're not funny
I was
gravestones.
removing-
Jeff,
They're
your
just-
dry wit is sometimes escape. This is not a dry show. This is a wet show.
Here's how you do a gravestone joke. Set me up, Dan.
It's over the one.
It's a gravestone.
There were a lot of funny gravestones.
How about those gravestones?
Tombstone pizza, Pierre!
Pepperoni and sausage. Is this anything?
That's how you do a
Is
joke,
that
Jeff.
Anything?
That's humor.
Okay.
Got it.
Here's the problem.
Comedy
with this
lesson
show.
number 1.
Here's the problem with this show. We don't have a filter, and we're kind
Anymore.
of the same.
You guys used to
because-
have a pretty
because-
strong filter.
But we think of the same things, where it's just this old esoteric '90s reference, and I know what you're talking about, and he knows what you're talking about, but they have no idea what you're saying.
Before we recorded, first of all, we both got the exact same sandwich, which was weird. We got it.
I got it first, and then you're like, "Yeah, that sounds good. I like that."
Because I was gonna get it, and then, and then it was just
gonna.
easier. It was easier for me to say make
Yeah,
it 2
make
than
it
to go.
2.
Excuse me, sir. I would like
the same sandwich.
So anyway,
please."
we're eating the exact same sandwich, and then I
Lady in the
start
Tramp
to
style.
ask Dan a question, and 3 words in, he just answers it, and I didn't even think about it. I was just like, and then it occurred to me like a minute later, wait, how did you know what I was?
There was a pause in the conversation, and then you just went, "What do you think?" And I was like, "Oh, the new Ghostbusters looks stupid."
That's literally like we're eating a sandwich. I just go, "What do you think?" And he goes, "The new Ghostbusters." Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea.
I don't. It sounds terrible.
In
It
the
was
middle of
eerie.
talking about
Yeah.
Airheads.
We were quoting Airheads like we want
Yeah,
to do.
you quote Airheads, and then you ask somebody about the new Ghostbusters.
Remember before, and I was like, "We don't need an episode. We should just talk." And then we watched an episode.
I do remember that.
Yeah, I'm crying. I haven't laughed
in
this
touch
hard in a
with his
long
feminine
time.
side.
Yeah, absolutely.
You haven't laughed in a long time.
it's all down.
Daddy, why aren't you?
Daddy, please laugh. Why are you so sad?
Daddy, teach me how to laugh. All I know how to do is poop and cry. What's humor?
Oh no.
I like when Uncle Jeff makes dry tombstone jokes. That's humor.
So the episode opens with one of these fourth bits that they do.
I like the seamlessly from back in.
And we're back.
And back in.
So here's the thing. It opens up with they're at a fake Maine town. I thought it was going to be a Stephen King parody because Castle Rock and everything.
Yeah.
And it's a fake Maine town. And the guy at one of the tombstone jokes. I don't know if you have other gravestone jokes.
No, I actually didn't write any of them down. The only one I remember is the
wife.
the wife, and then secret lover, and then secret
the guy
boat.
said
Secret wife.
the guy's sad about his wife, but he's not sad about his secret wife, and then he's very sad about
It's just boat. I think beloved boat. It was beloved wife, beloved secret wife, beloved boat.
and they're all Maine locals. They all look like Maine locals or Simpsons version of Maine locals. I was just wondering why these wouldn't be. You would think it would be like one of the widowed, like Flanders or a Moe or somebody. I get that the Simpsons are traveling to. It's a go to
New England and eating my monsters.
But it was weird that they had all original
It also
extras
said,
and not some Springfield characters.
The
I
one
thought that
that
was weird.
stuck out to me was American exceptionalism.
Yeah.
Was it the death of American exceptionalism?
It was a
That
gravestone.
stuck
so I
out
would
for
say
all of
so.
us.
There was a really
There was
bad
one right before it that wasn't too.
I didn't write. Yeah, they
I
were
didn't write
pretty
any of them
lame.
down 'cause they were
lame.
pretty
There was
crappy.
no fish police.
It was a cheap shot.
I mean the whole all the jokes in here, liberal,
just
conservative,
cheap.
whatever. They're all cheap shots. It was very poor. This episode sucked.
This episode was not good.
This is one I don't know.
I don't think it's as bad as our worst episodes, but I did not enjoy the episode, and we'll never watch it
nothing.
again.
For me, there was nothing redeemable.
Here's okay.
I laughed about 3 times.
let's talk about the premise of this kind of opening thing. They're led to this New England town, and I guess there's an oyster eating contest. They don't really say that until the twist where you find out what is actually going on, which is that Cthulhu has led them there to be eaten.
Who is Cthulhu,
sacrificed.
Dan?
Cthulhu is one of the elder gods from the Lovecraft mythos. He's basically a giant little squid face man. Giant little, yeah, he's got a little squid face.
Like Zoidberg.
He's got a little squid face, a little bit like Zoidberg.
So what are you doing tonight?
It was kind of you know what I would actually say was really good in this episode was a lot of the, if not the animation, the character design. Cthulhu looked good, and then all of these New England townspeople.
You looked better in the last episode we did with Jeff on his birthday. Another Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I mean, when all the you're very on camera.
Squid. It's tobacco.
Yeah, whatever, it's fine. I don't care.
Narc.
Not we. No, all the main townspeople turning into monsters. I thought that was kind of cool. But
I think it looked a lot like the dinosaurs.
Well, yeah, that's fair. Which wasn't as cool. I don't know. It was kind of we're jumping ahead, but it was kind of interesting.
Is that rock music?
No, I didn't even think of that until now. But I mean,
I just thought
those two scenes were exactly the same.
There were a lot of we say we wanted a lot of experimentation on the show. I think visually there were a lot of attempts to do interesting things. I think that's what I'm trying to get at. And I thought that the New England townspeople.
Cthulhu looked cool.
Cthulhu looked cool. I don't know.
Still
he looked like Simpsons Cthulhu.
Jeff
give me a look like I farted.
Homer as
they did a cartoony version of him, and he talks like, "Oh, it's me, Cthulhu, ba ba boo boo ba."
Give me a second. I gotta take a walk. I'm just gonna take a walk.
I don't know. He looked too cartoony. I liked it better in the Halloween episode.
All right. Well,
or in other shows.
Look, needless to say, I thought it started very suddenly because we're panning through the gravestones. They're not good. None of it's especially funny. And then it's just the Simpsons are up on a stage and it's a pie or an oyster eating contest, but then all of a sudden it's not, and they're actually being sacrificed to Cthulhu, and there's Cthulhu, and Homer's is like, oh, well, I was promised an eating contest, and I'm gonna get one, and obviously Homer wins, and it all happens in the span of a minute.
By sacred law of the flyer or something.
Yeah, which was cute. It's that old thing like the Seventh Seal, or more importantly to us, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, where
By the way, William Sadler just started the arc I was telling you about on Deep Space Nine. He's great.
Wait, on actual Deep Space Nine, not on Discovery? Ooh,
yeah.
I didn't know Billy Sands was on there.
William Sadler, Die Hard 2.
Die Hard 2.
The President in the MCU.
Yeah.
The Mist.
Yeah. Shawshank.
And he plays Death, the Grim Reaper in Bill and Ted.
And he was the fucking knight in Demon Knight, which is a fucking great movie if you've never seen it.
You see his butt in the beginning of Die Hard 2.
You sure do.
The fucking...
Crypt Yeah, the first Tales from the Crypt movie. That's a good movie. That's not why we're here.
Is this William Sadler podcast?
It could be. Yeah, he's like the main character.
Do you think if we did a William Sadler podcast, we could get him to be on?
Billy Zane
Probably.
Was the
Billy Zane was the Collector, and William Sadler was the Demon Knight who was sworn to fight the Collector. Good movie. I'm giving away all of the twists.
Give it away. Give it away.
Give it away now. We're a little chilly, so it's appropriate to have Red Hot Chili 20 years. I didn't like the opening, and I don't think any of us liked it.
I did like.
It's a little nippy.
I like the seagull with the main accent. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
there's seagulls with the main accent. One just goes yeah.
They do a whole thing about they point out the main accents and they do a bit about it, and then the accents. I think it might have been Azaria. They weren't even that good. They were just kind of mild and they weren't exaggerated and they weren't funny. It wasn't over the top. There was I don't know. The main accents are the easiest to do.
Yeah. Somebody asked, did Dan ever get his Gotham Central comics back?
You did, right?
I did, and I believe I've sold them. Because I own them digitally now.
I should get some of that.
Baby.
I feel like I should get some of that. Would you have made the money if I kept them?
Maybe I still have them. I don't know.
I did find... It took me a year.
There's no money. There's no money,
Wait,
Jack.
it didn't take me a year. It took me
4 years.
You gave them to me when we recorded episode 2.
Yeah, and I think that's about right.
Anyway, I finally finished them. Still haven't touched the Vanderbilt book.
Yeah. There's your Vanderbilt update. Everyone was wondering.
Yeah, I do recommend Gotham Central 2. That was good. It was like the Dark Knight.
The Joker one.
Yeah. I didn't realize the Dark Knight wasn't original. I didn't realize the Dark Knight adapted comic.
I mean, it was an inspiration, among many other things.
Yeah, sure. yeah, fuck you. Yeah, go fuck yourself. That's not passive aggressive. What is that?
That's just aggressive, Jack. You're telling me to go fuck myself.
Hey, fuck you.
Do we have anything else to say about Actually, I do have a couple things to say about the Cthulhu thing. There was a line... There were two lines that I just were like... I was stone-faced, and they were clearly supposed to be jokes. When Cthulhu rises up out of the water, there's a thing where he's like, oh, to him, the Great Barrier Reef is just the Barrier Reef. Because he's so great. And then when Homer defeats Cthulhu, he's like, I can give you anything you want. Like a whale-watching trip where you see a whale.
Oh, this episode, we call those stand-up jokes, I guess, because it's like, what's the deal with whale watching?
Yeah. You ever go on a whale-watching trip but you don't see a whale?
Yeah, exactly. And there were a lot of those in this episode. I only bothered to write down two. That one, and let me do a little Apple F whale.
Oh, wow.
And,
look at us.
And someone on Periscope saying, to be fair, the Great Barrier Reef isn't great anymore. It is dying.
Oh, in the second segment, Lisa goes, "Oh my God, it's like a 4-part movie a 4-part movie from a 3-part book."
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we get it. A lot of 3-part books are 4-part movies.
This is like a blank. That's a blank.
What
There's
is
just
that?
like a lot of those jokes that are, I don't even. They're not even pedestrian for
They're
sure. but
observations.
Not even like Family Guy jokes, because Family Guy would just have like zany cutaway to something else.
No.
This is like
They had a cutaway.
They did have a couple of cutaways in this episode, but I don't know. It was not good. I mean, this is not
That
a
was
good
in the middle of
episode.
the second segment, but
More than any other episode I think we've watched on this show, this episode was just things happening with just like
Frustrating.
no time to breathe and just peppered with hit as many puns and jokes and throw everything on the wall and see what sticks.
I know we're getting some momentum here with the Simpsons talk, and we should keep it going.
Yeah.
But this is something we should, if we're going to go on a tangent, this is a tangent we should go on.
All right, let's do it.
Before the show, the three of us were talking about an animated series called Sit Down, Shut Up.
Yes, we were.
It was the follow-up that Mitch Hurwitz did, I believe, after Arrested Development. I think it was directly
I
after
think it was
Arrested
right after Arrested Development, before Running Wild.
Before Running Wild. So this
Yeah.
was Mitch Hurwitz's show after Arrested Development
I didn't
got
know
canceled.
Running Wild.
It was.
Great show. Peter
wasn't that great.
Hurwitz.
It was okay. I watched a couple episodes.
Sit Down, Shut Up was amazing. It was on for like 12
Sit Down, Shut Up
episodes.
was
It
10
did.
episodes.
It had a 13-episode order. I think they only aired like.
It's
4
about
of them.
teachers. It's mostly
I
the.
think you
It's a
said
lot of the
that.
cast from Arrested Development. It also had Kristen Chenoweth.
It had a ton of SNL people too.
Yeah, that's true. I think it had a Clone.
Will Forte was
Clone
in there.
Wars. Clone Wars. Clone High people.
Clone High.
Yeah. Will Forte.
Well, Will Forte was in it. Keenan was in it. Sherry O'Terry was in it.
Yeah. So anyway, the show was brilliant. It was hilarious. It was basically an animated Arrested Development, and Arrested Development is one of the fastest shows on television. It was like 60 scenes an episode. It was faster than Arrested Development.
It was very
It was
fast.
much faster.
And it would just cut from, and it was like Family Guy on steroids with the cutaways, but the cutaways were.
But it all usually
Well,
tied into the
were
episode.
moving
It
on.
was all
There weren't
character
cutaways.
It was
based.
character based. The
They didn't
story
cut
was
back.
strong.
So that's why I would say
like
they're not
Arrested-
cutaways.
right.
They just kept going.
And like Arrested Development, everything, even if there's 60 things going on, it's all in service of 1 or 2 stories.
Well, and in a lot of them, there would be this kind of wacky one-off kind of line or something, and then that would come back later
Right.
and would become a running
so
gag,
many
or
running
like
gags.
it would pay off at the end of the episode.
It's literally like 3 or 4 episodes, like a 4-episode arc of Arrested Development in one
Yeah,
episode.
in one episode.
So anyway, brilliant show. I don't know why it's not streaming. I don't know why it doesn't have a cult following. It
You
has
can
nothing.
buy the episodes.
Right, you can on iTunes or whatever.
Yeah,
but
it's like
it
20
should be
bucks.
on Netflix. Why isn't it on Netflix?
Or an Amazon where you can.
Why isn't it on Netflix? They have Arrested Development.
I don't know. I don't know who owns it. I guess Fox owns it.
maybe.
Maybe it'll be on Disney Plus.
Put it on Disney Plus, put it on Hulu, whatever. But anyway, I'm shocked that people don't talk about it as one of those, oh, it's a shame that show got canceled.
Yeah.
Firefly.
Here's why I bring it up. Well, Firefly has a following. The Brown
Firefly,
Coats. Sit
I
down,
know,
shut
I'm
up.
saying. They made a fucking movie out of
Yeah.
Should be in
Firefly.
the same way.
Exactly. Sit
Thing.
down, shut up. I mean, Firefly and shows like that, the fans have names.
Yeah.
The Brown Coats,
Brown Coats.
Or Trekkies.
Really? I don't like
Sit
that.
Down, Shut Up doesn't have a name. They're like the city.
The Shut-Uppers.
The Shut-Uppers, yeah. What's Sit Down? What's the acronym there?
SDSU.
Wow.
The Seduce.
Seduce. The Sudeikuses.
The Sudeikuses. So anyway, here's why I bring it up.
Yeah.
That's what this felt like in terms of the here we go, now we're over here, now we're over here, now we're over here, now we're over here. Except
No.
it didn't tie in together and the jokes weren't funny.
Yeah,
And
I
the
mean,
points don't matter.
everything's made up, but the points don't matter. No, I mean, I get it. This is a Halloween episode,
Wieners.
so everything is.
Get freeze, it's wieners.
Jack said wieners because someone on Periscope asked, "What is the name for Wii fans?"
Oh, no, yes, what's my favorite body part?
Oh, there you go. It's wieners. No, this it's a Halloween episode, so everything is kind of made up, and the points don't matter.
Folks, you can go to Weeple.
But
Here's
within the
cave and
episodes
here's the
themselves,
people.
within the segments, like just
Get it up,
things,
it's all the Weeple.
within the segments,
You
there were
have a
just
point
these
there?
lines.
Happy birthday to you.
Nobody said happy. The curse was not activated.
Another petal falls from the flower.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. The Cthulhu thing really left me very cold. Just like it was like being in Jack's apartment. It was very cold.
I blocked it. But you have to. It's got to be.
I'm gonna
It's got to
stop
be the
talking for a
exact
second.
amount of loose. It's really frustrating.
Feels really loose.
It has to be the exact amount of loose. It's very frustrating. It takes me like 12
Vaping,
tries.
guys, next to me.
Vaping is great.
Vaping is occurring.
It's.
I am not.
It is better than smoking.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah.
It's not good.
No, of course.
I mean, I know.
Where are the lights?
Okay. Okay.
So,
All right. So that was it for the opening Cthulhu thing. Let's talk about the first actual segment, which was Invasion of the Potty Snatchers. Talk about things that don't tie together. This is one of them.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I still have things about the first segment.
What do you got?
Homer and Cthulhu have an eating contest. Okay, fine. Why take 3 minutes to get to it?
Yeah, no, I don't know. The idea that Homer, a man, could go into an eating contest with a giant monster and win is
At least it's a
little
premise.
obvious,
At
but
least
it's
a
something.
premise. It's a premise. All right, this is the
Well,
point
okay.
of this segment.
I guess we didn't finish talking about the Cthulhu thing because it ends and you were like moving over to get beer or something.
Strong.
And I didn't know that it had ended because I was like, what was the punchline? What's the payoff? We looked it up on Wikipedia. Apparently, Homer wins the contest, and he's like, well, I can get anything. And they want to eat Cthulhu. That's what he wins. And then there's like a cut of them eating him in a hot dog. Sure. It happened, like, it must have been on screen for 5 seconds.
Open it on the eating contest. And now the two finalists of the
right.
of the
If
eating
you don't
contest-
win, you die.
Yeah.
And Homer's like, this is going to be easy because
And
I
the-
didn't have breakfast this
and
morning.
the finalists are Homer Simpson. Okay, that makes sense. Star of the
Yeah,
show,
right.
equal that.
Yep.
And Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Halloween. Oh my God,
Yeah.
Cthulhu in an eating contest. This show is wacky. You know.
Yeah, cut it down.
Start there.
What is
Start
the
there.
gag? The gag is Homer in an eating contest against a monster. It takes forever to get to that, and then it just fizzles out, and we missed the fucking payoff because it was on screen for a nanosecond.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Terrible.
So that bothered me. If you're gonna do a shitty story, do a shitty story. You good? You okay?
Talking about shitty stories.
It's weird that it like comes like 30 seconds later, but okay.
Oh boy.
Just like me.
And then during the credits, they do the wacky Halloween names.
Yeah.
Tastes like pine.
And it is from a tree.
We're never going to finish this
They're not a
episode, are we?
freaking pine tree.
And it is, anyway, this. God, my God.
Actually, you know what? I just looked at my phone to see what time it is, and I have no idea what it said. Oh God, it's late.
Don't look at my reminders. Don't look at my reminders.
Jack has to take his vitamins.
It says take calcium.
Let's talk about the first. That's not a touchscreen.
I don't
We're
want-
so good.
Okay, we're still the color still sucks.
Let's talk about the next.
The fake writer names. I wanted to bring up one thing.
Yes.
This can be in the deleted scenes.
Okay.
It won't. I'm not gonna edit.
Yeah.
James scarier than Kavanaugh Brooks.
Right.
So I'm not going to criticize him for trying to be relevant and being like, oh, I'm making a topical joke. So Kavanaugh is scary because he was an alleged rapist at the time. Now he got away with it. So
Yeah, he got away with it. He got away with it. All the way to the Supreme Court. That's where he got away with it.
So scarier than Kavanaugh. Is he implying that he's a double rapist? He's like, he's raped more women than
He's a
Kavanaugh?
Hollywood
The serial
producer.
rapist.
I don't know.
That's the joke.
I just, if you're gonna
And it's
be
hilarious because it's rape.
exactly, that's why I think it was
Isn't it
for
fun?
James
Come on,
L.
let's say-
Brooks.
The
let's say-
views of worst episode ever
Rapist.
do not reflect personally on some of us.
So that's why I think James L. Brooks. I think it's a little ridiculous that James L. Brooks would make that. See, this is why we don't do the drunk episodes. Don't make that face. You don't make that face. You don't make that face.
Daddy, I don't want you to make that.
What was that? What do we call
He's a
that?
Cthulhu
Sustained eye
rapist.
contact. Dan and I do sustained eye contact when eating puss. We picture the woman's belly button to be our faces.
What did this show become?
By the way, if you don't know what any of that means, you should be on our Patreon.
Yeah, get on Patreon.
Give us money for literally nothing.
For literally nothing.
People want
Finally.
Come here, baby.
on cam.
I would like to get on to the
You're
next
gonna have
page.
to
Let's so the next segment. The next segment.
The next segment.
So
So
next
next,
over that.
I can wait all day. I got somebody else to do the bowling.
Wait.
I know. That's something no one. That's for you two. That's not for anyone on the show.
We've talked about how we literally do inside jokes that 2 or 3 people
Yeah,
get, and
that
that's
That don't even.
if Mike Genero is listening, maybe he would get it.
Bunch of dick
Past
flash
guests of the show.
assholes.
Let's talk about the second. Well, the first main episode vignette. What are you doing? You just doing me? You doing like a mirror thing? What are we doing? What the fuck is this show?
the audio part of this is not going to be great. The audio part of this is not going to be great because they don't see me silently mimicking you.
Somebody stayed
Somebody's
up.
Whoa! Somebody's coming.
This guy stayed up. It's like 3 a.m. where he lives. He's making his fiance listen to it. And this is what we're doing. There's 2 different people?
Yeah.
They're 2 people!
It's 2 people!
I don't know who listens to this. I don't know anymore. I don't know.
You're married.
What do you guys want?
You're married to a woman
Yeah.
who knew you before you started the show
That's
and
true.
was there for the gradual evolution of what it became.
Yes.
Do you know what it's like for me to explain this on blind dates? Well, so what? Oh, so first of all, it's embarrassing to say I do a podcast. 'Cause
Well, there's a
it's
monster
literally-
who wears a
yeah.
bike helmet,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
there's some sort of hillbilly.
No, but like we're not big, but our fans are great. They actually really like us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I called Hitler a great man on Canadian radio once.
Okay.
And that's when the date ends.
Yeah. Not a lot of on the top 3 on the Hinge things. That one doesn't show up a lot.
Let's talk about the first segment of the episode.
Let's talk about
now that
that.
we're over an hour into the record. The first segment, it's called Invasion of the Potty Snatchers. And we were saying before about the Cthulhu thing that things don't tie together. This really didn't tie together. This I thought was the funniest of the segments. But, you know, that's like damning it with faint praise.
The phrase I like to use on the show is the least worst.
Yeah,
It
least
was
worst.
the least
is fair.
worst of the segments.
That's
not saying much.
I can't even turn
I
my computer
is it?
yeah, there we go. It's good.
Maybe you should get an apple,
Ooh, maybe.
or maybe you should get a Mapple.
Apple.
Maple, because that's what's in the episode.
I had a nice clean
I don't know what that is. What was that?
That's our new bus stop character, Jack, played by Dan.
Jack, I live in a cave. I sleep on a bench. Get my face
Oh my
mask,
God.
I'm cold.
Get your mask on.
How are we going to release this? We're live to dozens of people.
Dozens.
Dozens. And we're going to release this to dozens more. I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Does 12 count as dozens?
Yeah, that is, well, dozen people. We're live to dozens. Are
Was
we
that
one of the
17
dozen? Because
before?
now you're logged on.
Was that 17 before?
I'm trying to get to the first segment. It's bad. I want to talk about how it doesn't make any sense. Why is it Apple when it's an Invasion of the Body Snatchers thing? The phones don't enter into it at all.
The phone
keep
lines
saying
are
that,
over
they
there. The phone lines are over there. Where do you think this came from?
You
The
want
phones are
the sky? You want to just sit around and quote Ghostbusters 2? Let's do it. Times Square slime.
Slime Square.
You can believe.
I wasn't paying attention. What did you say?
I don't know. I don't know anymore. Just you start us off.
Okay,
Start us off.
So it starts at the undersea headquarters of Mapple. Mapple is the Cosmic Wars, the Palport
the Palport of Apple.
of Apple, because it's not funny to call it Apple. It's very funny to call it Mapple.
Because see, Apple's an apple, but Apple has legs.
And it starts with a speech by Steve Jobs, but it's not Steve Jobs, it's Steve Mobs.
Right.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, that's what they call
Yeah.
him, Steve Mobs. And Steve Jobs died of cancer like 6 years ago.
More than that, I think.
And they reference that. He goes, "Since I died," and
Yeah.
here's what I don't like. Make it. Yes, it's easy to make fun of these larger than life famous people.
Yeah.
Fine. He's dead. I certainly don't. I'm not like it's like, oh, he's dead. We can't make fun of him. He doesn't care. He's dead. But it's like 6 years later. What are you doing? And then here's what really bothered me: not the fact that he's dead. They talk with a lisp. He's like, "I'm Steve Jobs," and like
that's true.
And like you're doing jokes about like the CEO of Apple's a nerd. You're doing nerd jokes. It is 2019. Nerd jokes haven't been funny for 20 years because everybody's a nerd now.
That's very true. Yeah, that's accurate. I was gonna say they're not really doing jokes about Steve Jobs. Joke? It's just like I guess the nerd thing is a
that bothered me.
But then like the joke parts of it
are a cancer joke.
I don't think they would do that. The joke
what
parts
is this
of
worst episode ever? A Simpsons podcast?
Oh boy!
Ow, my chemo!
What does that mean? Ow, my chemo?
That's a cancer joke.
Oh God.
I got the feeling he was in like a hospital bed.
What was
I set the scene.
What was? I see. He's having the chemo done to him, and it hurts, and that's funny.
And it's giving him a.
It's funny to you, Jack.
It's hilarious.
What I didn't like about this is the idea is it's funny because Steve Jobs has been dead for a number of years, but he's filmed this video in advance, and he knows all these 2018 things.
Oh, I didn't get that.
Because he's like, now that Roseanne has come and gone, and like he said something else. I think I wrote it down. No, I didn't.
That was another stand-up joke to me. Yeah, huh? Roseanne. That's good. That's good. So they got Maple.
Yeah.
They got Mobs.
I really got Jeff with that one.
That was very funny. But they got Steve Cook. Is that his name?
Tim Cook.
Tim Cook. Why not Tim Mook? You got Maple.
I don't.
That's a funny M name.
They never said his name
because you could have made him a Guido.
They said something.
Tim Mook.
I'm
the new guy. I'm the new.
I think they said something.
Did they? I don't remember them saying his name.
No, they didn't say it.
Tim Cook is the.
No, he made a joke about like I'm wearing your pants, Steve.
Yes. And actually, there was a joke I did like where the Steve Jobs video is like, we're coming out with the new Maple, whatever it was, and it comes in black and slate gray.
Why didn't you tell me the beer?
And that's it.
And then there was a louder chant.
Yeah, and everyone was just so excited it only came in 2 colors. I thought that was funny.
That was very funny.
Apple does do that where it just comes out.
See,
in 2
that
colors.
was a funny parody of the Apple eco culture.
Yeah, because that was an actual joke.
It's obvious.
That has something to say.
Yeah, it's an obvious joke, but it was well executed.
Yes,
I like that.
Mim Took's funny, but Tim Mook is funny because Mook is an actual word. He's a Mook, and it's the opposite.
I don't think you're allowed to say that on television.
A Mook? Mook is
I can say it. We can say it. We can call ourselves Mooks.
We're Italians, right?
Is Mook an Italian thing?
Yeah.
Right? Isn't it? Oh my God! If it's another thing.
No. I just thought it was just like a dumb guy as a Mook.
I thought it was like a
chump or
no,
like a
Mook.
Yeah, but I think it's only like
maybe Mama Luke.
But I think it's like a Brooklyn Bronx thing to call somebody a Mook.
All right, well that's
like I don't think in like Maine somebody's going there goes a Mook. Yeah.
There goes that Mook.
There goes that Mook.
Oh yeah, you can't get down from here. Sometimes that's better.
Sometimes
that's better. It's not as good when John Lithgow does it.
No,
you've seen the trailer
because he purposely
sometimes did's better. Sometimes did's better.
I thought it should have been John Travolta. I can't do it now. Sometimes it's better. Oh jeez. Sometimes it's better.
After he says it, he turns into Pac-Man for dying. Sometimes it's better.
I thought it should have been the new old man in
the new old man.
That cemetery. I thought it should have been Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's better.
It's better. I'm excited for the Pet Cemetery movie.
If you say Mook 3 times in a mirror, a homeless Jack appears. It's cold in here.
Our Periscope guys are crushing it.
Our Periscope commenters are crushing it. Hopefully we can somehow get this on YouTube, and if we did, I encourage all of our audio listeners to check it out.
I'm going to bring us back to the episode, because I really want to talk about this. The whole concept of this vignette is that Apple is actually these tree things from another planet, and they're going to bring these spores down to Earth and replace people with pod people. It's Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Are they trees or are they spores? Because spores are fungi. It's a completely different kingdom than plants.
I don't know.
Spores come down and then plants grow out.
They look like Dr. Seuss characters, like Lorax-esque type things. But here was the problem I had. The idea is, hey, Apple is actually aliens and they're going to take over us. That's something. You know, everyone has an iPhone, and everyone who has an iPhone is going to get turned into a monster or whatever. That's not what happens. It's just like everyone has iPhones, and then also, completely unrelated, here are these spores that are going to take over. They're totally unrelated.
No,
Jeff brought up a point.
Relation.
Okay, but Jeff's point, I believe, was that everyone's distracted on their phones.
That's the whole purpose.
That's not in the episode.
And that's
Yes, it
great
is.
social
No,
commentary.
it's not.
No, they're saying stupid things as the spores are coming down and taking over the planet.
But even if they saw the spores coming, oh my God, spores!
But they see it on their phone.
No,
They
but
say, "Oh, look, my phone."
It was Lenny
tells
and Carl,
me,"
and
he
Carl-
says, "My phone."
Yeah,
tells
Carl
me
said, my phone's
that
telling me spores are coming. And Lenny's
That's-
like, my phone says there's hot divorcees in my area or something like that.
Right.
Which is whatever.
But even if you take the phone social commentary out, and it's just like, and they're not distracted, and they're totally self-aware of their lives, and they go, "Oh my God, spores are coming! Spores!" The spores still would attack.
That's exactly right. My point is,
the social
having the
commentary-
phone in your hand
They would
does
have
nothing.
disadvantage.
They would attempt to do something about it.
You're not
Instead of
saying-
just
Yeah,
"Oh,
but that's
they're
not there.
coming down."
That's
No,
not there.
that is
It
not
is
there.
kind of-
It's not.
no,
If
I'm
you
not saying
squint
it's
really
there.
hard,
it's not there. I agree, it's not there. Technically, it's
Coming up next on the McLaughlin Group, President Whitmore, coward or hero? What's the line?
I don't know. But that is a
Coward or
that's a
something.
deep cut into
Because we're arguing all over, talking over each other. President Whitmore, brave. What is it?
Coward or hero sounded
brave or
sounded
coward?
What are you
pretty
doing?
What is
It's
it?
called
Isn't
Independence
Dave-
Day.
President Whitmore.
President Whitmore is Independence Day,
Brave,
right?
yeah, he says because he stays in the White House with the UFO over him. He doesn't go into hiding.
Right.
And the
they're watching-
McLaughlin groups, they're arguing whether that foolhardy,
No, they
brave or foolhardy.
There you go. That sounds
They
like
do the
something you
McLaughlin
said.
group and Dave too.
They also do it in.
They do it in every
SNL.
Bill Pullman movie, actually.
They do it in SNL.
It's in the
Sinbad
contract.
O'Connor. What do you think? This is the Sinatra group.
Oh no, Dave was.
Oh my God, this is a
not
pure
Paxton.
kick. Can you imagine listening to this in your headphones right now?
Dave was Kevin Kline.
Yes.
Dave's a good movie.
I love that movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a long time.
Sigourney Weaver.
And write in if you've
Ving
seen
Rhames.
Dave recently and let us
No,
know.
they don't know what we're saying. This is gibberish.
I know. That's what I was saying
gibberish.
before.
Stop.
That we just say things and then, like, we know what we're talking about, but no one else has any fucking idea.
This is the audio
You
equivalent.
just turned to us and said President Whitmore, brave or foolhardy. No one knows what that is. We know because
I'm
we've
not
seen
trying to
Independence
figure
Day.
it out.
We've seen it a million
This
times
is
and we
the-
talk about
This
it.
is the audio equivalent of like the Matrix code of all the letters and numbers just kind of
Yeah, and meanwhile, I'm like, blonde brunette, redhead. I
Independence
see
Day
the
reference,
code.
Simpsons reference.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Now we're talking about Seinfeld. Now we're talking about the critic.
The high school these two guys went to
Yeah,
reference.
now we're referencing our French
Tree.
teacher.
Hot blonde.
Let's reference 20 minutes ago before we started. We did do that.
We did do that.
My God, this show is terrible.
I don't know why anyone listens to this.
Now we're losing listeners.
No, we've been listeners for a while, but
Is 10
No.
dozens?
the problem is, it's like a virus, and the listeners who are there are now super strong and resistant.
That's a really
and they
good
crave
analogy.
this.
That's a really good analogy.
They're like, give us more Independence Day
He
references
just
without
stole it
context.
from the Matrix.
This is our Superbug. These are our Superbug fans.
Yeah, these are the superbugs.
These are the ones that
the
are
guys are
killing
the
us.
superbugs.
You just
Yeah.
stole
The
it.
staff infection of fans.
You stole it from
One of them's gonna kick down the door and be like, "Give me group," and like strangle you, and you're gonna
I
have
hope
your,
he strangles me. It'll warm me up.
free me from this prison.
Wake this guy
Oh,
up in
shut
wake this guy up in bed tonight.
Oh Lord. Does anyone have anything else to say about
So I like the joke
side
where he
thing?
says,
Wait, there was an
that was
episode?
easy when they take over the Earth. He goes, that was easy. He's watching on a bunch of monitors. And then the other guy goes, yeah, easy for you. You just look at the
look at the
monitors.
monitors.
I laughed
That
at
was-
that,
that was
one. That
cute.
was my second.
That was one of my ha's.
What did you think about the moment where the spores are coming from outer space and we pan out and we see the Planet Express ship with a banner that says "Bring back Futurama,"
I thought nothing.
and then it is shot down by the Orville?
I chuckled at that, but I wouldn't call it a laugh.
I don't know. And I'm sure the
Well, like
Orville's
a-
going to be around for a while, so it's not.
I
it's
was
not
just
a
like,
Fish
I
Police
get
reference.
that. I know what those things are.
Right. Hey,
But it
Fox-
wasn't
Fox
funny.
has
It's just there.
properties.
It was just there.
It's just there.
It's like Fox
Not
things.
Not there. There. I've seen it before. Marge's hair in shrub form, whether it's a potted plant or something. But the
Yeah.
idea of a bush for Marge's hair,
Yeah.
I've seen it before. I like it. I liked it. I thought it was a cute
Yeah, it
thing.
was fine.
Spore Marge had shrub hair.
Why was
Yeah.
she trimming it though? As she...
I don't know.
There was that line where comic book guy gets turned into the pod person, and he's like, "Come, you are in danger. Come lay in my pod. I mean pad." And Milhouse is like, "No one says pad anymore. Let's get out of here." That was stupid. That was dumb.
No, I just like how you go through the whole
Yeah.
thing. And then
No.
that was
The,
stupid.
the joke is no one says pad anymore.
In all
And
seriousness,
that's how they know he's an alien.
In
I
all-
know. I get what they're doing.
No.
It's
I'm,
bad.
I'm sorry. I was going along with
Yeah,
you.
no,
agree.
I know,
I
okay.
think it was really freaking
in all
stupid.
seriousness, I when it comes to our Simpsons commentary, I try to be completely fair and nuanced in the way we say it, and I don't like when people go, "Oh, The Simpsons sucks because it's new."
Right.
Like, we try not to be those people, and I try not to just blame it's Al Jean's fault. It's not Al Jean's fault.
No.
But I kind of think Al Jean wrote that joke because it seems I don't know, but it seems like a joke that somebody from the 70s, who grew up in the 70s, would go, "Oh, it's funny that we don't." It's a dad joke. It's a dad joke. Nobody says dad anymore.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Well, the problem is, I feel like most of the Simpsons writing staff is like dad jokers
Are
now.
they though? I don't think they are. I think there's a lot of
they're
normal age writers, 30s and 20s and 40s.
What is a normal age?
Well, you hit a certain age, you can't get jobs in writing anymore. I know because my agent literally told me I'm too old to get work now.
Oh, jeez.
I'm so cold.
No, I mean, I feel like the same writing staff has been on the show since, like, season 11, season 12. Like, they haven't had a whole lot of change.
What are you basing that on?
Like, Dan Griani, he's been on there for forever.
Is he a writer? Is he a story
Bill
consultant?
Odenkirk, he's been on there. All of them were in the
You
opening
think
credits.
so? You think that the writers' room, like the guys that are in there punching up every script and doing a lot of the legwork, you think those are those guys? I feel like that writers' room is always a bunch of single white dudes, or probably now
I don't know.
it's
I
getting
don't
a
think
little
that's
bit more
true.
diverse.
I think they're like guys in their 50s and pushing into their 60s.
If that's the case, then it could have been anybody. That pad joke is definitely a 50s white guy joke.
Yes, and that's who I think is the writing staff of The Simpsons now.
All right,
and that's,
I can buy that.
I don't know.
We had a Wiggum-Lou corner.
We sure did. It wouldn't be an episode without Wiggum-Lou.
Now, I call them WL corners
Yeah.
in my notes and when I'm doing my paper edits.
Wiggaloos.
I call it my WL corner.
Yeah.
And there was one line that Wiggum had. Wiggum's my favorite character, maybe more than Mo.
Really?
Wiggum gets to
Who's
me.
my favorite post-classic character, or are we talking lifetime?
In general.
Wow, okay.
It's probably
That's
Mo.
big.
I know yours is Burns.
Yeah. Good Mr. Burns.
I would say it's probably
Mr.
Mo.
Burns.
But number 2 would be Wiggum.
Original Mr. Burns, not Mr. Burns in
Right,
Geriatric Park.
not post-classic. But anyway, Wiggum gets to me. Love his lines.
Yeah.
These are the Wiggum jokes I like. Uh-oh, this is going to get worse before it gets better.
Yeah,
like
perfect.
that kind of Wiggum stuff.
Love it.
You missed the baby, you missed the
It's the
blind
blind man. I love it.
Anyway, there was a Wiggum line here that was post-classic, reminded me of a classic line.
Welcome to
Okay.
He goes, "Well, my feelings haven't dissolved yet because he's being dissolved by the spore."
Yeah.
and
I didn't like that either.
Lou goes, "He's not a good." Well, I liked it.
What I did like was Bart and Lisa find out that this pod thing is happening, and they're like, "We got to go tell someone." They run into the police station, and they tell Chief Wiggum. But while they're telling him, he is literally being turned into the pod. And it's
Yeah,
like
he says something like, "Believe me, I know."
Yeah, I mean the line was whatever, but I just
am
like
the right
the
person to
visual.
Keep an eye on this. I forgot to purge the SD card. We might run out of
All
memory.
right, that's fine. I just thought it was funny, a visual like the pull out, and then like literally as they're telling him about the alien invasion, he's being turned into an alien.
I like that.
Different
And then,
ways.
so here's why I want to bring up the fact that I call it a WL corner.
Yeah.
Because right after that scene, we have another WL corner. It was, oh wait, no, never mind. It was an L.
It was an L.
It was
corner.
an LL corner. It was a Lou.
I love LL Corner. I always buy my boots and my pants from there. They're from New England, right?
Not LLB, man.
Oh, well, okay.
He thought he meant LLB. That's $50 on Patreon. We had an LL corner because Lou survives.
Sorry.
Lou the cop, and he is now with Bart and Lisa driving.
He becomes
through-
the hero, kind
Yeah,
of,
for
like,
a
for a
scene,
brief
yeah.
moment. Yeah.
Anyway, there is then a Lou Lisa corner where she goes, "Why do all the aliens not speak with?" Oh no, it was. No wait, it is a WL corner. It was
I don't even know what you're saying.
It was a Wiggum-Lisa corner because it was Spore Wiggum.
Yeah. Okay.
God, this is terrible.
This is terrible.
Can we start
It was
over?
weird 'cause
Hey everybody, welcome.
It was a WL
He came
corner.
out of a pod to
He
the
came
side.
out of the pod,
Wasn't
so
it-
it's pod
so it
Wiggum.
wasn't.
So, but it's still WL. It's Wiggum-Lisa.
I didn't like.
And he goes,
It's
and she goes,
PWL. Excuse me.
It's a PWL.
So she-
Forget it, Jake. It's a PWL.
So she goes, so Lisa goes, so she says to Mabel, she says, that always happens. We're sorry, Jeff. We don't let Jeff get a word in.
No, we don't let anyone talk.
Lisa says, "Why do you aliens always not talk with? You never use contractions." And then
Oh, yes,
Wiggum
I
does
do
a very
remember this.
stand-uppy joke, like, "Well, it is scarier when."
That is why instead of Joe's deli, we say the deli of Joe.
Yeah, because it is scary, and it's just a commentary, and it's observational, it's stand-up humor. It's like, what's the deal with them never using contractions?
Did you ever notice these aliens never use contractions?
But anyway, I thought it was funny that the Wiggum-Lou corner was followed by a Wiggum-Lisa corner.
Can we talk about this? Because it happens right after.
Let's talk about this.
they shoot Wiggum. I think Lou shoots Wiggum, and he's a pod person. He dies. Before he falls over, he just goes cauliflower down.
No, he says conifer down because he's a tree.
Whatever it was.
Yeah.
The joke, I guess, is plant
Officer
thing
down.
that sort of sounds like officer.
Officer conifer.
Yeah, that's not a thing. As you're saying it, you must realize that that's not anything.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Conifer, officer, cauliflower. It's not anything. That's not clever. That's not funny.
I
Maybe
liked
it's
Harry
which one
Conifer
is
Jr. in
sad.
Independence Day. Well, start the fires and light the fires. You said, preach.
Harry Conifer Jr. is 10 times funnier than what's in this episode.
Harry Conifer Jr. Brave or foolhardy?
Oh, God.
No, you're absolutely right. That is 100 times better.
Yeah.
I liked Otto was a weed leaf.
Oh, I missed that. That's
Yeah,
cute.
That's cute.
Good animation in this episode.
All right, so anyway,
I don't think Constable has any.
they take over the Springfield one by one. They finally get it's down to Bart and Lisa. They
Well,
get
there's the scene with Willie and Chalmers. Did you want to talk about this at all?
nope, but you
Okay.
can if you want.
Well, Chalmers is at Willie's mercy. Willie's got the gardening shears up against his throat. And he says, oh, if you're not a pod person, then tell me who was on the Glasgow whatever.
Rangers.
And he's just like, Rooney?
So wait, I'm sorry, Jeff. Is the Glasgow Rangers an actual team?
Yes.
Oh, all right, there you
I
go.
didn't know
They
that.
were a
I thought it was just
dominant
made
team for
I did
like
not know that.
decades.
Well, in principle,
They were better than the Patriots in Scotland.
no one's better than the Patriots.
Well, they were.
The football Patriots? I mean, the American football Patriots?
I mean, the American Patriots.
I mean,
period.
you're saying
in
they were the
Scottish
dominant
soccer,
team of
they were
Scottish
more
soccer.
dominant than the Patriots are.
It's very dominant.
Chalmers says, was there a Rooney? And
Not
it's like,
anymore.
there's always a Rooney. And then he like cuts off Chalmers' head. It was nothing. I don't know. It didn't do anything.
No, everything here is nothing.
Random pairing of characters in random moment.
Yep,
We
yep.
still cut off his head, though, no?
I guess.
sorry.
I mean, it did cut away before we
I'm
actually
just
saw it.
watching the
Even though he named a player.
I'm watching the hearts on Periscope, and you have to tap the
I don't
screen
see
for a
anyone.
heart.
Yeah.
And like there's one every few minutes, and I'm just picturing like one of our really tired listeners just going,
Beep. Give hearts.
"Yeah,
The phone's
Harry
slightly
Conifer Jr.
dimmed.
Oh, they're doing the Independence Day gag again."
All right, guys. Let's keep this wagon train a moving.
So they capture Bart.
They capture Bart
finally
and
capture
Lisa.
And now Lisa. Now we get to see what happens when you become a pod person.
That's correct. So it's this like trippy 2001-esque thing. Like it does the zoom in on her eye with the flashes of the colors. It flashes to a
the
lot.
colors, Duke.
Colorblind kid. Now we're quoting popsicle commercials from the 90s.
It's what we do.
It's what we do. There's a lot of random stuff that flashes in Lisa's little thing.
remind me, what's that show you watch?
What's that show you watch, Jack?
Disenchantment.
There's a moment
No,
from
no,
Disenchanted.
it's-
Lucy from Disenchanted appears for some reason. And there's
This is
also
old show that got
Disenchantment,
redone.
isn't it?
Disenchantment. Yeah. What did we say?
You said disenchanted.
No, I didn't.
One of us got it wrong.
They had the weird double talking.
Well, and
dream.
it cut to like you don't win friends with salad.
That was confusing.
That was weird because was it supposed to be like she's flashing moments from her life or something?
Oh, I thought it was because they're plant based, which they're not. They're mushroom based.
I mean, that's true, but still, what is that? Like, why that
I'm
moment
genuinely
and no other
curious,
moments?
in our Reddit, when we have our eventual Reddit episode,
Yeah.
our Reddit thread for this episode, I would love to know if anybody has theories as to what is the you don't win friends with shallot. Oh my god, I'm drunk.
You don't win friends with shallots.
You
That's
don't-
not true.
You don't friends with salad is what I wrote. If you look, it's literally,
Don't friends with salad.
It's literally what is in my notes. But it does sound like our
Yeah,
April
this
Fool's episode.
one of our listeners is saying this sounds like one of our made-up episodes.
But if anybody can give me an insight into why they did the "you don't win friends with salad" bit, I also wrote no Groot jokes.
Oh yeah, no Groot. They did kind of look
They
a little
looked
bit
like Groot. They looked like adult Groot.
But the point is, after Lisa has her little trip, she winds up on this other planet, and it turns out all the people who were turned into pod people, their actual essences or their souls or whatever it was, wound up on this planet, and it's kind of like this paradise type thing. And she's like, oh good, a happy ending on a sci-fi story. And then I guess the joke is that the aliens are really preachy and they're boring, and it's, I don't know, it just kind of peters
It's a
out.
happy ending, and she's bored and then they all end up going back on their phones because
But there was one thing I liked, and one thing that I was very confused by.
Okay.
The thing that I liked was they say that Lisa's a vegetarian, and they do a joke like, "Oh, you murderer! Just kidding. Have a piece of my ass," and he like pulls part of his ass
just
out.
kidding. Have a piece of my ass
Yeah.
is a funny line.
That's funny. That doesn't matter. Put that in any episode. And
That's
funny.
pretty thick-headed.
And
I'm
then
just going to give you random 90s.
you're really
things.
90s commercials. It's coming up a lot
Beef.
tonight.
It's what's for dinner.
Okay, so then that happens, and then the two kind of main tree people, fungus people, aliens, they look, and all of the Springfieldianites, they have phones again, and they're all like, wait, where did you get those phones? And then they turn, and there's just a Christmas tree person, and he's like,
Tannenbaum.
it's my job. Hey, Herb Tenenbaum. Cut to black. End of segment.
Yeah, that's the joke they end on.
What the fuck?
That's the joke they end on.
What is the joke? There is no joke. There is no joke. I wrote. What the fuck was that ending? Herb Tenenbaum? Question mark.
No, it was
Because there's. I guess there's something to the idea that there's a living Christmas tree who gives out presents on this planet of trees and people.
And all presents are iPhones.
And all presents are iPhones. You gotta get your family an iPhone, baby! But it was just like...
A Maple iPhone.
Like, that's the button that we're ending this segment on. Herb Tenenbaum. Hi. Cut.
Not that everyone has one already.
Okay.
There was a line right before that I liked. We don't live in the Crab Nebula. You live in the Crab Nebula.
That was...
You. I don't even know what it means. I mean, but it made me laugh. It was all fire.
You know what?
It was Jingle.
I liked it a lot more when you said it. We don't live in the Crown Nebula. You do.
You. But that's how they did it.
Yeah, no, that is how they did it. I was more confused by it at the time, but yeah, that is kind of funny. It's just like the randomness of it.
It doesn't quite make sense. Yeah.
Because it's just like it's like someone being like, I'm not in Universe 1, you're in Universe 1.
Right, but...
Like the Futurama episode where it's Universe 1 and Universe A because
Right,
no one wants to be Universe 2.
Right. Why do we call it the sun? It's a star.
Whoa.
Alright.
It's deep.
So,
Well, its name is
Soul.
Soul.
Right.
Which means sun.
We call it the sun. And we call it the moon.
Yeah. What else do we call things? This is Jack's astronomy podcast.
Take a trip through the Stargate.
Bed? Bed?
Couch.
Bed.
Couch.
B-E.
C-O.
Home?
Cave. Cold. Shit.
Happy? Happy? Fulfilled?
Homeless.
Coherent podcast?
No. Groovic. Wait, that was great. Oh no.
It's all becoming one.
It's
like the end of Rejected by Don Hertzfeldt.
It's all collapsing. This house of cards.
If we can get Don Hertzfeldt to just redo Rejected but with re-characters, I can die happy. Yeah, I'd be
Don Hertzfeldt, if you're listening.
He is not.
Right? No, he's not. He is hard at work on some new awesome...
For any of you, Don Hertzfeldt is 4 dozens.
Are we down to 4 people?
No, we're
okay,
at
good.
Let's talk about the second segment.
Thank God. The second segment is a split parody, but we didn't know that right away.
So it's a parody of 2 things?
What?
Whoa, I see what you did there. No, a parody of the 2016 M. Night Shyamalan movie, Split.
Can you split a bottle cap from a bottle of beer and give...
I can hand you the tools with which you can do that yourself.
Thank you. We got the tools, we got the talent! It's all Ghostbusters too!
It's all Ghostbusters too.
Those 2?
Oh, God. Is it? I don't know. Isn't it in the courtroom scene?
It's a split
It's
parody.
Miller Time. It's right after that. That was the
No,
first
careful. Alexa might turn on Miller Time.
It's a split parody
That was the first one.
called Multiplicity, which is a bit of a stretch, a bit of a huge stretch. What was interesting was we don't get the title right away. We kind of are in media res, where Nelson Milhouse... In media res? It's not like de-resed in Tron Legacy.
It's res.
He was de-resed!
We all took Latin. What was it? Res or res?
I don't freaking know.
I don't know.
I had
Probably
macchiato. You
What's
guys
Latin
had-
for of?
What was his name? No, it wasn't macchiato.
Macchiato? You're talking about Father Moss.
Venti.
No one knows what we're talking about, and all of these people are dead.
No, he's not, is he?
Isn't he? I thought he died. Didn't he die?
Is our teacher dead
I think he
corner?
got fired. But
Did he?
I don't know.
No, we don't want to talk about that. He was
Oh, that was...
And-
So it's called Multiplicity. Multiplicity. That's not what it's called. Multiplicity.
Plicity.
Guys, I honestly don't have much to say
Which
about
was,
this.
you know, I mean, it just
All right.
takes away from Multiplicity, which is one of my favorite movies.
It's one of your favorite movies?
Multiplicity is a solid
I didn't know
movie.
that.
I
We
wouldn't
should
say
have
it's
had you
one
on
of my
Podcast
favorites.
of Terror.
Did you do Multiplicity?
You did
on Podcast of
Multiplicity?
I
Terror?
did Split.
Oh, you did?
Oh, wait. Oh, I think you said Split was one of your favorite movies.
No,
No.
you said it back to him. You said Multiplicity is one of your favorite
No, I
movies.
said that was one of your favorite movies.
I
said that was one
Let's
of
rewind it.
I was trying to be polite because I don't try to judge. I was judging the shit out of you. I was like, Split is one of your favorite movies? You
God.
fucking retard?
Oh,
That's
Sorry, you can't say that. I know.
insulting.
can't say that on podcasts. That was The Price is Right. Wait, what am I doing? I don't know what's happening anymore. Why am I here? I want to go home.
Show me the way to go home.
We didn't make the wings for
Happy birthday to you.
So it's called Multiplicity.
So here's what I put. Split, but with hats?
That's true.
Because every
That's
time she
absolutely
changes her
true.
personality,
She put a different hat on,
puts a
you're
different
right.
hat on because we needed some kind of cue to know what
The
kind
rest
of
of the
personality
segment
she was.
wasn't
I
even
wrote
like-
down.
You're not
Yeah.
even talking about the first two. The rest of
The rest of the segment, anytime she switched personalities, which was a
Yeah,
lot,
she did. Yeah.
she would switch a hat so we would know what the personality was. That is bad babysitting. That's bad writing.
I wrote down, oh, this must have been fun for Yardley Smith. And I hope
yeah.
it
No,
was.
See, I
Because
thought it could have stressed her out because I don't think she
disagree.
likes doing accents. Well, she
I
likes doing the
totally
British.
I don't know that she likes acting, period. I think she's just... Because
wants
Lisa's
to
just
do-
her speaking voice.
She just wants
She
to
had
do
to
true
do
crime
all of
podcasts
this?
and
Yeah, right.
Herman's
All
Head
of
conventions.
Yeah,
and-
right.
She had the same
Did-
songs, do different accents the entire time.
I mean-
and it wasn't funny.
It was
I don't
just-
see
yeah,
how
it was-
she could have had fun doing
It was
this.
just
I think
Lisa doing
just
stupid voices.
embarrassing, like, oh, all right, fine.
It's, we didn't
This is like where she had to work.
We didn't
Yeah.
do plot recaps. Should we
Oh,
go back and
that's so
plot
bad.
recap the
No,
first two segments?
we should not go back and
Plot
do anything.
recap of this one. It's the parody of the movie Split.
really
Not
not-
just
yeah,
because
yeah.
she has a split personality. She kidnaps three boys, Milhouse, Nelson, and Bart.
Yeah.
Right,
Like
instead
in
of three girls.
Like in Split.
And she locks them in a similar-looking basement. So that's the
Very-
story.
yeah.
She
Yeah.
has she has a split personality, and she locked the three of them up.
Right. And then we see...
To what end?
To none.
there is no end. Because in the
Of
movie...
this show, of this episode,
There is no
worst
end,
episode
end
ever.
of this show. No, in the movie, I don't want to give it away, but there is a reason why, what the fuck's his name? Young Patrick Stewart.
Smart.
Why can't I think of his
That's
name?
not a name.
No, because
I tried to come up with
James
with
McAvoy. No, because he was young Professor X, and he said
I
if
see
they
what
do a
you're doing.
young Picard thing, he
Why
wants
didn't you
to do
say
it.
Mr. Tumnus?
I've never seen those movies,
No,
actually.
we saw
but
him in the
I am
theater.
aware that he played Mr. Tumnus. It doesn't matter. My point is, in the movie Split...
Give me back my sock, you go back.
Now we're just quoting Family Guy episodes?
That's what we're
From
doing.
20 years ago.
Oh my god.
Yeah. My point is, in the movie Split, he kidnaps the girls for a reason. Go see Split if you want to know why.
Good
But in the... Good night, leave on my pause.
Good night, Lisa. Hey, it's Christopher Walken over here. And this is my Christopher Walken.
That is not- That is not a good Christopher Walken. That's Christopher, hey, I'm walking over here.
Dan, one of us does voices. The other one
Really,
has
that's
no
a
home.
very good description for it.
Well, I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, there was no reason for Lisa to kidnap anybody. I don't know.
There
This,
wasn't a reason.
she started kidnapping and switching her hats around. I have things. I wrote
Alright,
down
here's-
notes.
this is
but,
where
like,
I wrote-
I'm so tired now.
This is where I wrote, do a San Junipero. Do a Black Mirror.
Yeah, it is kind of odd that they didn't do a Black Mirror thing.
They will. They'll do a Bandersnatch.
I was just
Flash.
going to say they're definitely going to do a Bandersnatch
I don't know
thing.
if they'll
like,
definitely.
way
How do
fucking
you do
late.
that? I guess you could do a fake choose your own.
Yeah, you
that
do.
would be funny.
Yeah.
And then you find out Mo's been choosing it. It's like, why is Bart raping all these women? Yeah, I'm the one
I'm
that's doing
Mo.
it. I'm totally.
Jesus.
Mo is
that's
a
how they do
canonical
Mo.
rapist.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
if
how
you
they
knew
do.
that.
He turns to the camera and goes, "Yeah, I know, I'm Mo, and this is what I'm doing here. I'm breaking the fourth wall, I'm Mo. This is every Simpsons joke now." Dan stretching.
I was getting a beer.
And then, so they try to escape. Just looks like you're jerking off.
I was looking for the bottle opener.
He's looking for the bottle opener. So they try to escape.
He
Bart
just
Milhouse
wants his
and Nelson.
machete back.
Do you Jason X out in theaters now?
Out in theaters 18 years
Oh my
ago.
God, we are old.
Yeah. We're very old.
What was I talking about? What movie? Oh, Unbreakable. Didn't we see that in the theater together?
Sure did. 2000, baby.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Your mom had to probably buy us tickets to go see that.
No, that's PG-13.
I know, but your mom used to have to buy us tickets.
Just because we were very lazy.
No, because we weren't old enough for rated R movies.
No, it's PG-13.
In general, I mean. Yeah, Vandermo, perfect. It would be the name of the Bandersnatch episode. That's parody. I'm working off the Periscope comments here. Dan. So they're trying to escape. Do you have anything before they try to escape, Dan?
Yeah, I have. There were a series.
Let me check my notes.
Turned off. Jeff took no notes.
I offered.
And Jeff was proud of it. He was like, I don't need to take notes.
No, I said I would do it on my phone.
I've made no notes.
You know what? It'll be easier with pen and paper. And then I was like, I don't want to take any notes. This episode sucks.
Take notes.
Here's what I wrote down. There was like a rapid fire of bad jokes that were just like
Give it to me, baby.
all sort of the same. Well, these two jokes.
Give me the two jokes.
Milhouse says, "No, not my Gloria Vanderbilt glasses from the cover of Women's Health." And it's just like laying on like Milhouse with girl stuff.
He's a wimp.
He's a loser.
That's what he said before that. Say one more wimpy thing, and that's what he says.
Honestly,
I know, but
Gloria
it was just
Vanderbilt
like-
probably has very expensive
my
glasses.
God.
But then immediately after that,
I don't know. I haven't finished the book.
Immediately after that, Lisa comes in and she's dressed like a Scotsman wearing a kilt, and Nelson goes, "Haha, you're wearing a dress." The joke being, she's a girl. Girls wear dresses. It's okay.
Is that
With your
no, you
gender
said the
norms.
joke being?
And then it's like cut to Groundskeeper Willie's dead fucking body and a weird.
That's been there the entire time.
That's been there the entire time
And
with
they
a
haven't
weird
noticed it.
I didn't think
voiceover.
of that, yeah.
Weird, like, it's not
It's right
ADR
before.
because it's animated, but it was just like, "I
Right.
caramba" over like this gruesome dead body, which was super weird. Anyway,
Groofic.
very gruesome.
Groofic. So here's a joke I did like.
Then I wrote down, "This is way the fuck all over the place."
Here's
this
two-
is all very quick.
Here's two back-to-back jokes I liked. Nelson and Bart are using Milhouse and his head as a battering ram to break out.
Yeah.
Here's the two lines I liked. Bart goes, "Come on, Milhouse, put your brain into it."
Are you kidding?
That's funny. Put your brain into it.
I didn't like it.
I like
And
it.
I know what the next line is too, and I didn't like it either.
So Bart goes, "We're never going to break this door down." And Nelson goes, "We were trying to break the door?" I just thought like the idea that Nelson was just like smashing
Nelson
Milhouse's-
just thought they were just beating
Okay,
Milhouse.
I'll-
Yeah, that's not bad.
I'll
All right,
give you
that's
a little
fine.
bit of that.
My next note is when Bart gives a speech at the end of the segment.
Well, before we get there,
Give it an end of that.
we realize. So I guess there is sort of an explanation, at least for Bart, where Lisa kidnapped him because he found her homework and defaced it with a bunch of stupid shit, and then handed it back into Miss Hoover. And Miss Hoover's grading it and is
She
like,
never
"This was."
got that paper though.
No,
from
Miss
what I
Hoover.
can
Miss Hoover
recall.
did. Yeah, she was
gave
grading
to
it,
him?
and she said, "Oh, well, this was clearly
I
not actually
understand.
Lisa."
No, I'm saying Lisa never got the paper, so the joke was never actually played on.
Well, presumably she got it back from Miss Hoover at some
Yeah,
point. We
she
don't
that's
got
see
what I'm
that.
saying, but the
we
whole
don't see that.
point of the joke is that.
Well, no, the point of the joke
Interaction.
is she got an F. Miss
No,
Hoover.
Bart's joke. Bart wants to, but it doesn't matter that she gets an F. It's that she's told she gets an F. I'm saying that never enters into the equation.
You're saying that she never saw Bart deface the thing? She just knew she got
or
an F?
get the F.
I don't know.
She got the F back.
Whatever it was,
She got F'd. Believe me, she got F'd.
Miss Hoover got effed because Duffman just comes out of her
Oh,
bedroom,
God.
and I forget what he says, but it wasn't funny.
He
Like,
says, "Nothing's better than being a pointless,
Nothing reminds you
one-dimensional
more that you're a
corporate
one-dimensional
logo.
corporate logo.
Yeah, than waking up in an empty bed."
But like, why is this the time to make this joke? Is this a
Nothing
joke?
was here.
What is this? Why are we saying this?
There was nothing here.
Nothing.
There was nothing here.
It's a funny concept that Miss Hoover is banging Duffman, but
you know
like,
how like in those old video games you can like jump in Mario you can jump over the flag and then you're in like a broken screen where there's nothing but you're
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
That's what this is. This is like like you should be in a comedy, but you somehow jumped over, it, broke the code, and you're in
Yeah.
this void.
you are in the void dimension now. It's bad.
We're deleted jokes, man.
Then
It is. It's not. What's not. It's limbo.
limbo. Yeah.
It's limbo. It's not hell. It's not even purgatory.
No, it's just nothing.
joke limbo.
It's joke limbo.
That would be the name of
Limbo.
this episode if it wasn't already Bourbon Please 5, Mayoween 5, another
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu? I can't say
It's
it.
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
Kith.
Kith?
Like Kith.
Kith,
Bang,
kids in a
bang.
hall.
Cthulhu.
Oh, okay. Kith?
Kith. Ulu.
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
What am I saying?
You're saying. I don't even know what you're saying.
But I wasn't
Say
saying
it.
Cthulhu.
You're saying like Cthulhu or something.
No, he was simplifying it.
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu, you got it.
That's fine.
Cthulhu.
I don't know what you were saying. We have to rewind.
I think I was saying.
I'm sure it's like
I think I was saying
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
No, that's correct.
I was saying Cthulhu. And I was at some points I was saying Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
Couch?
We have a whole other segment to get through.
Couch? Floor?
This is already an unreleasable nightmare.
This is bad.
This
This
is
is
bad.
bad.
This is because not only have we not done this in months, not only is it night and we're all tired,
To be honest-
we're also drinking.
To be honest, some of our bourbon pleases and the St. Patrick's drunken ones were this bad, but I still put the effort in and edited it like 50 minutes out. That's not gonna
You're not
happen
going to do that this time. You're not going to
This
do
is
that.
going to be really bad
That's
on
a mighty
audio.
big if.
This is going to be a bad audio episode. As opposed to the masterful video
Yeah,
episode in
those other
audio.
125 great
Does
audio
one
episodes.
count as dozens?
Dozens.
That's what's not. It's limbo.
Limbo. Yeah.
It's limbo. It's not hell. It's not even purgatory.
No, it's just nothing.
joke limbo.
It's joke limbo.
That would be the name of
Limbo.
this episode if it wasn't already Bourbon Please 5, Mayoween 5, another
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu? I can't say
It's
it.
Cthulhu.
Kith.
Kith?
Like Kith
Kith,
Bang
kids in the
Bang.
hall.
Cthulhu.
Oh, okay. Kith?
Cthulhu.
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 What am I saying?
You're saying, I don't even know what you're saying.
But I wasn't
Say
saying
it.
Cthulhu.
You're saying like Cthulhu or something.
No, he was simplifying it.
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu, you got it.
That's fine.
Cthulhu.
I don't know what you were saying. We have to rewind.
I think I was saying
I'm sure it's like
I think I was saying
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
No, that's correct.
I was saying Cthulhu. And I was at some points I was saying Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
Couch?
We have a whole other segment to get through.
Couch? Floor?
This is already an unreleasable nightmare.
This is bad.
This is bad.
bad.
This is because not only have we not done this in months, not only is it night and we're all
To
tired,
be honest-
we're also drinking.
To be honest, some of our bourbon pleases and the St. Patrick's drunken ones were this bad, but I still put the effort in and edited it like 50 minutes out. That's not gonna
You're not
happen
going to do that this time. You're not going to
This
do
is
that.
going to be really bad
That's a
on
mighty
audio.
big if.
This is going to be a bad audio episode. As opposed to the masterful video
Yeah,
episode in
those
audio.
other 125 great
Does
audio
one
episodes.
count as dozens?
Dozens.
So,
We get to the end of the episode.
she
Lisa
kills Nelson. She
yeah.
kills Milhouse by turning him into a bundle of newspapers.
Yes, which I want to talk about at the very end.
So
No.
then Bart is thrown into a pit, and she's about to crush Bart and kill him. And then Bart goes, "Please, Lisa, don't do this to your brother." And the real
Her
Lisa,
main personality takes over.
the real
again.
Lisa
Yeah.
comes
Does
out and
it?
goes, "I'm rooting for you. Give a really good speech, and maybe
Yeah,
you
it
can
doesn't really take
maybe
over.
You, yeah, right. Maybe you can convince me to save you." And he gives this speech. And as he's giving the speech, Milhouse, who is now a bundle of newspapers,
Milhouse was seemingly
I
murdered
swear to God, I heard
in a
radio
paper
music.
baler. And then Bart is giving this like heartfelt speech. It's like the the schmaltzy button at the end of the episode type thing. As soon as he starts doing it, Milhouse walks into frame, doesn't say anything, walks into frame, and is just a walking bundle of papers.
He stumbles into the pit.
with Milhouse's nose and glasses, and just like hands and feet.
It was extremely distracting.
It was so jarring and weird because you're not listening. Maybe this was the point. You're not listening to anything that Bart is saying.
You said that specific thing, and I did
But-
not hear a word Bart said.
I didn't hear anything Bart said because I was
I
just
don't
like,
know
what
how-
the fuck is that? I thought Milhouse was dead,
And you guys do
and
not
now
go
he's
back.
turned into a paper thing. We do
And
not go back.
we can't-
We've missed a lot
we
of
can't-
things.
we
I'm
can't-
like,
retreat, no surrender.
No, we
just-
watched this on
just
Simpsons
go
World. You
right
can't go.
through.
You go back and like
No,
you have to watch
because
6
there's no
ads.
point though. You're not going to catch anything.
There's
that
no
you
point in watching
want.
it twice.
All right. So before Bart gave the
And it's
speech,
just, oh, man.
she was about to kill Bart, and a thought occurred to me. I realized I don't give a fuck if Bart dies or doesn't. Now that is bad storytelling because think about this: Nightmare Cafeteria. All the students are getting killed one by one. One by one. You're left with Bart and Lisa.
Yeah,
You're at the end. You're like, how are they going to get out of
something
this?
will come along and save the two.
Right, and you're really rooting for them, right? Am I wrong that you're like actually hoping they find a way out? They don't, but
No,
Or
you're
you're
not,
or at least
because-
trying to figure it out.
Here's what I think the difference is. This is
Or-
just off the top of my head.
Homer cubed. You are rooting for Homer to get away out of there.
I'll give you that
It's
one.
the same premise because here's what happens. In both of those, we start off in the real world and slowly become the nightmare world. Here, we are immediately we start with Bart is kidnapped by Lisa. He's already been held captive for who knows how long.
I am not
good.
disagreeing with
That's
you.
Thank you.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I think that is I don't know if that's right, but that's a good theory.
No, I think
thank
it's
you.
very good.
I think you could start in a wacky world.
There's no change of stakes.
You can
It's all
start
the
a
same.
No, but
That's
I
what it
think-
is. That's the perfect way of saying it. There's no change of stakes.
I think you could start in a
Bart
wacky
starts
world.
off in danger, and he ends in danger, and we don't know what the normal world is for this Bart.
Right.
Yeah, Split's the same. Split, they get kidnapped
No,
in the
Split
beginning.
is not the same.
They get-
You see, what's her name?
But
Anya
they
Taylor-Joy.
stay there a lot longer and develop.
We
how
see her get
they are
kidnapped.
freaking
We see what her
freaked
life
out.
is like
I mean,
before
Bart,
she was
it's
kidnapped.
always joking. It's
What about
always
Room?
puns.
Room. She's already in the room.
Well, Room is different because Room is told from the kid's perspective, and the kid was born in the room, and you're like, oh, that's sad.
All right. Again, I'm not disagreeing. I'm playing.
You're playing.
I'm
you're
playing
poking
L.
holes.
Ucifer's advocate.
Sure.
And
My favorite pinball game.
I'm playing L. Lucifer's advocate here. I'm just saying I can't think of any examples off the top of my head because I'm drunk, and I can't think of any specific examples off the top of my head because I'm drunk.
And you're stuck in a loop.
Oh
Apparently.
my god! But I do think there is a way where the stakes can already be high, and you can still feel empathy for the characters.
You can. I agree with you, but I don't. They don't do that here
No,
because
they don't
instead
do
what we get is, we get one crappy scene of them trying to break out. We get a scene where Lisa is just talking to Marge and Homer for no reason. And that's kind of it. Like this, there's not a lot to this segment. I think that's the problem.
I'm genuinely
No,
to
she
this
is going
day.
through every stereotype that they're allowed.
Like all the different split personalities.
Yeah,
are
and that was the other thing. They dumbed down the
stereotypes.
split personalities into accents. It's all accents.
It was all
Accents with
accents. Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
different
Split,
caps.
most of besides the British woman and the kid,
She was like an
most,
old
She had
Russian
to be
woman.
the gypsy or
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
most of the
the
split
Scotsman,
personalities all
the-
have like a Philly accent. They're different personalities, but not. They're like this was.
Split's a good movie, man.
It's okay.
I don't know. I like Split a lot.
Watch Podcast of Terror. I covered Split. I covered Unbreakable.
Okay.
Anyway,
For
so
an expert's opinion.
Yeah.
for an expert.
For a non-drunk Jack opinion. So.
So then Milhouse is a newspaper, and he spits out a perfume sample.
Yeah, that's the button at the end.
Silly
of the thing.
voices on the lowest point of comedy.
Wrong.
Says Winston Campbell.
Yeah, right.
That's amazing.
I don't believe that to be true. In my experience,
He
silly
kids.
voices are great.
He has made some great fan art.
Hey guys, I'm Twiggy the Twist. Everyone's been asking about me. Was this Twiggy the Twist voice? Sounds a lot like demons.
Burn them. Burn them.
Sounds a lot like all the characters.
Silly voices.
Where are all the characters?
We're two characters.
It's rejected, but not hurtful.
I am a banana.
I like when newspaper Milhouse spits out the perfume sample, even though I don't think
Yeah,
anybody would get
it's-
that anymore.
Oh, I
It's
don't like that,
fine.
though.
Newspapers.
Are newspaper jokes? That's an Al Jean joke, right? Al Jean wrote the
That's a
newspaper
magazine.
You know what?
joke.
You
That's
might
not
be
a
right.
newspaper.
joke. That's right, magazine.
What?
Arrested Development.
Oh, I see. I get it.
Judge, my name.
Yeah. Yes, I am judging your name. Now we're just quoting him.
Anyway, that's
we're
all I
just
had
doing the
for this.
He's right. It's
Yeah,
his head.
me too. I'm done.
Is this too formful?
Why did I lose all the weight? Mock trial with Jay Reinhold. Mock trial. Why can't we watch
Did he
Arrested
get
Development?
We should do the rest
Did
of
he
the
get
Development
EP?
podcast.
Good for him.
That's right, that joke got canceled. That is an inside joke.
Yeah.
Did he get EP?
Let's take a second and regroup here.
I'm done with that segment.
No, I'm done with that
And
segment
I'm ready
too.
to barrel
was
through segment
Done
3.
with that segment when I saw it.
Can we? All right, we can do segment 3 really quickly.
And then we have to have a PP time.
There was a third segment?
Let's talk about the last
Just gonna
segment.
keep
Let's talk
doing it
about that.
because it-
The last segment is called Geriatric Park. The entire premise is that it's Jurassic Park, but instead of dinosaurs, it's old people who turn into dinosaurs.
Mr. Burns is the billionaire who put up this
Mr.
island.
Burns is Richard
Richard
Attenborough?
Attenborough.
Yeah.
David Attenborough. His
Is the-
brother is
the other guy, the BBC.
is the other Attenborough.
The other Attenborough.
Um,
There's
Wait, I put a note. Why not call it Geriatric World? Because Jurassic World and Jurassic World 2.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jurassic
it's-
World 2 had just come out
Yeah,
after this.
and they're both
came out.
two of the biggest movies of all time, which is ridiculous because they're terrible. But they're both very big movies. And Jurassic Park, arguably the more iconic and better movie, came out 26 years ago.
No.
1993.
Oh, shit.
We are old, Dad. You have a baby.
Yeah, I know.
She talks now.
Hey, Daddy, you gotta come home. Give baby a little smoochie.
Oh my god, that
was terrifying.
Oh, the
so
cancer.
off-putting.
Ow, my chemo.
These are,
The-
you
the-
know what? I was gonna try and explain.
They're
it.
carcinogenic.
These are carcinogenic pop filters.
The liberal
Like, I
state of
guess-
California, God bless them, they have to have tags where it says it tells you that they're carcinogenic.
To lick them?
To lick them, to put your mouth on them, to lean into them, to
I'd
eat
say
them.
more as they deteriorate. You breathe them in.
I wrote notes for this segment,
Yeah, me too.
but I don't really even want to talk about that.
Now let's bang them out. Oh,
I
Can we
hated
talk
this
about
segment.
this, though?
I hated it.
can we talk about this?
Yeah.
Geriatric Park. So I wrote it should be Geriatric World. It's more relevant.
Yeah,
Jeff made a very good point about Naked Gun 33.
this has been done already. This was done in Naked Gun 3, 33 and a third, the
33
final
and a
insult.
third.
Wait, when did that come out?
Geriatric Park.
When
That
did
was
that come out?
1993, man.
93. So I was 9 years old.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I need to brag about this. I was in
Brag about it,
I was
baby.
in the movies with my mother. I don't know what I was seeing. It's probably a rated R action movie because that's all we would go see. And my mom was the best. She gave me all the she's the reason I'm into Die Hard, Lethal Weapon, all that kind of stuff. So we were probably seeing. I don't know what we were seeing. Anyway, there's a trailer, and it's very serious. Actually, I think it was Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. I think it was a parody of Butch Cassidy.
Yeah.
And 9-year-old Jack goes, something is off about this. I feel like it's too over the top. I think it's a joke. And then Leslie Nielsen shows up, and it's like, oh my god! And then they go, da-da-da-da-da-da. And I was so proud of myself for guessing that it was. And like,
Yeah.
I still do that to this day. Now you can tell like when it's like it seems like it's a serious like a wow.
Right.
Like,
It's
oh,
gonna
it's a
be a
Cheetos
swerve.
commercial. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a jeans
yeah.
commercial. But like, I was so proud that 9-year-old Jack was already like
for
hip to their
9-year-old Jack.
game. Yeah, that was
Fantastic.
To the agenda.
And that-
That'll heat you bed at night.
that was when I peaked. I was gonna you just did the same joke, but better. No, you did it better.
No peeking, Jack. It's almost Christmas.
No peeking. I'm freezing. I may die of pneumonia in my own bed.
It's possible.
Ow, my chemo.
Oh my god.
Here's a joke I liked.
Stop making me put the beer there.
Here's a joke I liked where Burns is doing like the Hammond presentation at Jurassic Park, and he says, "Welcome to Geriatric Park, where our motto is no further questions."
Very funny.
That was funny.
Yeah,
Very
all
funny.
right, I'll give you that.
I liked it.
And they do a lot of specific Jurassic Park jokes. And again, they've
They
had
do.
25 years.
Didn't
Simpsons was
Well,
in its
sort of.
fourth season. Fourth season
A
when
lot of
Jurassic Park came out.
The set design, they've done Jurassic Park things before that.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Stampy.
yeah, but you know, like a lot of the set design was exactly from Jurassic Park.
It's
I want to talk
Fantasyland.
about this song that they do.
That's my next note, but there was something before
If you have something
that?
before that, go for it.
The presentation?
Was that
Yeah,
another
my
song?
only note was about the motto, no further questions. I liked.
We were disappointed they didn't do a Dino DNA.
I was
Did we
disappointed.
skip a song?
Dino, do you?
We're going to do the song.
But Lisa did a song as part of the
Oh
split.
my
first
god, we didn't
song.
talk about the Lisa Split
Did she
song.
do a Lisa song?
She sang and it was
Oh,
terrible.
it was like a minute long. And that's when I really felt bad for Yardley Smith.
Oh,
yeah,
honestly,
Jeff
I don't
said.
remember it.
Jeff said he felt bad for Yardley Smith to have to go into the studio and like record that in front of
Oh
front of
yeah, you
people?
did say that. I do remember you. I remember you saying that more than I remember the song. I don't remember. The
Yeah,
song at all.
right? Fair enough.
I don't remember the name of the man.
What's the name of the band?
I don't know Yardley
Drive
Smith.
that blue car.
I don't know Yardley Smith. I like Yardley Smith. She seems wonderful. I feel like she's just coasting and
On
just
her
collecting
millions
those
and
paychecks.
millions.
Right,
Yeah,
and that's what I'm
millions of
saying.
dollars.
Like,
Like,
to have a moment like that.
She
it's
doesn't
a-
want to
it's a
like
struggle.
stretch herself as an actress.
That
I
is
feel like she just
stretching.
wants. Yeah,
All right, I want to pose a very serious.
Song after song.
Yeah, no, I think you're right, Jeff.
accent
I want to
after
pose a
accent.
serious, thought-provoking question.
go for it.
Dan Mulhall.
That's me.
To a lesser extent, Jeff, but Dan
To a
Mulhall.
lesser extent, Jeff.
Fuck off.
No, because you're the guest and not the host. That's all.
Again, fuck.
Are you having fun right now doing this episode?
Yes, I am.
Are we half-assing this episode more than we would have if we weren't coasting on our momentum and this was episode 6 and we were trying really hard to do a great podcast for our fans? Would you be trying harder and would you feel slightly more fulfilled?
Maybe if you were
Probably.
drinking
We're
less.
we're not.
Are you not the Yardley Smith of season 30 of Simpsons right now?
I might be. I'm not
I'm
gonna break it to
literally
talk. If
smoking weed in front of the camera.
If you told
quoting
me
Independence
Screaming
Day.
about
If
it.
you told me to sing a song right now, I would tell you to go
And
fuck yourself.
Ghostbusters-
You
One.
sang happy birthday!
You're right. You know what? You know what? I did. Happy birthday to you.
Alright.
Anyway,
Dan Goulet.
here's the kernel of my point. I'm sorry,
Happy
kid.
birthday. I'm sorry, kid.
Here's the kernel of my point.
Goulet.
Hey, thank you.
Even if
Here's
she's
the kernel of my point.
here's
Oh, that I see.
here's the kernel of my point.
Yeah.
If she is half-assing it, and the song is kind of awful for us to watch, I can still see her enjoying singing it. It's fun. She's letting loose.
That's why
She's
I
letting
said
loose.
I
We're
hope.
letting loose right now. We're letting loose over here. We're
Originally,
loose. We're loosey-goosey.
we're loosey-goosey,
Honk, honk,
man.
we're loosey-goosey.
Was that like a goose tail you did at the end? Because you put your hand behind your back.
No, I was falling off the couch and I caught my own ass with my hands.
Here, have a piece of my ass. That's why I said I hope that she was having fun, because this, it's her little vignette. Lisa doesn't get to do a ton in season 30 or whatever we are. So, I hope that she enjoyed the episode.
That's
but
what I'm saying.
I honestly don't know that she did.
I agree with Jeff that she should be embarrassed. I'm saying I don't think she gives a shit. I think she's just enjoying having fun. I think
She's a multi-millionaire.
I think
Listen,
she-
I mean, how long has she been doing
and
the
not so
show
much
with
the
these
singing.
people that are in
Right.
the studio?
And not so much the
blah, blah,
singing,
blah,
but the funny voices. I think she's just having fun letting loose.
And also, it's her job. It's just like if you went into work like Monday
That's a
and
great
your
point.
boss was just
That's a
like,
great point.
"Hey,
Also, it
Jack,
doesn't
can you
really
do
sound like she
whatever
gives a
thing
shit.
that you don't
that
want to
you-
do.
that you don't want to do, but you've done it a million times before?"
That's a great point.
It's
That's
the
a
same
great
fucking
point.
thing.
That's a great point.
She doesn't care that millions of people are watching it, and then some assholes on a podcast are
That's a
talking
great
about
point.
it.
Liam Neeson, can you make this action movie? Yeah, all right.
I'll make the action movie. I'm Liam Neeson.
I have full-blown AIDS.
Full-blown AIDS. And I'm Qui-Gon Jinn also.
I'm sorry, we're closed.
Ching, ching. We're closed.
I'm pretty sure they're open.
I think this store has got to be open.
I'm very good at making lists.
That is...
Everybody should YouTube right now. Turn this off.
Yeah.
Watch.
Go watch something. Watch
Guys,
What?
they turned it off a long time
Yeah,
ago.
what is
Dozens.
zero dozens?
Dozens.
Watch Liam Neeson on Life's Too
Life's
Short.
Too Short.
Just YouTube it. It's
Fantastic.
great. Great
Fantastic.
scene. So the Jurassic Park song. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so they do a song where I kind of the gist of this whole episode is like, oh, we're sending the old folks to a home, and Homer has a line that's like, oh, let's just tell ourselves that they're happier there or whatever. It's hacky, I guess. It's like stand-up-y, I guess. It is what it is. But then they cut to a song where all the old people are singing about like how happy they are, like Mole Man,
because
like
Homer turns up the thermostat.
well, that's why they turn into dinosaurs.
Right, yeah, and that's when the
That's not when the song. They sing the song first, and it's like, look how happy
The song
they
is
are.
the song is like the scene in Jurassic Park where they
Sorry,
discover the
it's
Brachiosaurus, and it's
Yeah.
like the discovery of how majestic the island is.
Right. I just burped like 3 times.
I thought we were doing the opening of the Home Improvement theme song.
No, my point is, it's a fairly straightforward Jurassic Park / World parody, but this is a song. There's no songs in Jurassic Park, and this song is loosely to a sound alike. To Jurassic Park video.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Come back, show.
Now we're doing 90th percentile references.
what's that? I thought that was.
My point is the song was bad, and
And it had
it
lyrics.
had no basis in anything.
It had
Yeah,
lyrics.
it had lyrics.
And the lyrics were like, we're old and we do
All
old
the people
things.
things like gardening and pooping and eating our
We'll be
vitamins.
dead soon. Yeah. It was terrible. And you made the point, why are they parodying a song that never had lyrics?
A
to begin
song
with?
that never had
It would
lyrics.
be like Weird Al doing a parody of like Beethoven's Ninth about cheese.
Okay,
Cheese.
that would be awesome, and Weird Al Yankovic should get on that.
Patent pending, patent pending, patent pending.
Cha-cha-cha cheese! Cha-cha-cha cheese! Cha-cha-cha-cha cheese! This is the whole song, by the way.
Provolone. Swiss and
Mozzarella!
Let's say provolone.
Camembert.
Stop.
Camembert.
The only other thing I liked in this segment, and I think, Jack, you liked it too. Jeff, I don't know what you thought about it.
Jeff, let us know what you thought about
Jeff,
the
let us know what you
following.
thought about it.
Not the Kevin Bacon show, the following. Let us know what you thought about it.
That show's alright.
Homer raises the heat, and they all turn into dinosaurs because they've all, I guess, been experimented on with dinosaur DNA. None of it makes any fucking sense, but the idea is Dino DNA.
Dino DNA.
The whole-
Hello, John.
Oh, I have lines. Hello, John.
Hello, John. I'm just gonna need a sample of your blood.
Of course, Joe.
Oh, that hurts.
I'm sorry, Joe.
Can I do that?
Can we just watch Jurassic Park, please? They
The only one defending me here is the blood-sucking Lola.
Thank you. They all turn into dinosaurs because Homer raises the heat, raises the thermostat in the park.
And the Dino DNA takes
The
over.
Dino DNA kicks in. They all turn into dinosaurs. It's whatever. It's kind of neat seeing like all the elderly Simpsons characters
They
as
all
dinosaurs.
turn into one individual
It's
dinosaur.
stupid.
There are no
But
repeat dinosaurs.
what I liked is there's a scene with Burns and Smithers trying to figure out why this would happen, and Smithers is looking at like I guess a blood sample or something
Microscope, yeah.
under a
So
microscope,
DNA sample.
and the DNA turns into a little dinosaur head.
It literally,
like a
the
barn
cell
head.
turns into
Yeah,
a dinosaur.
and just attacks
into a
Smithers.
T-Rex head. Yeah,
It kills Smithers.
I
and
wrote
bites him in
down.
the neck.
I wrote down DNA kill Smithers. I want to take a stop break right here.
I like that.
Take a break. I just want to catch up on some comments from our Periscope here.
Alrighty. Jesus.
I didn't see that one.
Unreleasable.
Somebody just said, by the way, you can heart with the space bar. This is a
Oh,
game changer, so we want to see more of them hearts.
Giving him a hearties.
Giving them hearts. We're like the aliens from Alien Nation. We got
I
2
haven't
hearts.
seen one in a long time.
Wow. Alien Nation came out in 1988.
With James Caan.
It's a deep fucking cut, man.
Thespian Manny Patinkin
Yeah.
as Alien Detective Francisco.
There was a whole Alien Nation like series.
I watched every
I
episode.
never saw it. I saw the movie.
It was great.
Movie's solid.
The lieutenant kept them rotted. They get drunk on rotted milk. The aliens
Yes.
save.
Yeah.
So he would keep milk in his cupboard, warm and rotted. So like when he had guests over, he would give them the milk.
Yeah.
And I remember one of the janitors or whatever gets shot in his heart, and they have pink blood. And now he only has one heart. He goes, "I've never felt so human." It's a great show. Great show.
Anyway.
So that somebody also says if we did catch Weird Al's upcoming Strings Attached tour, he has an orchestra with him.
I wanted to go
I
to
really
that,
wanted
but
to see that.
I didn't get tickets.
My ex-girlfriend, the one from well before we ever started this podcast, but my other long-term girlfriend that you know of,
Yeah.
she was his merch.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
merch,
Yeah.
And she actually got to hang out with him every day. And they were touring these small. He likes to tour small cities. He doesn't like to do the big stadiums.
Yeah.
And they would just go to a local bar, and everybody was just like, "Holy shit, it's Weird Al!" And they would just feed and give him and his entourage drinks.
That's
And
awesome.
So literally for like 3, 4, 5, 6 months, whatever it was, she was just going and playing pool every night in local like bars and fucking bumfuck Iowa,
hanging out with
and
Weird
hanging
Al.
out with Weird, and like
That's
they're friends
awesome.
now. Yeah, and like we ended somewhat amicably. Yeah, I'm so happy for her. It's so awesome.
Yeah.
She's friends with Weird Al. That's
If you
fucking
wanna-
amazing.
If you want to go there, I might see if I can get some
No,
tickets
I don't
for
want
that.
to see her there.
Oh, we don't have to see her.
No, I'm just kidding.
I want to see Weird Al. I don't care about
I'm
her.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know. The song.
I don't have cancer. I mean, I might, but
Not that we know of.
There's a comment that says I have cancer. Unfortunately, I don't have cancer.
There was a moment where the
Diagnosed
dinosaurs
cancer.
are going to attack Frink. And he goes, "No, don't attack me. I'm your creator." And the dinosaurs are like, "Oh, okay." And they don't attack him. And then all of his lab assistants are like, "Oh, you're the creator." And then they kill him.
Call him a credit card.
But I credit
And they
you
call
in
him
the
a credit hog.
footnotes.
And he's like, "Yeah, but you're in the footnotes." Stupid. Didn't like it. Dumb.
There's some graphic murders in here because they have to throw it's a Treehouse of
Treehouse,
post-classic
baby.
Treehouse of Horror.
Yeah.
So they throw in pointless graphic murders that the classic Treehouse of Horrors didn't need. Once in a while they'd have them. Didn't need these graphic, like overly violent things. Anyway, there's a lot of decapitations here. At one point, Groundskeeper really takes Kirk Van Houten's head and puts it in a recyclable that's literally made for heads. If they didn't expect everything to go wrong, why do they have a heads thing?
I thought that was kind of
I
funny.
wrote, this is a
Why?
joke you would find in a kiddie show. And I couldn't think of one. I was thinking Paw Patrol. But Paw
Paw Patrol does not have a head
Paw Patrol
joke.
wouldn't have like a Groofic joke like that.
Yeah.
But it
Gumball.
seems like that, maybe Gumball, like that level of like a 5-year-old will laugh at that. Oh, that's funny. Oh my god, a trash can for shaped head, a head-shaped trash can for
guess.
Dick.
I don't think a 5-year-old
That's not.
would find that funny.
This is the show that won Emmys for satire, for like brilliant satire, and they're doing decapitation recyclable trash can jokes.
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't the best joke.
It wasn't. It was the worst.
It was cute.
It wasn't the best of times. It was the worst of
It was
times.
the worst of times.
It's a
baby.
tale of this episode by Charles Suck My
A
Dickens.
tale of one episode. It was the worst of times.
Anyway, the episode
It was the worst of the blurst of times.
It's basically just the dinosaurs are attacking, and then Lisa realizes, oh, they just want to be like listened to.
So she jumps out of the pod from Jurassic World, which, as far as I know, was the only
gyroscope.
reference to Jurassic World. Everything
Well,
else.
no, there was a reference.
Oh, was Jimmy Buffett in it, trying to balance margaritas?
No, when they're flying.
Jurassic World, by the way, terrible movie.
Awful movie.
Why
I
do
didn't see
people like
Jurassic
it?
World 2.
Why do
I
people
don't-
like the
Do
movie?
people like it?
A lot of people like
Well,
the
people
movie.
are fucking dumb.
They're both bad.
And
Chris
somebody
Pratt's
liked this
not
episode.
good.
No, he's not.
He's great in Guardians.
Yeah,
he's
I like
great
him
in Parks and
generally.
Recreation. No, I don't like him generally.
What?
No,
How can you like him in those two things and,
And
then not
that's
like
it.
him? All right.
That's it.
You didn't like him in
In
Passengers?
Moneyball?
I don't like his real weird person. He's always
I
praying.
think he was great
He-
in Moneyball.
He prays.
He's a bit of a weirdo in real
He
life.
prays. Ooh.
Yeah, and he
Oh,
and Anna
no.
Faris had a weird
Oh my god.
Ooh,
situation.
yeah, ooh, he's LinkedIn friends with Jihad. Ooh.
That is a callback to 2 hours ago. It's already 11. Jesus Christ.
He's my least favorite Chris of the 4 Chris's. Chris Pine.
Chris Pine's your number one?
Up here.
Chris
Up
Evans,
here.
Chris Evans is
Up
not
here.
my number one.
Up
though.
here. Up
Chris
here.
Evans? Oh no. Chris
Up-
Evans is totally my number one.
Because you love Captain America.
I do love
I
Captain
can't stand
America, but I
Captain
love
America.
Chris Evans also.
Chris Pine.
I think okay.
Chris Hemsworth right here.
That's the top.
It's the
For all
top.
the people at home, that's the
Yeah,
top.
it's the top because he's great, but he's still way below Chris
so you're
Pine. 'cause
saying like Chris Pine is...
Chris
I-
Pine
Chris
is like
Pine's my
next level.
second
level.
favorite.
Chris Pine's got is Jihad level.
Have you seen
Chris
Star
Hemsworth
Trek?
is
Yeah,
the
he's
top
great.
of the 9 realms.
Not in the third.
Here's Chris Evans. Right, he's moderately
Now
high.
you're all...
He's moderately
all the way.
high.
Yeah,
Chris Pratt, right here.
I guess Chris Hemsworth is my
Where's
least
Chris Hemsworth
favorite
in
Chris,
there?
but I love Chris Hemsworth.
I love...
They're all great.
He's fucking.
Yeah,
He's the
I
fair
love
enough.
the
I don't
Chris-
hate Chris Evans. I just don't...
Who do you think is
like
cutest, guys?
Hemsworth. I mean,
Hemsworth's hunky.
You know who my number one man crush is?
Yeah,
that is
go for it.
speaking at my job, but in my other campus, so I can't see him. Timothy Oliphant.
Oh, I love Timothy
Oh, yeah.
Oliphant.
It's ironic that his show was Deadwood.
Die-
Because
Live for Your Die Hard ruined him.
Should have been
for me.
Hardwood.
I rewatched Live for Your Die Hard on Christmas.
I have to,
There's a
and
Die
I-
Hard marathon.
oh,
I liked
dude,
it a lot more this time.
Really? I've never seen it since we saw it in theaters.
Me neither. And I was watching. I was like, I was hard on this, but I watched everything after
No,
the
it
Kevin
deserves
Smith
it.
scene. So
You mean the Wizard? Is that his name?
maybe.
The Wizard.
I like all of the Chris's. I think Chris Pine's by far my favorite.
Now, why? Okay,
Why even talk?
I don't want to talk about Geriatric Park because it's terrible. But why is Chris Pine your favorite? Is it just because of Star Trek? He's very good in Star
no,
Trek.
I think out
he's
of the
very good in
I
Wonder
think
Woman.
out of the 4, he's the
Hell,
only
High
he's the
Water.
only good legitimate
You know what?
actor.
I haven't seen Hell
Like
or High
he's
Water.
he's
I
like
would
a,
like to.
like I think the other 3 are great movie stars. He is like an actual artist, like serious actor.
I think Chris Evans is a good actor. I
What?
didn't when the Fantastic Four movies.
I think he
Oh
does a
my
great
God.
Captain America.
No,
No,
I don't know.
hate his Captain America.
Really?
It's too much.
How's it too much?
I fell in love with him.
It's not enough.
It's
There were
too
2
much
movies that
no
there were 2
personality.
movies that made me fall in love with Chris
Sunshine.
Evans. Sunshine
And it
was the
doesn't
first.
fit him.
And
I liked him
and
in
then
Sunshine
Scott
because he was the,
Pilgrim.
the asshole.
Oh, he's so
was
good in
great
Scott Pilgrim.
And then
But
Captain
Sunshine
America.
is-
Captain America. I was
Captain
Captain America. I didn't like his Captain America until Winter Soldier. Now I love his Captain America.
Yes, I agree with you.
Or maybe Avengers.
Well,
Try hard.
I really like. No,
Oh, it absolutely.
you
is.
don't know
Get
what
the
you're
fuck outta
saying.
here. Okay.
But I like all the Chris's. Chris Hemsworth, I think his comic timing is like it's under.
Although
People think he has good
Ghostbusters
comic
was
timing,
forced.
but
I
it's
didn't like it.
yeah, it was. But his comic timing is so. He is the next to
He's very
second
funny.
only to Drax. He is the funniest fucking part of the Avengers, and he's the best part of Avengers: Infinity War.
A part of
He-
Infinity War?
Yeah, he carries the dramatic arc too. He is the heart of that movie. That's why when he saves the day at the end, it's a big moment.
Chris
That's
Hemsworth.
the
Thor.
scene where he talks about how his entire family is dead and he has nothing to lose.
Yeah, no, that's great.
That was good acting.
No, I have nothing. I have nothing bad to say about Chris
So
Hemsworth.
give me your ranking of the Chris's.
My ranking is Evans, Pine, Pratt, Hemsworth. But I don't dislike Chris
Hemsworth's your
Hemsworth.
last?
I don't dislike
What?
Chris. I love Chris
What?
Hemsworth. Except Thor:
You're
The Dark World.
attacking
That's a
me
piece
with
of shit.
headphones. Oh god.
Oh, no.
He's gonna deal
What?
Here's my nightmares.
What?
Jack wearing his sleep
What?
balaclava. Oh boy.
All right, look, I'm Bob Barker.
I kind of want to watch that episode of this Salacious Crumb Planet Star Wars Rebels.
It's
or
on my
whatever.
DVR.
I don't have anything else to say. The geriatric park, it was
Where's my
terrible.
carcinogenic weed screen?
This episode was bad, and I am not talking about The Simpsons, boys.
No, it was our worst episode ever. So then Lisa comes out of the gyroscope, and she gives a speech.
Again, another speechified episode.
Exactly,
like the Split
it's
one.
the exact same.
It's the exact same
It's the exact
thing.
same story beat as Split. That was my note. It was so stupid. And then she convinces Grandpa. She goes, "Hey, I want to listen to you talk." And
Yeah.
then the senior dinosaurs go, "Okay, we won't eat you. We just want to be paid attention to. We just want to be appreciated." And look, we're not getting any younger. Eventually, we are going to be old, and we are
Yeah.
going to want people to pay attention to us as well.
Sure.
We will be doing worst episode ever, number 131. 50
When we
years
are
from now.
90 years old.
When we're 90 years old. Anyway, so I thought that was...
This is 90% and my name is Dan.
Jack's not there, he died.
Jack's been dead for 50 years. He died when we recorded the Mayoween episode.
Froze to death.
It'll be 120. It'll be the 2090s.
Froze to death
The
in his
2090s.
cave.
That's right. So anyway,
Oh man.
so they show a
Not
montage.
far away.
So all the dinosaur seniors are now like living like senior lives, and
The Dino-Seniors.
yeah, the dinosaurs. Well done. I just had a thought that does not belong here. But,
So that's the entire episode.
so dinosaurs. The TV show Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
There is a great two-part episode where the two-legged dinosaurs go have a war against
Yeah, I
the
remember this
four-legs.
one.
And they're racist because dinosaurs was all about like modern-day analogies
Yeah.
put in the caveman.
Oh, yeah.
And they're racist against, and I almost don't want to say this now because of what the thought I just had. They're racist against, and this is the term they use, the four-leggers. They call
Right.
them the
I remember this.
four-leggers, and that's a racist term that you shouldn't say. And that double G, that you,
Double G's bad, man.
I don't even want to say four-leggers.
Naggers.
Stay
Oh. I don't want to say four-leggers. So, anyway.
What did I say?
You know what you said.
I
So-
said naggers.
Oh, don't say it again. So that's a South Park joke. So so they're
The
showing.
naggers guy.
It's the South Park joke. So then they're showing.
3 times.
So they're showing the montage from the dinosaurs, and there's a line. Dan, are you with me here?
Dan's high.
Dan's not here, man.
Dan, I need you here.
Yeah, I'm here. All right.
So I give you this reference. So they're doing this montage.
Yeah.
And they go, the dinosaurs have changed. They're even getting respect from the orderlies.
Yes, this was stupid.
And then they cut to a scene where a disorderly is being disrespectful, and they kill him. They hit him with a tail, and they throw him into the fire.
Yeah, because they literally say, we've even gotten respect from the orderlies. Cut to an orderly who's like, I don't care if you're not done with your meal. Excuse me?
Disrespecting.
I'm off duty. And he tries to like take the thing away from like Agnes Skinner or whoever it is. And then they just kill him. That's not getting respect.
No, it's
that's
literally
literally the opposite.
They're not showcasing the point. Maybe that's how eventually they got respect, but that doesn't make sense.
Right. You're showing us the wrong thing.
Yeah, they're showing us the wrong thing. Oh, that's it. That was my last note.
Good, because this episode was bad.
Before
The geriatric park was the worst. It may be the worst Halloween thing I've ever seen on this show.
You know, honestly, they were all equally bad. The first one
I
was
don't know.
maybe the least worst, but honestly,
First one was least worst.
they were all equally...
Not the Cthulhu one, the Pod People one.
Right. They were all equally nothing to me. They were we don't consider that the first segment because traditionally Halloween episodes have been 3 segments with an intro. Now it's 4 segments, but you're right. It wasn't the first segment. So...
And it just kind of ended, right? Like they were just leaving Jurassic Park on Agnes Skinner.
She's the pterodactyl that flies at the end of Jurassic Park.
Yeah, and she says, Virgin Airlines, I'm not.
Uh-huh.
Get it? Because she fucks. Ugh.
Yeah, no, it's no good.
No good. NG.
Before we rank this episode, Dan, Jeff, it's pee-pee time.
It's pee-pee time.
Does everybody know what time it is?
Pee-pee time! No peeking. It's almost pee-pee time.
I pee so bad.
I'm actually good.
You went already, didn't you?
I peed before we started recording.
Yeah, he hasn't peed since. I have, and I have.
Jeff has. It's pee-pee time for everyone. I don't know who's left on the Periscope. Is anyone still here? A couple of people were here. We can answer some questions if you'd like. I don't know. I never know what to do when we're just like having this downtime.
Just have some downtime.
It is late for us. I normally go to sleep at 10 o'clock.
Really? 10?
Yeah, man. I love
I
sleep.
couldn't.
I get up at like 5:30 in the morning.
Oh,
Foundation Afro says, remember when Treehouse of Horror episodes were generally better than the other post-classics? Yes. Those were great. I would argue that the Shinning Time and Punishment Nightmare Cafeteria episode, which is, I think, Treehouse 5 from Season 6, one of the best episodes of the series. Easily the best Treehouse episode, but one of the like top 10, if not top 5, Simpsons episodes of all time. The Shinning alone is just, like, pitch perfect. And I feel like Nightmare Cafeteria doesn't get enough respect in that, because that one, Shinning and Time and Punishment are just so good, but Nightmare Cafeteria is right up there, man. That's a fucking solid episode. Jeff's on his phone, so I'm literally talking to myself about The Simpsons.
I don't care what you're talking about.
Oh, why are you here, Jeff? The Shinning is one of my fondest remembered bits of Simpsons. Yeah. Like, I saw The Shinning way before I saw The Shining. At Dan, how's your kid? She is wonderful. No, she's amazing. She's almost 15 months old. What?
Walking, you said?
Oh, she's been walking since before she was 9 months.
Really?
She walked really early. Not talking yet. She says, Mama. She says, Dada. She says, Night-night. That means night-night. And maybe, she says hi. No, she's the best. Having a kid is fucking amazing.
My nephew is almost a year. He doesn't walk.
It's so quiet.
He tries to. It's funny.
I'm talking about my child.
He'll grab your hands and then he'll pull you up. He'll try to pull himself.
Oh, that's
walk.
cute.
It is fun.
That's cute.
He doesn't have the balance.
There's no more beers?
How's life? Terrible.
There only bought 6.
Probably should have.
Yeah, we each had 2.
Probably
We
should have
had
bought one.
shots of whiskey.
Do you want a shot? I think we should do one more shot.
Oh no, I
You know-
don't think we should.
That'll be rough.
You know why I think we should do one more shot, Dan? Because after we rank the episodes, you know what's coming up, don't you?
Oh
What's
no.
coming up? Pee-pee time?
Fake titles!
Oh no! Wait, are you serious?
Of course, it's Bourbon, please!
Wow! I did not know
It
that.
wouldn't be a Bourbon, please, without fake titles, or as
All
I
right.
like to call them, fake dinners.
All right, let's do it. Wait, we do that. Do we do that before we rank the episode or after?
After.
Oh, all right. Then let's rank this fucker.
Yeah.
We don't need Jeff to rank it.
Unless you want this.
No, I'm good.
All right.
All right, let's rank it. Let's fucking we'll do the setup, but I have it ready to go. If you get on the old ranking sheet,
Oh, God.
the old ranking sheet, the old ranking
What's
sheet.
Rankin and Bass?
You should use your real name, Robin.
You should use your real name, Solo.
I hated Solo. All right,
It's my least favorite of all, including the prequels. It's my least favorite Star Wars movie. I think I will like it more on the next time.
I 100% agree with you.
I liked Lando's robot.
I did. Well,
And I
She
liked
was
the crew.
fine.
I was very disappointed that the Solo's crew in the beginning. Oh,
Yeah, like Jon Favreau.
Spoilers for Solo. Oh, that's who that was.
That's who that was.
So for spoilers for Solo for the next 10 seconds, I liked the crew that was only in the first third of the movie.
Solo was bad, man. I really hated it.
I know.
I really did not enjoy it at all.
I know.
And it's sad because I love Star Wars.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, it doesn't bother me. None of this bothers me. So I'm a
It's
big
just
Star
movie.
Trek fan
It's just
as well.
a fucking movie. Yeah.
And Star Trek Discovery, they redesigned the Klingons radically.
Yeah.
And they're completely different. I don't like the look. Now this new season 2 of Discovery, they're trying to find a middle ground between the new look and the old look.
Okay.
It's better, but it's still like weird.
Well, there's a pretty big difference between the original
right,
series.
of course. And and it's hard in the canon to find a bridge between these. And I'm watching the Reddit because I love the theories, and especially with this new show that's like Lost, where you want to follow everything. So I'm on the Reddit, I'm going, and there's so much complaint about the Klingons, and I'm like, I literally don't care because like this is because the prosthetics and everything are different than the 1960s, and they're different than the 1990s.
Right.
Like it doesn't matter. And like, yes, there's weird technology that shouldn't exist in this time period because it didn't exist 70 years later in TNG.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like that shit doesn't bother me.
No, that doesn't bother me.
So like Star Wars, when they ruin Solo's backstory, I'm like, whatever. I still watch the first 3 movies. I'm not thinking in the back of my head like, oh my god, this guy dies later
well, it's a little
from
bit,
his son, and when he's a kid, he does this stupid thing, and
it's
his
a little
real
bit
name's not
different
Solo.
though because it's the same character.
Who the
like
fuck
Star Trek
cares?
Discovery is not the same character.
Whatever. So does the episode of The Simpsons we just watched, does that ruin Bart and Homer and Lisa and Maggie for you?
Kind of. I mean, I think the problem with Star Wars is that, like, they're like, oh, we have this whole universe to play with, but they don't play with the whole universe. They play with the Skywalker saga and all the related characters.
They should have done a Knights of the Old Republic trilogy. They should do something.
They should. Well, that's why, I mean, this Mandalorian show, that could be good.
It could be good.
I'm definitely getting Disney Plus when it comes
Can we
out.
split it?
Maybe.
I don't want to get it. Can we all genuinely?
Let's all split it.
Can the 7 listeners, the dozens?
I'm going to watch, when The Twilight Zone comes out, I'm definitely going to get CBS All Access for that.
Oh, you can split that with me.
I'll watch Discovery. Do I need to, like...
You have to watch all of it. It's going back to Enterprise. It's going back to Deep Space Nine. I mean, I haven't seen Enterprise yet, but I know enough of it that I can tell they're referencing it.
All right, so I gotta get going with Deep Space Nine. All right, let's rank this fucking episode. I'll do a clean intro. All right, so that is it for Treehouse of Horror 29, and now it is time to rank this episode on our patented Hippo scale. We're looking at the humor, the integrity, the production value, and the originality. It's been a while since I said that.
Dan, the H is not humor. It's
happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
I honestly don't know if people will get that reference because it was 2.5 hours ago.
Yeah, we've been recording a long fucking time. All right, Jack. So on a 0 to 5 scale, we're gonna rank this episode. Let's put 2 minutes on the clock. The humor. The humor of the episode on a 0 to 5 scale. What do you got? What do you got?
Oh boy. 0. 1.5.
0.5. Jeff, your points don't matter, but what do you think?
5.
Ryan Stiles' points didn't matter either.
Just talk right to that mic, Jeff. I don't. You're like not even close.
5.
0.5, you mean? Not 5.
Yeah, 0.5.
He says naggers into the mic.
Oh God.
Right into it.
You know what? I think I agree with you guys. I'm going to say 0.5 also. Not good.
I could go 1 just because I feel like there's been
no.
less
You know what? I write down when I laugh out loud, and I think 3.
We take away points for jokes we hate, and there was nothing I hated here. This was one of those.
There were a lot of jokes that didn't
There were
work.
a lot of jokes.
Yeah.
There were a lot of
This
jokes
was one of
that
those
didn't
I
work.
just didn't care.
What about the integrity? Tough to say because it's a Halloween episode.
1.
Or maybe not tough to say because Jack knew it
That was
right
the
away.
easiest grade I've ever given.
Easy. 1.
Easy,
Jeff, what do you think?
easy 1, like that Emma Stone movie.
What do you think, Jeff? Integrity on this episode.
I don't.
Thanks, Jeff.
It's hard to say.
I understand, but what the hell am I? What are they?
I don't know. I mean, I guess most of my problems are really with story structure, which is originality. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go 1-2, Jack.
Okay.
1 to Jack.
1 to Jack.
1 to Jack. 1 to Dan. One to all our wee listener fans. The production values of this episode, I might be higher than you on this one.
Convince me.
I actually think this episode looked pretty good. I liked the animation in the Cthulhu thing. I thought the animation in the Jurassic Park thing was mostly good, even though the actual concepts and the way it was executed was awful.
They did the same scene twice.
Split wasn't very good. The pod people, I kind of liked the design of the pod alien.
They look like Grinches.
They looked, yeah, I guess they did kind of look like Grinches. I don't know. I'm probably going to go 2 on the production values. I'll go a little below average, but I liked some stuff. They swung for the fences. They didn't always hit, but I liked it.
I didn't see any swinging for the fences. It didn't look bad. 2. 2 point.
I like that. I'm like, they swung for the fences. I appreciate I admire the gall of them doing it, and then we have the same fucking rating, even though you're like, I didn't like it at all. 2. You're an idiot. I give the same rating.
You're right. You're not wrong.
Absolutely.
Finally.
By the way, there's this thing I've been doing at work now. Whenever somebody says a really corny joke and then somebody does like a big laugh, I have it queued on my computer, and I have a 27-inch Mac, so my speaker's huge. I have the sax solo for the end of the Roseanne theme song. So anytime somebody in my office does that, I go. And when I wanted, my muscle memory wanted to cue that, and I realized I wasn't at work.
That's amazing.
I'll find it.
Finally, the originality in this episode. Also looking at the story structure. What do you think about that one, Jack?
How about we ask our guests first?
All right, Jeff, what do you think about that one?
0.
That was quick. I'll answer while Jack is looking up the Roseanne thing.
I mean, whatever.
No, you know what, Jeff?
You're also supposed to ask. You're always supposed to grade originality last anyway.
Yeah, it is last.
No, you're supposed to go first.
Oh, I'm supposed to go first.
That's what I meant by last.
I should have known. What you meant by last, you meant first.
Yeah,
correct.
It's something you never ever get right.
I'm tempted to go with 0 also. It's almost like we haven't done this show in 4 months and forgot how it works.
It's more than that.
I am tempted to go 0, but I probably will go 0.5 just because the idea of doing a Jurassic Park parody and a Split parody, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, I feel like, had they not done that
I
before?
guess not, right?
I guess not, yeah.
That was a great movie, by the way, the first 2.
It is a great movie.
Yeah, but the way they ported away.
They definitely did it in the Simpsons comics. The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror comics are
I'm sure they've done
fucking
everything
great.
in the comics, right?
The comics are great because they would always get these great indie comics writers and artists to do just like crazy shit. They definitely did. I think in the very first one they did something with a Body Snatchers type thing. But I'll go 0.5 just because I like kind of what they parodied, but I don't think they did a good job of executing those parodies.
What did you give it?
0.5.
I disagree, Dan. Completely.
Yeah.
0.5. No, I actually, I think I'm glad that they haven't done any of these segments before. If anything, the beginning of the Spore one kind of felt like the zombie one to me, but that's barely there. I'm going to give it a 2 or 2.5.
Whoa, way high.
Well, average.
Well, but why?
C
why
isn't high, Dan.
Why average? I don't buy that it's average.
It's not unoriginal.
Because I feel like I liked this episode more than you, and my rating is way lower than yours.
It's not unoriginal.
So because they
and the
picked
story
things they
structure wasn't what ruined the Split one. There was no the stakes. I would say is more integrity. I didn't give.
But isn't that story structure?
No, because if they followed those same beats but did it better, I feel like I could have been on board. The flashback, the start with them kidnapped, flashback to why she kidnapped Bart. I feel like I could have been invested. The speech is there. Bart's speech, I should care at that moment.
But I don't think you're
Especially
supposed
at that
to
moment,
care
I should
because
care.
they have Milhouse come out in such a distracting way. I think you're not supposed to even be listening
But
to
that's
Bart.
not story structure. That's a bad Milhouse joke. Bad Milhouse.
Well, that's unoriginal, isn't it?
Who's
All right,
original?
whatever. You do you, man.
Fine, I won't put either to 2.5. I'll keep them both 2s. Does that make you happy?
A little bit.
You
Yeah.
fuck.
A little bit. I'm a little happy.
Oh, okay. I like
that
making
shit
Dan
on
happy.
you?
He's my friend.
Yay!
His mom used to
Friends
buy me
forever.
tickets. Is this Zack Attack?
That's right.
Star of The Passage?
I haven't
Mark
watched
Paul
that
Gossett?
because I want to
Oh,
read
it's
that
terrible.
book.
Oh, the book's
Is it
great.
really? Is it terrible?
It's not the book.
It got decent reviews, I
It's
thought.
not good.
Oh, all right. That's a shame.
It's not bad. It's
well,
just
we're not
good.
here to rank the passage.
This isn't the
Jack.
Passage podcast.
It's not Passage Talk with Jack and Dan.
It's not. But that's the most originally titled podcast I've ever heard. What do we got, Danny? By the way, remember we called him Danny for
familiar.
years? My mom
I
still
never called
my
him
sister
Danny.
still calls you Danny. My sister is 30 years old, and she calls you Danny because the only
Really?
time she saw you on a regular basis, you were still Danny.
I was still Danny.
You only switched to...
I have never called
I
It
him.
was
never
literally
really,
like
like-
the end of the Ninja Turtles movie, where he's just like, it's just Dan now, Dad. Dan! Okay.
I don't know.
Dan!
I mean,
Remember that? The end of the Ninja Turtles movie, where the kid and the reporter reunite? Dan!
I guess
Okay,
I guess
Dan.
I was Danny.
You were Danny.
I remember on like
I found a picture of our South Park avatars. I'm pretty sure... Oh, no, you were Dan on that, I think. I don't remember.
or South Park avatars. I was Dan. I thought you were talking about Cartman's Hangout, where I was Danny.
You were Danny.
Yeah. What? That's a whole other
That's
thing.
a whole other thing, Jeff.
That's a whole
That's a
other
whole
thing.
Other thing.
Brother, that is
Brother.
a whole other
Rather
thing.
than a whole other thing. Written and directed by Joel and Ethan Cohen.
All right, I have the ranking ready to roll.
Okay. Do we don't have any new Patreon subscribers, do
No,
we?
we don't.
Should we just start naming the dead?
Here's who died.
Do a
since last episode.
Vietnam War memorial of the 47,000
Oh,
Patreon
Lord.
people who have left us since we went 6 months without a new episode.
All right, here we go. So we have crunched our
Don't
numbers.
steal my so. We don't.
Eh.
That's not a so segment. That's not a so intro.
Okay, so we have crunched. How do I do it normally?
I don't know if it's okay we have or maybe it is so. You don't do a so.
I don't do so.
Yeah, that's my
Jack.
thing.
That's Jack.
That's my thing. You don't touch it.
Hey everybody, we've crunched our
fine. That's
numbers.
60
minutes on the clock, but
and
we've
these
crunched our
are the
numbers. All right, so we crunched our numbers. Maybe that's it. I think it's just all right.
Yeah.
All right.
I get bluffed.
Damn it, Bluff.
That's very funny.
Right?
All right, so we have crunched our numbers, and Treehouse of Horror 29 has ranked really fucking low.
Yeah, it sucked.
It did suck. It has ranked
Surprise.
slightly better than The Boys of Bummer, and slightly worse than Lisa Simpson, This Isn't Your Life. That puts it at number 10.
Wow.
On
So
our
made our,
list. Made our bottom 10.
what was it between? I don't listen to any of that.
It was between The Boys of Bummer and Lisa Simpson, This
Boys
Isn't
of
Your
Bummer,
Life.
Bart tries to kill himself, commits attempts suicide.
Yes,
Really?
that is that
Yeah,
one.
he jumps off
He
a
jumps
thing
off a
to his
water
death.
tower.
What was the other one?
Lisa Simpson, This Isn't Your Life, which, to be quite honest with you, I
don't
do
know
not
what
remember.
that is.
I have
don't know
no idea what that is.
That's not the one with Ricky Gervais.
No, that's Marge Simpson, This Isn't Your Wife, or something.
Is this the fake titles?
Oh shit! I forgot we have that too. Oh, this episode's never gonna end. We're gonna have a 3-hour record
A
easy.
3-hour record. A 3-hour record. And
Nailed
then
it.
we started the fake titles. Made
That
some
is
atheist jokes.
by far our worst Treehouse of Horror episode. I don't even think it's close.
Really?
Yeah, the next.
No, I would say that's our... Usually when we watch a Treehouse of Horror, we go, it was better than what we usually get. At least the parodies floated us through the episode.
The next worst Treehouse of Horror was Treehouse of Horror 20, which is number 49. So that's like a big gap.
I feel like when we watch a Mayoween or an Octoween, I feel like we usually are like... I feel like usually we're like, that wasn't bad, but it wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. This was bad.
This was actively bad. Yeah.
How many
This was
treehouses
not
have
good.
you watched?
We've
We've
like
done
10 or
5.
so.
We've done 5 Mayoweens.
Yeah, and I think we've done 5 Octoweens.
Maybe it's Mayoween. Maybe it's Mayoween. By the way, we make a maybe it's Maybelline joke in our season premiere, and then we do a whole
Do we
Reliant
really?
K tangent. And then we talk about how there's nobody who is an atheist that also likes Reliant K that listens to this show.
Wow, I don't remember any of that.
Yeah.
All right.
I do, because I just edited
Yeah,
it.
because you just did it. All right, let's do the fake title game.
Wait, are we going to do the rankings?
We just did it.
Who won?
I did. I won everything. What are you playing here? What the fuck is this?
I had the Roseanne.
The voice best blind auditions ever in history.
I had the Royce. I had the Roseanne YouTube video queued. I had it queued, and then it's just been auto playing since then.
That's how improvement.
Oh, improvement again.
Is this the new fake title? By the way, I've struggled for 5 Bourbon Pleases to come up with a good name for the fake titles in that game.
Yeah.
And I finally came up with it this year.
Yeah. All right. What do we got?
Fake titles.
That's the great name. Fake titles.
We've never come up with a good name for the game.
All right. That's fine.
That's the name of the game. That knows.
I will. Yep. That's the name of the game.
So here's the cue that I always play at work. I know it's at 103. So anytime somebody makes like a really bad
first
joke,
thing you do is in the
so when somebody makes a really bad joke
Open
at
up
work, I
YouTube.
play this, and then I about halfway through I start laughing like Roseanne.
That's brilliant.
And I've been doing it for about 2 months now, and it never doesn't crack everybody up. It
that's
gets
pretty
old.
great.
I do.
No, it doesn't.
I do. There's a Tim and Eric sketch, the Cinco Party face mask.
Yeah.
With the auto responses, and I do. I have the soundboard, and I use that at work all the time too with like our boss, where it's just like, okay, all right, thanks for coming, Bob Odenkirk's voice. I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for coming. I use that soundboard at work. I'm a fucking morning zoo DJ. You
That's
know?
all I ever wanted in life is to be a morning zoo DJ.
How many listeners do we have?
Jack and Dan coming up on the 101.
Right, so
we
we-
got Maroon 5 in studio. How are you doing, Adam Levine?
Does this shit go bad? I feel like we're gonna do a fake title shot.
Oh,
I know.
are we?
I know. You need it.
I gotta go home, go to bed. I gotta go
That's
to bed.
not working. I'm just like stone cold sober right
I
now.
gotta go see
I was
baby.
spinning the thing.
Usually one of these things knocks me out for the night.
What happened to our
Cups.
Cuppies.
We stocked them because we weren't gonna do any more
these
shots.
are-
Well,
new
but
cups.
let's use the new
Those
cups.
are the
I don't want to use your dirty cups.
I don't want to use some new cups.
I don't want to use all your dirty blue cups now.
Oh my god, that's awful.
You all right?
My goodness. So we are going to
I don't
do.
want to wait for that last to be over.
What's great is my roommate doesn't know if that's me or you yet.
Because your roommate just moved in this morning and doesn't know who you are.
Pretty much. So,
Am I pouring these again?
yeah, you got form again.
Pour.
So for any of the new of the dozens of listeners we have, viewers we have here, anybody who doesn't know this game, this is a game we play every Bourbon Please. It's called Fake Titles. It's where the original broke the cork. What did you do?
I pulled off the.
Nothing.
It's off the foil.
What comes off?
All right, all right.
Okay.
Elliot, we do want to hear the traditional Australian drinking song. I hope was that not it?
Whoa!
What, the pour?
the Dan Dawson's Creek thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna play a game of fake titles. This is where I have 10 real episode titles of The Simpsons. We used to do this because the idea was, oh my god, the show has gotten so bad.
Yeah.
Listen how bad these titles are. You won't be able to tell them from my terrible ones.
Right.
That has evolved into nothing. Like now this is probably the worst batch of fake titles
I
I've come up
can't
with.
fucking wait.
No, I mean like they're like the least funny.
No,
But you always
I don't
say that,
believe that.
and then
I don't
I know,
believe
and
that.
I always
one
say
that
that, and then
just-
there's one that's always this
It's
doesn't
gonna be
have
the
that.
gay that brings
Brings
the
the
glue.
Exactly, and I tried really hard for another game, but I did this at
Yeah.
work. My job has gotten a lot harder.
Okay.
My mental load is just a lot heavier than it
Yeah.
is. It's why we don't
Sure.
do as many podcasts. It
Yeah.
just, I don't have
life
the time.
got in the way.
Life found a way to get in the way.
You will wash your hands before you eat anything.
Look, I have a PS4 Pro. A PS4 Pro with Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
I got it for Christmas. It has been sitting on that shelf for 5 weeks now. I
I'll
don't
take
have,
it.
I don't
I'll
have
just
time
take
to
it from
play.
you.
I don't have time to play video games.
I'm just gonna take it.
What are you going to do
I'm
with
gonna
it?
get Spider-Man.
So-
I'll play Spider-Man.
I want to get Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
But it's the same as the Arkham games. I don't have the Arkham games. Anyway, this batch of fake tiles is
Yeah.
not my strongest. I'm not
Okay.
sure you won't both get all 10 right. So the
Okay.
original point of the game
That
was,
doesn't mean they're not gonna
here's
be
how
funny.
bad the titles are. You can't tell them apart. You'll
Right.
immediately know what the real title is.
Yeah.
And then you'll
That's
have 3 or 4 bad fake titles that should be the gay who birthed Lou.
Yeah.
But it's not.
But
it's
yeah,
just,
okay.
it's just
You're
me
trying to
mom.
recapture old glory.
I'm trying to recapture the old glory.
Well, are we doing shots before we start?
We're
or
going
what?
to do a fake title shot.
Should we probably do
Okay.
a bunch of shots before?
Oh no, I don't want to do a bunch.
This is to the
Make it
people.
funny.
This is to the dozens of viewers who are still.
This is the story of a girl
That's a Bourbon
Dozens.
who cried a river around. Was that in Bourbon Place?
Please. Was that a bourbon place?
Was that a bird?
Was that a bourbon place, fish? Hello, fish. Nobody gets this but Dan and Jeff.
That's a deep inside cut.
That's my Peter Stormare.
That's from Prison Break season. Jeff doesn't even remember.
You don't remember?
Now we're watching Prison Break.
Hold
a
on.
donut.
Hold on, Bootsy.
Hey, Bootsy.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Are we doing this?
Dozens.
Oh, mama.
Matt, I just threw up.
Yeah.
Where's my seltzer?
Yahoo!
Yahoo!
Another 90s commercial.
We also do that bit in the new season premiere coming up.
We also bark like dogs.
A lot.
A lot.
It's mostly barking.
Mostly barking. That should be the episode title.
We should have had our own 90s Nick show called Two Barking Dogs. Okay.
All right,
So,
let's do this, Jack. I
who do
am
we have
so
left?
hyped for this.
Who do we have left? We have 8 people left, I think.
Good.
They're really sticking with us, our hardcore fans.
We don't know that it's the same 8 people. It could be
I know.
8 newbies.
I've noticed a
Your
lot,
computer
and I've
froze.
noticed a lot of our diehards did have to leave because we are pushing this late, and it's a Friday. So we
It's Friday
appreciate
night. We've almost been here for 3 hours.
the mood is right. We're gonna have some fun.
Show you how it's done.
What do you mean
TGIF.
What?
What do you mean almost? It's 11:30.
Well, but we've been recording for 2 hours and 40 minutes.
And we have a lot of
right
British and European listeners. That it's not very late.
now. Yeah,
We have
it's
Australian.
tomorrow for them.
So we're gonna play fake titles.
All right, let's do it. I am so excited about this.
This is the
Jack,
most
I am
underwhelming batch.
so excited about
Most
this.
underwhelming batch.
The most excited I have ever been
I don't think you can set
for
the
anything in
bar
my
low.
life.
Shots or not, this is the least drunk we've ever been.
Ah,
Okay.
ah.
I don't know about that.
Number 1, and please play along here.
about that.
I want our viewers to play along here. I'll give you time. I don't know what the delay is, to be honest, but
Man, the time delay in Australia is crazy. Elliot is saying it's midday on Saturday.
Yeah,
That's
I mean-
nuts. What is it, like 12-hour difference? I guess it must be.
right. But I'm giving I meant the time delay with the Periscope. So
I know what you meant. I'm just saying because he had just mentioned about it.
here comes the first one.
All right, let's do it. Fake title game. We
Play
got
it.
a theme song for it. Do-do-do-do-do. Here comes Jack with his fake titles. Happy birthday,
Oh, man,
happy birthday.
That's right up there with the Jeopardy Think theme and Family Feud.
All-time classic songs. Let's do it.
So anyway, I'll give time for our viewers, and I'll give time for our listeners at home who are playing at home and want to try to guess the real title.
Okay.
Which, again, this would have made more sense the first couple of years. Now, they were very obvious.
Yeah,
Dozens.
that's the fake one.
That's the whiskey coming back up. Redbreast, more like green puke.
Bourbon, please. More like bourbon. Please.
I know we've already decided the name of this episode will be Bourbon Please 5, Mayoween 5, another Cthulhu.
Yeah.
But
Cthulhu. You said it wrong again.
rats.
Cthulhu.
Here's the fake titles. Cthulhu. What is
Oh
it?
my god, it's
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu. I gotta remember Hulu.
The Elder Gods, yeah.
Kids in the
Cthulhu.
Hall is not on Hulu.
Hulu.
Kids
Yeah,
in
there
the
you go.
Hall is not on Hulu. I need
actually might
mnemonics.
be.
Mnemonics work very well for me.
Okay, there you go.
By the way, if anybody on
That
Xbox,
one works.
if I know you guys mostly have PlayStation, if anybody on Xbox wants to play PUBG, PlayerUnknown's Battleground, with me and Jeff, we've been playing for a year. We have it down to a fucking
of that game.
science the way we communicate. We communicate in monosyllabic, just grunts now, and I can communicate exactly what's in my gear, my backpack, and my ammo by going, "Buh," and he knows. So if you're into that kind of like hardcore game style playing, join me and Jeff in PUBG.
There you go.
Number 1.
Here we go. I'm so excited.
I'm going to give you 3 titles. One is a real... Oh, and by the way, I used to pick a particular season, but now you're hip to most of the titles.
Yeah.
So these are upcoming episodes or recent episodes. I'm hoping you didn't see
If they're
these
upcoming ones, I have no idea.
through cultural osmosis.
Okay, good.
He has 3 titles. One is real, 2 are fake.
I've moved it.
Number 1, Daticus Finch. Number 2, Mole Man Caulfield. Number 3, Holly Mo Lightly. So these are 3 titles.
Yeah.
2 of them are real, 1 is fake. Daticus Finch.
Wait, 2 of them are real, 1 is fake?
No, the opposite of what I said.
I should have known.
That's not,
Wait, he said it right. 2 of them are real, 1 of them is fake.
2 of them are reals, 1 is fake.
No, 1 is real and 2 are fake.
No, 2 are real and 1 is fake.
1
you
is
have
fake.
to guess the fake one.
No, 1 is real.
No, 1 is real and 2 are fake.
Fuck,
Yeah.
fuck.
I gotta guess the real one.
Christ, what are you doing to me?
That's what you've been saying.
The whole time? I do that all the time.
The whole time?
I get everything back.
I don't know. Our science might be a little.
I've got like a
Hit me
weird.
again.
I get a weird dyslexia.
Datticus Finch, Moleman
When I
Caulfield.
Alcohol will do that to you.
Datticus Finch, Moleman Caulfield, and
One of
Holly
these is the
Moleman.
real title.
Atticus Finch.
Let me start over. Hey everybody, hello everybody. This is the worst episode ever, Simpsons show.
That's right.
Okay. One of these is real, 2 is fake.
Most of Periscope seems to think it's Datticus Finch.
Datticus Finch, Moleman Caulfield, Holly Molightly.
I was kind of leaning towards Holly Molightly, though. I don't know.
Do you think these rubes, these
These
rubes?
dum-dums don't know what they're talking about. I don't know. I'm trying to think. What's the episode Datticus Finch?
But
I
do
could
you
see
see
like
the theme?
Professor
Do you
Frank.
see the theme of the titles?
no about Yeah, no, I get the theme. They're all like
Literary-
mid-1900s
Literary
characters.
protagonists.
Yeah.
Yes.
Holly Molightly, I could see it being like a Mo
What's
Breakfast
that
at
episode
Tiffany's
about?
type
What's
of thing.
Holly Molightly about?
I've never seen Breakfast at Tiffany's, but I see like Mo in like a Breakfast at Tiffany's situation.
Okay.
With a really racist Andy
Yeah, I was gonna
Rooney.
say, who's the Andy?
Yeah.
Not the Andy Rooney.
Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Rooney.
Andy-
What's the deal with Asian
I
stereotypes?
like how he's just old Jerry Seinfeld. What's the deal
That's
with
my
all
Andy
this
Rooney.
stuff? Datticus Finch? I don't know what that
What's
episode is.
Moleman Caulfield about?
Moleman Caulfield is 100% a fake one.
Why?
So there's no episode called Moleman
No, because
Caulfield.
it could be Holden Caulfield
Yeah,
and Hans Moleman.
I get it. I get what Jack was thinking about.
That could be a very legitimate episode.
But Datticus Finch...
It's season 30. Maybe they're doing a Hans Moleman.
Elliot
episode.
suggested Tequila Mockingbird, which is very funny.
That's good, but that's not a protagonist. That's a book.
That's a book, yeah. That's
That Datticus Finch would be from.
I mean,
Idiot.
what is Datticus Finch going to be? Is Homer going to be a lawyer? Like,
I think it's
representing like,
dad.
a Boo Radley type?
Could be any dad in the show. Could be Flanders as a dad.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Grandpa's a
Dad.
dad. Datticus. D-A-D-D.
That doesn't help the.
Alright, I'm going to say that Datticus Finch is the real one.
Why? You just said that it doesn't...
Because Holly Mo
Hold on,
Lightly,
your paper.
it might be too much.
Is
No,
that
it's-
your
it's
final
like-
answer?
That is my ultimate response.
I think you also let off on that because.
What do you think,
Because
Jeff?
I needed one that I could try to get right. And he blew it. He got it right.
What do you think, Jeff? You got it?
Datticus Finch.
That's
Atticus Finch.
I would love to know what that episode's about.
That was my only shot at maybe convincing you guys to admit it. The rest
You
are
almost had
very
me.
bad.
I was like, oh, it's Holly Mo Lightly.
When I came up with Holly Molightly, I was like, I got him! I got him!
I almost fell for it. It was
That's it.
Patreon. Not Patreon, Periscope. I'm not gonna look at Periscope.
Why are we
anymore.
going to play anymore? The rest is bullshit.
I want to
That
hear.
was all I had.
I want to hear your terrible.
I went all in. All right, number 2.
One
This,
fish, two
Yeah,
fish,
I'm
red
all in.
fish,
I'm
disco
ready. I'm
still
ready.
fish.
actually, to be honest, there's only like 3 hard ones. I think the rest I like I said, I really half-assed it this year. I didn't have time. I was doing this when my boss was sneaking off to the bathroom.
Okay,
It's
okay.
also hard to do numbers like what 30 through 40 that you've been.
It's tough.
whatever.
It's a lot of work. It's a
more
lot of
like
work.
60 through
These are
80.
hard. I didn't even know you were
I look
doing
at
these.
It's a lot of work. I put a couple hours into it, and even that was pushing it. And I usually put more time into it. Anyway,
Okay.
number 2, Gil Save the Queen, Doe Canada, The Star Spangled Skinner. Gil Save the Queen. Gil Save the Queen, Doe Canada, The Star Spangled Skinner.
All of those could be real episodes.
I appreciate that. Thank
No,
you.
I don't
right,
think
I
the
agree.
I don't
I
think the
think
Gil
this-
one is a real one because I don't know what
They
Gil
wouldn't
Save the
do
Queen
that
would
to
be.
Gil.
Have they done a Simpsons Go to
They did
Canada
a Gil episode. We covered it very
Yeah,
early in our
Kill
I
run.
Bill.
think
yeah.
it's Stowe, Canada, but
I was leaning towards Doe Canada, but I don't know that.
Star Spangled Skinner is my second. Gil
Star-
Save the Queen just.
Star Spangled Skinner
Gil
could be
could
it.
never ever save the.
People on
Queen.
Periscope seem to be split between C and B.
Nobody likes Gil Saves the Queen?
Nobody likes Gil Saves the Queen.
It's
Sorry,
just
Jack.
not feasible in the Simpsons
Okay.
universe.
Okay.
I'm gonna go B Doe Canada.
Let's get this stuff out of the way of the camera here.
No, people like to see our booze.
Our boobs.
People love to see our
Boozy
boobs.
boobs.
I'm gonna say Doe Canada. What do you think, Jeff?
Stowe, Canada.
Gil Canada is correct. God damn it! Those were the 2! Those were the 2!
I like before it was like, God damn it, that was the one.
I know, but I was holding out hope. Like they get gradually easier. And by gradually, I mean
that's another
exponentially.
good one.
Okay,
I know, but that
okay.
was it pretty much. Well, we'll see. I got a couple more maybes.
Okay,
But
let's
those are those are the ones I was really.
Well, you never know what's
I
going to
know,
trick us
I
on
know.
what is.
Yeah.
I know. All right, number 3.
Nothing tricks the internet.
Yeah, sure. The hive mind. Who complains about that?
Nobody tricks the trickster. Nobody. That's a deep cut to
Very deep cut.
1990 Flash.
Yeah. Is it who? Oh, Dan Harmon about Rick and Morty. I think I said it.
Yeah.
With the hive mind on Reddit, you can't
Oh,
set
yeah,
up a
yeah.
season-long twist anymore
Yes,
because
he said that.
somebody will get it. Like
Right.
the hive mind figures it out.
Yeah.
It happened with Star Trek. It happened with Westworld. They were talking about the timelines. It's
I know.
like that will never happen. That's such a ridiculous twist. There's yes, your stupid arguments make sense, but like that is so stupid. They will never do it. You're reaching, and then
Yeah.
100% of it was true. And I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit.
That's why I don't read any theories anymore. You know, it ruins it.
Yeah, I like reading theories though.
No, it's fine.
Come
You do
on.
you.
We watch Lost, and
Lost I love.
like that. People will never get how good Lost is because the best part of Lost.
Janelle Jangle had no interest in hearing it, but I was like, let me tell you about the official Lost podcast real quick.
Is the inspiration?
She was,
driven
so I
studios.
said, and I was like, you don't care, but I'm going to talk about the official Lost podcast, and you just have to listen because you're my wife.
If any of you ever get to talk to
Carlton Cuse and
and Damon Lindelof, if you ever meet them, let them know like 90% of the DNA of We Studios inexplicably comes from the weird Lost official ABC podcast.
Yeah. It was the first podcast I listened to.
It was like a cynical Disney, like, all right, do some
I never even
do
heard
some
of
web content.
They definitely made them do it because they had this weird thing with Apple where you could buy like episodes of Lost, and they were like, no, you guys got to do a podcast.
But we're the head writers of a show. We got to really work on the show. We have to
They
come
said,
up.
but you never play the
But you
banjo.
never play the banjo.
Don't make me play
Don't
that
make
banjo.
me play that banjo. So they were forced to do this. Like, we have
Yeah.
to work on this very complicated show. And they were forced to like sit in this room and record a
I
show.
loved it so much.
It was this.
Because because they were so tired, and it was just like on their lunch break they had to just like record this podcast.
And they would talk about last
That
week's episode. They would
sucks.
answer questions.
They'd
But
answer questions, yeah.
But they can't say anything either. That's what's frustrating
Right.
is they're talking about a show even
They're
though
talking about the show,
literally
but they can't actually like say like here's what's actually happening.
That also sounds like the basis for Talking Dead, and that makes me hate it.
No, it was not like Talking Dead because that's more
it wasn't?
like
It was completely different.
I'm Chris
Wasn't that
Hardwick.
crazy?
Here we're on Talking Dead.
No,
Isn't it great?
I laughed my ass off.
I was cleared of all responsibility for my Me Too thing.
I'm allowed to badmouth
Yeah,
Walking Dead now?
Yeah, you are.
Dan wouldn't let me badmouth Walking Dead for a
Those
while.
days are long gone.
Okay, so spoilers for Walking Dead from a few seasons ago. I laughed so hard. There is a mid-season thing. Spoilers? Is that okay?
I don't give a shit. They killed Shane.
So
That was like way fucking long ago.
That's when the show lost me because he was the best fucking character on the show.
He was very
and they
upset.
killed him off, and they kept the wife.
So she died
They
too.
killed her off too.
Well, I don't really care. It
They're
took
all
too freaking
dead.
long.
They're all dead.
Even Rick's basically.
They're all dead. So anyway, they kill off.
Stupid show.
So they kill off in a brutal fashion, in a surprising fashion. They kill off.
Carl?
No, the Korean character. Oh, God, the
Oh,
Korean
Stephen
American.
Yeun.
Stephen Yeun.
What the fuck was his name? now?
Ree. His last name is Ree.
Glenn.
Glenn Ree. So God, Jesus Christ. So
God,
anyway,
yeah.
they kill off Glenn. And
This
it's
was my
brutal.
life for like
they
5 years.
Bash his head in with a bat with barbed wire. His eye pops out. It's
Yeah,
brutal.
yeah.
And then it cuts to Chris Hardwick doing a lot. They're screening it live.
Oh my god, I can't believe Glenn got killed!
No, they're screening it live in LA. Everybody is in shock. They're watching this live, and
Yeah.
these are like diehard Walking Dead fans.
At
who take it way
Hollywood
too
Forever
serious.
Cemetery, yeah.
So they're
Yeah.
all just like crying, and they're all just. It's quiet. It's raining in LA,
Yeah.
and it's dark, and it's raining, and they're all just crying. And Chris Hardwick he's in the suit, and he's just like all serious. Goes, "We'll be right back. Talking Dead will be on it. That was something." Talking Dead, and like it was like yeah, Glenn died. That sucks, but like come on.
Yeah, just like do the thing.
And I'm watching this live,
It's the
and I
Truman
just
Show.
busted out laughing. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my god, we'll be back with Talking Dead. I'm Chris Hardwick, we've got 100 singles!
Anyway, the Lost Podcast. The Lost Podcast was great. What were we bringing up about Lost? You were
Ooh.
bringing up the Lost Podcast.
I don't remember why I brought it up.
Talking about it with your wife.
Literally today, I was like, you don't understand the Lost Podcast is why we have worst episode ever, and she was just like, I don't...
It really is. It was
I
the
don't
first
care.
podcast I ever listened to.
Yeah, me
It was
too.
the closest to
Points! Someone said points!
you talking you two to me and this, or I would say, and the Lost Podcast are the two closest things to like what we do.
Yeah,
Okay,
just two friends having fun. Talking
I
about
love that
things.
show. I love that show.
Oh, so good. Anyway.
Anyway, I wish they could know. I wish they could know, even though we haven't made that big of an impact, in the social media world. I
Yeah.
wish they could know all of this is because of them.
I would love to meet Damon Lindelof. He is
Leftovers.
The Leftovers was the fucking
Connie
best.
Hughes, Nash Bridges. I love Nash
Yeah,
Bridges.
and I've wanted to watch Bates Motel,
Eh.
but I haven't yet.
I know, I will. I never will, because there's no time.
There's no time anymore. All right, let's do it, Jack.
Number 3.
We're out of time.
Oh God, it's only number 3.
Number 3. The invisible brightness of seeing a TV.
Okay.
The inedible tightness of eating a tabby.
Of eating a tabby?
A tabby. The inedible tightness of eating a tabby.
Okay.
Oh no.
The incredible lightness of being a baby.
Wow.
Wait.
I'm gonna.
What is it for? You undersold so much.
The inevitable triteness.
Oh boy. The inevitable triteness. It's not D. It's not D.
Shh. Cheating.
The inevitable triteness of peeing out high C.
D is out. I see. What? Can you
Can I
reread?
repeat that?
Yeah, please repeat all of them.
I don't know if you can. You're gonna
Please repeat all of them.
The invisible brightness of seeing a TV.
The invisible brightness
I can't
of seeing
believe
a
I think
TV.
that's the
I don't know
real
what
one.
the fuck that means, but it might be real.
The inedible tightness of eating a tabby.
What does that mean? None of these make any sense.
You can't eat a cat. It's inedible, and it's tight in your mouth.
Okay, so that's fake. Because you're explaining it like you wrote
way
it.
too well.
I get what they're doing.
Yeah, okay.
I get what they're doing.
Sure you do. What was C?
The incredible lightness of being a baby.
That could be real. The incredible lightness of being a baby.
They are light. They don't weigh as much unless they're fat
It's
babies.
incredible how light they are.
It's and like maybe they get smaller. It's incredible. The incredible. Where? The inevitable triteness of peeing out. I see. I think it's D.
C was the inevitable lightness of being a baby?
Yeah, the invisible brightness of seeing a TV, the inedible tightness of eating a tabby, the incredible lightness of being a baby, the inevitable triteness of peeing out high C.
I'm going with C. What do you think, Jeff?
C is my guess. A is the close second.
A's close, but A doesn't make any sense.
Let's see. Thought I would have had you.
I thought high C, peeing out high C would be the winner.
Yeah, right. It's done.
Remember high C?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I remember high C.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ecto.
Ecto Cooler was so good. Yeah. Hey, it's Matt Stein. This is a podcast of terror.
They'll appreciate that.
We love you, buddy.
What do you think of his Matt impression? Jeff hangs out with Matt more than you do.
Hey, Jeff. This is Matt Stein from Podcast of Terror.
I don't know podcast Matt as well though.
It's the same Matt.
Doesn't sound like it.
This is Podcast of Terror. I like to say bad words, and Corey doesn't like it when I curse.
Corey doesn't mind. His stepdad doesn't like it. Were you looking at them?
I had just like turned my eyes over to that.
I really just realized that you had it out.
I can
know.
see through it anyway and see which ones are bold. I didn't see like any current questions though. Alright, let's do the next one. I have to go home eventually. I'm surprised Janelle hasn't texted me and is like, why are you
Number
not
4.
home yet?
She knows. She gets. They dig. They
I hope.
trust.
Well, usually she doesn't go to sleep until I get home, and I'm hoping she just went to sleep.
Okay.
Hit me.
Number 4. 101 mitigations.
Okay.
101 mitigations.
101 mitigations. Midchlorians.
101 litigations.
Okay, that's close.
101 clitigations.
That's a strong contender for real one.
101 shit occasions.
Cut to Jack at work. The boss is coming back. Shitigations. Yeah, that'll be fine for this fucking rubes. These fucking dum-dums that listen to this podcast.
101 mitigations. 101 litigations. 101 clitigations. 101 shitigations.
It's gotta be 101 litigations. Jeff, what do you think?
Oh, I'm gonna disagree. It's B.
That is
That
B.
is B.
I know.
You're both wrong. It's A. It's 101 mitigations.
No,
I got it.
Oh, shit.
I got it.
Mitigation?
Why is that so funny? Why is that so funny?
Can I have the book?
Silent Jack. This book?
Yeah. I want to be able to hold it up. But...
Oh, I see. Good call. Good call.
What,
Alright, so we got it wrong.
What did everybody else think? Did they get it right?
Some people were saying B, so...
You just got Jack.
You just got jerked!
That's right, Jack.
Oh, my balls.
You just got vaxxed. Enjoy not having measles.
You just got vexed.
Am I in here? Am I in the frame?
Yeah, you're in there.
It's weird because I got to play the camera. I got to play to you. Now I understand why that guy killed himself. Ray Gomes.
Oh,
It's
man,
hard.
it's tough.
It's hard.
It's a tough life.
I'm gonna kill myself. It's the game show. Being
It's
a game
not
show.
because of this. Let's be
It's
real.
because I'm a game show host.
It's not because
It's
of this.
because I'm a number one answer. Because I'm a game show host.
Is it up there?
Is my news up there?
You don't need to do this. You just click this
His
out.
suicide note was just salacious crone.
I would love it if my suicide note was just salacious crime.
See, this is why we're worried about Jack.
I want to know if anybody has ever
I
written.
want to know if salacious crone.
I want to know if anybody's ever written a suicide note in Huttese. Oh,
solo.
Me so solo.
Why would those people ever want to kill themselves?
Me so solo.
Me so solo bindo tuto.
Me no.
No sin killing podcast.
Me no Wookie.
Oh my god.
Me Miss X.
Oh.
Me Cookie Monster now. Number 5.
The line between Jabba the
Number
Hutt
5.
and Cookie Monster is exceptionally thin.
Oh, Chips Ahoy! Oreo!
Me who want solo and chips
Rolo
ahoy.
Tito Not the Butter.
C is for Cookie and get me Han Solo. Alright, hit me with the next one.
Hit me with the next one. Number 5.
Number 5, still 6 to go.
Tree my forts.
Tree my forts.
Tree my forts. E my sports.
I get what we're doing here.
C my jorts.
Oh my god, that might be real.
I hope it's C my jorts.
T my quartz.
T my quartz?
Yeah, I got a golf tee.
Okay.
See my course.
P my shorts.
You got it, but the other
We got
one,
5 on
We got
this
5
one.
now.
P my shorts.
Into 6.
Is there 6? There's more?
One more.
Oh, you should have done 15.
Be my boards. Be my boards. So one more time. That's tree my forts.
Tree my forts.
E my sports.
E my sports.
C my jorts.
I want it to be C, but I don't think
I
it is.
think it
T my
is.
courts. Oh, that's funny. C is C my jorts. T my courts. E P my shorts. F B my boards.
I'm going to say B, E my sports.
You don't think it's P my shorts?
I don't think it's B my shorts. I think it's like an
Straight
esports
face you
episode.
had for literally a second. You don't think
You don't think it's P my shorts? You don't think it's the one it's clearly
No.
not?
You don't think it's Be my
No,
boards?
you don't.
No, I think it's E my sports. Jeff, what do you think?
I kind of.
Because I feel like it's an esports episode. Bart
Yeah,
probably
I know.
plays some video game.
It's
a
see
thing.
my jorts.
See my jorts? I mean, maybe.
Maybe it's a parody of See My Vest. I don't know.
Jorts, yeah.
No, I know
Jean shorts.
I know what jorts are.
We if you want some help,
they would try that hard to force it.
If you want Price is Right style help from the audience, there's been an A, a C, and a couple of B's.
People are really into see my jorts too.
Oh.
See my jorts.
See my jorts. They stretch and denim
boards.
Be my boards and tree my forts and E my sports and C my shorts. T my cords. P my shorts. P my boards. The incredible tightness of peeing out high C.
I now I have to have a pee time, by the way.
Okay, well, this is the halfway point through the game's title, so
We're gonna pause.
You said
3-hour plus podcast.
You said B though.
I say B. I say E my sports.
And then you just said you
Jeff,
can pee your shorts.
your
No, I'm
answer?
saying E my.
he has gonna pee his shorts.
I'm saying I have to pee and E my sports.
Jeff, your answer.
Mm-hmm. All right, B. Fuck it.
It's B. It's E my sports. E my sports. Dan, take a pee, and then we'll wrap this up.
All right, I'll be back.
And then we're gonna wrap this up. Jeff,
It was a really good answer.
That was a tough one.
Jeff, what have you been watching lately on television?
I don't know. I don't watch television.
You don't watch television. What do we got? What do we got?
I've been watching Married with Children reruns sometimes.
Great show. No peg. Whoosh. Do you remember the Married with Children backdoor pilot? It was going to be a show about like college roommates, and it was Matt LeBlanc, and it was 3 other people, and they were hanging out in the dorm. And for one scene, Al and Christina Applegate, Al and Kelly show up, and then they go away, and Steve is the dean. That's right, they were college students. Steve is the dean.
Like Marcy's husband? Steve?
Marcy's husband, Steve. And this was an episode of Married with Children, but it was a backdoor pilot. If it was a hit, they would have turned that. Basically, the producers wanted to make a pilot, and they make it as one of the 26 episodes of Married with Children to save the money, and they see if it works, if the chemistry between the actors works.
Right.
It didn't work. Matt LeBlanc, a year later, did Friends, so it worked out for him. And then he did Lost in Space, his big action
Lost
movie.
in Spaces. Matt LeBlanc.
Out of the 6 of them, he was the first to break out. It looked like he was going to be the big movie star. And then Jennifer Aniston, I guess, is the most successful in terms of like A-list.
Yeah, why the hell not? Who else?
Matthew Perry made a bid for it. He did the whole 9 yards, the whole
Did
10
not
yards,
last very
not failure to launch, 3 to Tango.
It did not
Which
last
out of
long.
who the most
That was
successful
about the end of
friend
it.
is?
That's what we're talking about, baby.
Jen Aniston, baby.
Yeah.
No question.
But I'm saying Matt LeBlanc was the early frontrunner.
He was.
Was he?
Yes.
I would say Matthew Perry was the front runner, or maybe Courtney Cox with Scream.
Yeah, they were all frontrunners.
They all did pretty well.
David Schwimmer.
David Schwimmer, I saw in a restaurant once,
Well, there you go.
so he must be the best.
That's like their Emmy.
It was a McDonald's.
That's right. It was
All right.
McDonald's. He was like, well, I want a Big Mac.
We were on a supersonic.
We were on a break.
Number 7. Oh, this is apt.
Okay, good.
Number 7.
David Schwimmer, the episode of The Simpsons.
Parks and the Recreation. Mad About the U. 30 The Rock. Sign the Feld.
It's not Sign the Feld. It's not Sign the Feld.
Do you really?
Diff the Rent Strokes.
Diff the Rent Strokes.
Diff the Rent Strokes. So the
Rent
Strokes
strokes.
are your landlord. And
Right.
you're
And
asking
you're
Oh,
diff-
rent strokes.
Can I diff the rent? Comma strokes direct address.
Or diff the, like, rent is short for parents, which is what this originally is, because I have an
Yeah.
apostrophe
Okay.
before rent.
Sure.
So I meant, like, diff the, like, a rent, like, you don't want your parents to have a stroke. So diff the rent stroke.
Just diff the rent.
Stroke.
Comma strokes.
Okay.
And finally, The Good Place, the.
Oh man.
So I have Parks and the Recreation, 30 The Rock,
This is a tough one.
Mad About the U, Sign the Feld, Diff the Rent Strokes, and The Good Place, the.
I think the only ones it could be are
Mad About the U.
Mad About the U and Parks and the Recreation. I'm kind of leaning towards Mad About the U.
I'm mad about the
Because it's probably like U, like the letter U, and it's like a university or something.
Yeah.
If you want a hint, it's YOU.
Yeah, I'm still going to say Mad About the
they're
U.
the only.
Jeff, what do you think? What do you got?
Mad About the U.
Mad About the U. Wow, wow.
Not signed the felt.
It's not signed the felt.
Well, you're like signing
The felt?
the felt.
Yeah,
The
oh,
felt
okay.
agreement.
Okay.
Got the Penske account.
It's mad about you.
Yeah! Have I gotten all of them?
No!
Oh.
Oh, I missed
You
one.
got the litigations one wrong for
You're
a
right.
Lola.
Yes,
For
you're right,
mitigations.
you're right.
Yeah, all right.
Litigation. All right, last three. Let's bang these out.
Let's
Three
do it.
more.
I have to go home.
Okay, these will be quick. These are quick ones.
I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.
Sleep in a big race.
All right, here we go. Grimes.
Oh, can't even get the first one out.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
We're fine. How are you?
Grimes prancing has fat cats try ham.
What? Wait.
Why did you start
Can
with
you repeat that one?
Grimes.
Prancing.
Frank Grimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
What does he do?
Grimy, as he'd like to be
As
called.
we like to be called.
Grimes prancing has fat cats try ham. That's if you think about it, it makes sense.
Trying
Grimes prancing has fat cats try ham?
Because he's like a working class guy.
Yeah, and he's prancing, and the fat
Your cats
cats
are
are
like,
like, I've never had ham. And he's like, you gotta try ham.
He's just prancing around throwing ham, is what I thought.
Yeah,
There it was A.
clearly A.
Grimes prancing has fat cats try ham.
Grimes prancing has fat cats try ham.
I'm dancing as fat as I can.
I'm dancing
I'm
as
dancing
fat as I
as
can.
fat as I can.
Okay, that could be real.
That could be real. Ted Danson's ass that lies.
Nope.
Ted Danson's
Nope.
Ted Danson's
Don't repeat it.
Ted Danson's ass that lies tan.
That lies.
Ted
Tan.
Danson's ass. Ted Danson's ass. That lies
Ted
tan.
Danson's ass that lies tan.
I mean, that's a strong front runner. Oh boy. Oh boy. So it's definitely B. But continue with D.
You don't know that. You don't know
It
that.
could be an E.
The next one's gonna be like Bart the teacher or something.
Try chancing mass fry gas at cans.
What? What? Say that one more time.
Try chancing mass fry gas at cans.
What is fry gas?
Like gas, you have gas from eating French fries because you're in France. Because it's Cannes. You're at the Cannes Film Festival and you had French fries. And now it's like, are you going to go to the Cannes Film Festival after you had all these French fries and you have gas? Try chancing mass fry gas at Cannes.
So I got here at like 7 o'clock, 7:15. I picture you at like 6:30, 6:40, like, I gotta finish these episode titles. Try gas prancing, try ham, or whatever it is.
Try chancing mass fry gas at Cannes.
Of course. Try gassing mass fried hams at cans.
Number 5.
Yeah, there's an E.
Wait, there's
I told you
another
there's
one?
an E.
Oh, Jesus.
My Manson Jazz Silent Night Jam. Mime Manson jazzed Silent Night Jam. Because he's a mime version of Marilyn Manson and it's
He only
Christmas.
does night jam.
So mime
Of course,
Manson.
he only does night jams.
Because he's a mime Manson.
Because he's a mime man.
So mime Manson jazzed. Jazz is like slang for like, he really...
He's good for it. It's a special show.
Jazz is like slang
Special
for
night show.
he's
Like
really
Mime
into
Manson.
it.
Mime Manson jazzed.
Mime
That's
Manson.
why-
I'm sorry, the Mime Manson.
Mime Manson.
My Manson Jazz
Mime Manson.
Silent Night Jam.
Silent
All right,
Night
from the
Jazz.
top.
Mime Manson.
Grimes
Manson Mime.
prancing.
Not that one.
Grimes prancing has fat cats try ham. I'm dancing as fat as I can. Ted Danson's ass that lies tan.
Dude.
Try chancing mass fry gas at cans. My Manson Jazz Silent Night Jam.
It's B.
That's good reading.
I don't even know what B was, but it's not the one about Try Ham or Ted Danson's ass.
I'm
or the
dancing.
other two.
His canned ass.
I'm dancing as fat as I can was the correct answer.
I'm dancing as fat as I can.
God, that's what it was.
All right. Number 9, the real answer. Crystal blur-haired persuasion.
Crystal blur-haired persuasion?
Crystal blur-haired persuasion.
Okay.
That's the real answer. Number 2.
Oh no.
Crystal impaired by champagne.
Oh my god. Crystal impaired by champagne.
Impaired by champagne.
Turning champagne into a verb.
This free Mers non-Caucasian.
What does that mean?
The black wise man gave the Mers. So this free Mers
not Caucasian.
Wait, oh no.
Wow. Alright, you had a whole explanation ready and everything.
This one's in quotes.
There's footnotes.
Pistol Sir dared tax evasion. Pistol Sir is his nickname.
Okay.
Of course.
So like the New York Post is like, Pistol Sir.
Pistol Sir dared tax evasion.
Tax evasion. Number 4. Bristol. What is French? What's French for father?
Pear. Yeah.
How do you print pear?
Pear.
Just pear.
Yeah.
Yeah. One pair.
Bristol, her pear is Todd Palin.
It's true. So maybe it's real.
Right?
Oh, and then I just wrote very tired when I wrote this, and I had diarrhea. There was a
Perfect.
footnote.
It's good to know where Jack's head was
There was
at.
a footnote. I do remember that. Yeah, I had really bad diarrhea. I was very tired.
It's A, right? It was just
It was
A.
A.
It was just
You
had
already told us it was A.
Yeah.
It was crystal blur hair
hair
persuasion. It wasn't crystal impaired by champagne. It wasn't this free Mur is non-Caucasian. It wasn't Pistol Sir dare tax evasion.
Freemer.
And it wasn't Bristol.
Her pair is Todd Palin. That's a good one, though. That's
Is everybody having? I hope everybody's having fun here in Periscope land, because this is it. We're wrapping it up. This is the end of Bourbon Priest 5. This is the end of Dog Race.
This is the end of everything.
This is the end of fake titles. Number 10. The winter of our monetized content.
Okay.
The winter of our monetized content. The Berliner Thug Tower. Oh, okay. The Berliner Thug Tower localized Get Bent.
Okay.
So there's a German. I mean,
There's a
Berliner
tower of
means
thugs.
donut, but we know that.
Right.
We're going
But-
to get bent.
But a German thug tower localized.
Localized Get Bent.
The phrase Get
They
Bent.
popularized Get Bent. They localized it.
The Skinner Love Shower harmonized incest.
Well, that's probably not it. That's probably not the one.
Arpitized?
The Skinner Love Shower harmonized incest. Basically, he and his mother take a shower, they have
Oh,
sex.
Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, you have a plot synopsis,
Oh,
too.
oh,
That's good.
The Ginger Gov Hour socialized Ned's rent.
Man, you were not trying at the end. You were like, what sounds loosely sound like the real episode?
There's
The Ginger Gov Hour.
So there was an hour where redheads became in charge of the Springfield government, and they were social. They were liberal, and they social. It was like it's a commentary on the Democratic Party going on.
It's real. It's really
So they
biting
socialite-
social satire.
And it's all about how Ned Flanders
Fighting.
is a
Fighting.
Christian, but he's also like socialism's bad, but he's a Christian and Christian.
Oh, yeah.
Christian and social. Yeah. So it was the Ginger Gov Hour socialized Ned's rent.
Why you gotta call them gingers?
Yeah, it rhymed.
I hope there's another one.
There's one more.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. He can't even get it out, folks.
Can't even look at us.
He can't even say it. It's going to be good.
Saxophone.
The Splinter Shove.
I already like it. The Splinter Shove.
The Splinter Shove Power. The Splinter Shove Power stylized rat gents.
The Splinter Shove Power stylized rat gents.
His karate skills made it okay for there to be gentlemen
Yep.
rats.
This
Gentlemen
character
rats.
from a different animated series.
Little rat tuxedos.
Now on The Simpsons.
Charmed.
It's just a different.
What?
There's no Simpsons. It's just a
Splinter. It's just a rat in a sewer. And there's just no mention of Springfield. No talk of The Simpsons. It's just Splinter. And he's got, like, rat gents that he's teaching to be, like, cool or something.
He's teaching them how
And
to
a shove.
with his shove power. So that's number 10. The winter of our monetized content. The Berliner Thug Tower localized Get Bent. The Skinner Love Shower harmonized incest. The Ginger Gov Hour socialized Ned's rent. The Splinter Shove Hour stylized ratchets.
A doesn't make sense, but it's obviously the real one.
It's obviously the real one. Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was something.
It was the winter of harmonic guys. If you wanted to see
you
how
try to undersell it, and you can't. You can't. It's always great.
So the rent, like
Always
it
great.
really was the rent. Where was it?
The Berliner Thug Tower, localized, quote,
What are you trying
Get
to throw
Bent.
us off with the reading order?
Yeah, I try to have at least one answer.
You didn't even read this one.
Oh no! No! That was the one. That was a good one. That was the one I was going to stump you on. Did you see the right answer?
I don't remember if I remember what it is.
One more. There's
mix
one
them
more.
up. Mix them up.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
mix them up.
I'll
Because I
mix
don't
them up.
remember now.
This was the one I actually thought I could stomp you on.
Stomp us? Okay, go. Just do it.
Alright. I'm mixing them up. But if I mix them up, then you might know what the real one is. Alright, whatever.
Just mix it.
Hanukkah of Horror. Thanksgiving of Horror. Arbor Day of Horror. Christmas of Horror.
I think I remember which one it was, just from seeing it.
Jeff?
Maybe Jeff didn't see it. So let's let Jeff answer.
Hanukkah of Horror. Thanksgiving of Horror.
I think I did see it.
Christmas of Horror.
It stands out.
Arbor Day of Horror.
Christmas.
I thought it was
sorry.
Thanksgiving of
It's
Horror.
Thanksgiving of Horror is the real one. I'm guessing it's a sequel to Hanukkah of Horror, our best episode, our least worst episode ever.
Not Hanukkah of Halloween.
Mine
of
was
Horror.
wrong.
Which, yeah, that's the same thing.
Hanukkah and Halloween
Christmas
are
of
not the
Horror.
same thing.
Oh,
Both
sorry,
in my
H.
head.
One is Jewish Christmas and the other is
Not Jewish
pagan
Christmas.
Christmas. It's Jewish Christmas.
Oh my goodness.
It's when the Jews
That's
celebrate
so
the birth of
mundane,
Christ,
though.
isn't it?
The Festival of Lights.
Festival of Christs.
You got that?
All of them?
Checkmate.
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 All 8 of them.
All 3.
You got Sleepy Christ, Not
Oh my
Christ,
God.
And Jihad.
and Gian.
You're not getting it home.
The Christ Shove Power,
make
stylized
it.
Christ gems. Oh my god.
That's going to do it for this episode of Worst Episode Ever.
You shall be smoked.
The inevitable triteness of peeing out
Trite.
high C
It's so trite.
is what we're looking at.
Where can we find
I don't
our
think it's very
episode?
trite.
We are on the internet at weepodcast.com. That's weepodcast.com. And from there you can get to all our social media. Our Reddit page, which is reddit.com/r/worst episode ever. Our Facebook, our Twitter, all of that fun stuff is out there on weepodcast.com. Check it
Yeah,
out.
the Reddit's good for when we actually do release episodes.
Yeah.
So we missed a lot of stuff because we're doing stupid things.
Yes.
And our listeners are kind enough to actually make good points in the Reddit thread. So I recommend
Yes.
everybody follow that.
Yeah, the Reddit's great, so
You
definitely
should
get
post
involved with
this.
that if you haven't.
Well,
Our
yeah.
Facebook, our Twitter. I'm sort of on Twitter, at Then Dan Says.
I'm at Jackie No Breaks.
And if you're in the Brooklyn area, you want to come to Woo Classics and Trivia, that I co-host with friend of the show, Dan Ozzie. That is the first Thursday of every month at the King's Beer Hall in Brooklyn. Check it out. Google Woohoo
It's
Classics
next
Simpsons
Thursday.
Trivia for more of that. It's next Thursday for us, but not for
yeah,
them.
I'm sorry.
Bubble tape at 6 feet of bubble gum for you, not them. Remember that one?
For you.
Not them. And then what were you going to say, Jack?
Just say I have if you're a budding screenwriter and you need some notes, I have a script note service. MeScriptReadGood.com. MeScriptReadGood.com. For a small, large lateness penalty, I will read your script. I'll give you in the margin notes and write you a nice little essay on how to fix how to make your script better, your next draft better. So
What if Al Jean submits a Simpsons script?
that's a lost cause.
Yeah.
I don't want your money, Al.
I don't want you, Al Jean. Not enough margins in the
Please
world.
give me money. Please give me a job. I want to write for The Simpsons.
I am ready to go to sleep. It is after midnight. The last time I was up after midnight wasn't even New Year's Eve.
No,
I don't know when it was.
you're a
Actually,
gremlin.
it probably
It
was.
was 1984. You took over the
It's
town.
after midnight! I have a gremlin on my
Look at the
computer.
camera there. Hey, yeah,
That is from the Gremlins 2 trading card series.
Of course.
I
it
just
is.
got a pack of them
Of course it
the
is.
other day. You don't wake up to parent. I do. Someone to get up.
Reluctantly.
Alright, so it's time to get the fuck out of here. We'll be back with another episode. I don't know what episode we're watching for our next episode. Maybe we'll cut it in right here where I will just say, this is the episode we're watching.
Thanks, Jan. Jan.
Jan,
Facts.
thanks, Jan, and facts.
Officer Steve
Grabowski. Thanks, Jan and Fatch.
Thanks. Who's Fatch?
You are. I'm Jan.
Why is it Fatch?
He's chancing
Do you mean
Mangas.
Jan and
That's
Dax?
hands.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, okay. Never mind. How foolish of me.
Jan and Fax.
We'll see you in another
and
decade.
Max. Cram and Brax. The
Rocket and Drax.
The old gay hair, what was it?
The old... Oh, man, I forgot.
You don't have a Hall of Fame?
Wait, it was,
No.
She ain't straw. She's something.
Oh, man, I don't remember.
I forgot.
I remember the old fake titles. The only one I have is the gay Bertha Lou.
Yeah, that was a good one. All right, guys, this has been like 4 hours of podcast.
The old gay
There, they paint smut calligraphy. That was one of them.
Thank you.
AP
Wow.
Funky
Yeah, oh my god.
on our Patreon or our
Wow,
Periscope.
pulled that right out.
All right, guys, that's going to be the end of this episode. I don't know how long this episode is as a podcast, but it was almost 4 hours as a
It's
Periscope.
3.5 in the raw audio, so let's
That's a long time. But thanks for everyone who is listening as a podcast. Thanks to everyone who watched as a Periscope. And thanks to everyone who's just a fan of the show.
And keeping with us. We will keep trying to make new episodes. As Larry David takes 2 years off.
Yeah, why can't we
Game
have a
of
Larry
Thrones
David
takes
deal? Ted Danson
Twin Peaks, that Ted Danson's ass is the lies tan.
in Lights
Twin
Man,
Peaks,
man.
that's what...
Twin Peaks is 25 years between
That's
seasons.
right.
Why can't we be 25
You
years?
should be lucky if you get an episode in 25 years.
Roseanne was 21 years between seasons. Murphy Brown.
That's Home Improvement again. I don't know the sax for
All these
Roseanne.
shows are taking 20 years between seasons. Maybe we will too, but we will be back.
We will be back. Well, we'll be back with them.
Jeff, what are you trying to say?
Twin Peaks was what I thought that segment was in the middle of the episode where they just had short random scenes tied together.
Oh, the montage?
Jeff, how do we end the show?
Cut it all.
Cut it all.
Cut it all.
everything. Cut all
Cut
of
it
this.
all.
Cut it.
Happy birthday to
Cut it
you.
all.
Happy birthday
Tonight.
to you. Happy
Happy
birthday, dear.
birthday. Freeze, it's my birthday.
Baby!
Happy birthday, baby! I say baby now. Bye! Alright, thanks everyone on Periscope. We've officially stopped
Oy.
recording. That was long.
That was a lot.
That was a lot longer than I thought it would be. I
That
thought
was
it'd be old by now.
rough.
That was rough. Ruff, 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 ruff. Huff, 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 huff.
Brought to you by. Thank you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out, especially the ones of you that have been here the entire time. God bless you.
If you
God
stayed the
bless you
entire
guys.
time, yeah.
A million
you're
wee
something
points.
else.
A
A
million
million
wee
wee
bucks.
points. 10 points for Gryffindor.
Is that a Harry Potter thing?
Yeah, it's Harry
What do they
Potter
get
thing.
points for?
They get points. At the end of the year, they have, like, the House Cup. It's a whole thing. I just rewatched all of the movies, and now I started
like the
rereading the
movies.
books.
Why would you do
I'm
that?
still like 3/4 of the
Harry
way
Potter's
through the
great, man.
first, the Grindelwald. Not the Grindelwald, the first one.
The Crimes of Grindelwald.
No, the first
Fantastic breasts and
Yeah.
where to fondle them.
Oh my god.
Fantastic beasts and where to find them.
Thank you, Dan.
I haven't seen any of those.
Jesse Ventura?
I haven't seen the new Harry Potters. Are they any good?
No.
I was Intercontinental Champion with Vince McMahon. We did the commentary for Monday Night Raw.
See?
I'm Jesse the Mind
Only-
now.
only you get
that's
that.
more
I
of a-
found
that's-
the secrets to the government's
That's a Jesse
conspiracies.
the Governor.
Only you guys get this.
Great state of
Why am I
Minnesota.
talking into this? This isn't even
I know,
recorded.
The great state of
Yeah,
Minnesota.
these aren't on. They're not,
great
they're not
state.
plugged into anything.
Listen to me, Mean Gene.
They're not plugged into
Mean
anything.
Gene's dead,
Mean
but
Gene's-
Jesse lives. I live. The body's alive.
Good night, everybody.